in a town called Shitsville, Texas. One delusional old cow 43 paranoid schizo weirdo believes he's Batman. Sarton knows there can only be one Batman. Sticky knows there can only be one Batman, and that Batman is Michael Keaton.
Hey, you fucking trolls. Fuck you, Sticky. I'm going to go to the bat lair that Christina provided me with her settlement money. Christina, I texted you. You need to text me back immediately. We are going on a mission together. You understand? Gather up the GoPro, bitch. I'm about to put on my bat suit. Oh, my new Batman suit looks amazing. Simba looks kind of like my mustache. Christina, you haven't texted me back in over 30 seconds. I'm very disappointed in you. I was about to try out my bat wings, but I don't know if they'll work. Christina, text back, please.
Christina, text back.
No, you're fucking coward. Just stop. Christina thinks I can do it. I know I can do it. People don't think I'm the Batman. I know I'm the Batman. I embrace the Batman. I am the Batman. Christina, are you there, honey? A bat shit on me. You think I'm going to be okay, honey? Pumpkin, are you there? Finally get a breath. All this work I'm doing, I'm all sweaty and stinky.
Sticky 6 of Troll Team 6 presents Fake T-Moose Schizo Batman Negative 43 TV. Do it.
It's the voice. Bye, Christina. I got your money now, and I'll spend it like I need it. Fuck you, Sticky.
Go forth to Las Vegas. Woke up this morning stinking like a bum.
I smell fine.
Narcissism made you think that you're the chosen one.
I'm chosen.
Inherited almost $1 million when your daddy died.
Millions in equity.
Went to Las Vegas and blew it all and probably cried. Woke up next morning, all that money's gone. Your papa never taught you right from wrong. Begging for donations, now you've been disowned and denied. A burden to society, you got Satan in your mind. Woke up this morning like a bum. Stinking up so bad, you think you're Batman, but your mind is gone. I said, woke up this morning, you got Satan in your mind.
It's the voice. The voice.
Said, woke up this morning, he's got Satan in his mind. Tell them about
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
All right.
Woke up this morning with Sartan in my mind.
Sheriff, I hope you have that underwear on your fucking head.
Sheriff, how dare you cut off my intro? Hold on, I was just going to say something. Hold on. And welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the greatest radio show on earth. Welcome to Simp Gimp Bat Bum Radio. Everyone here is subject to donate $25 to this stream immediately, or you will be banned forever. No exceptions. None of you people, you fucking trolls, are even allowed here. When I do this show, I do it to talk to myself and I don't expect any of you to listen, but I yet do it live. This is what we
That's a
do.
felony.
It is a felony, and you're all going to prison for it. In
Nigga,
fact,
don't
I am.
interrupt this intro.
Sheriff,
you.
that's you.
You're both interrupting my intro, and I'm
I
telling
know he
Christina,
started it. I'm trying to defend you here.
when Christina comes with my money, you're both going to prison. I just
Sheriff,
deal
you're
with
gonna
you
be my
until the proper
prison
time
vic.
comes. What's up, everybody? How's it going?
What's up?
How's your night been so far, Negasonic?
Doing good.
Any
Working.
fucking crackheads trying to raid the workplace or what?
No, not here. This place is so there's so easy here. This is a nice neighborhood, no crime. So
I might have to
I'm
get
just
my
chilling.
fucking guard card, dog.
Who we
I'm
got
more
in the house?
interested in hearing. I'm interested in hearing about Sheriff's adventures at the Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic.
What? Don't tell me.
Speaking of Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic.
Don't tell me how to
Oh.
huff my Jacob. Come on, man.
Yeah? Oh.
You better let me get a hit of that.
Oh, but we do have a pair of fucking panties in here.
Oh, shit. Are you going to do like Sarton asked? Sarton demands that you either wear the panties on the outside.
Any Trailer Park Boys fans? That's
Love the
straight from
stains.
straight from. I think that was at Tacos El Gordo downtown San Diego last night. I was using it as a napkin.
Real quick, let me welcome everybody. So far, we have Banana Bear Jubiz. We have Atom Bomb Kid, Downrange, Connie's Crusty Charred Cooter.
What's up, everybody?
McCoy.
Hatfield.
TV DVD is back. And I think I already said Downrange. Sorry, my theater guy voice isn't working too well today. I did too much Sling Blade earlier.
Also
Yeah,
got some
can't do that.
sign
So-
from Bobandy, the man himself. With
So, Sheriff, what was Pat Roach like? Was he cool?
oh, he's awesome. He's very patient, dude. He's hilarious. Like the picture I posted in Discord when I was talking in his ear as I was fucking with him. I was taking your underwear home, and I'm going to make some fucking weed tea out of it. He started cracking up, dude. It was funny. We had a great night.
And you didn't invite him on the show. Wow. See how this guy is, Sticky?
You didn't promote the show. I'm sure.
They said you
can
can run. They said you can run your cameras, but if
Yeah.
you're going to run video, we're going to come. You can run it for a few seconds, but we're going to come snatch your phone. But overall, it was fucking low key. The bar, I had no idea. It's a bar downtown San Diego, 835 Fifth Avenue. If anyone is in the area, Trailer Park Boys fans, it is a bar dedicated to the Trailer Park lore. Everything in there is Trailer Park Boys and bullshit. And they play it on big screen TV with sports and shit. But yeah, it was a great gathering. It was probably about, I don't know, 200-300 people there. Everyone enjoying the same culture, just like Sneedville.
Holy shit, guys. Hold up. I
That's
just want to
awesome.
say, hold on. We got to give some shout outs here. Shout out to Yeet, which is Atom Bomb Kid, for the $25 Don't Know Dog. Shout out to Connie's Crusty Charred Cooter for the $500 Don't Know Playa. Let's see you do it, Joey. Hatfield McCoy came in with the $35 dono. Sticky the man, dog. Thank you so much. Downrange with a $35 donation. Thank you so much, Downrange. You're fucking awesome.
Damn,
TV
that's a lot of money.
DVD with a $40 dono. Holy fuck, guys. Slow down. Hold up. Sheriff, why are you donating? Sheriff, you're donating too? You're part of the show.
I can't believe
I told him he had to donate if he's not going to wear the. I told him if he's not going to wear the underwear, he has to donate.
I can't believe I had money left over for the amount I paid for those fucking underwear last night.
Oh wow!
How much were they?
It wasn't cheap. Actually, I saved $100. Real story.
Jesus.
It was an auction. Those are actually worn. He wore those fuckers.
And how can I forget Skip? Banana Bear Jubiz already sent me a 50 tonight, and he says he's getting paid tomorrow, and he's got another 50 coming. God damn. King Blasey. He's live. Where's the sniping at, Sticky? Where's your sniping been at, dog? Huh? Where's your sniping been at? Have you been sniping? Sorry, I haven't been keeping up, Blasey. Well, I heard that the security guy that we paid to make sure he wouldn't take his bike inside the facility, I heard the security guy got him.
Well,
Oh,
the security guard at the Main Event Arcade at the Sunrise Mall at 2320 Frontage Road, Brownsville, Texas. Their phone number, I don't know if you're curious and if you want to go there, it is 956
Hey,
690.
no, don't do that. Don't do that here. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But yeah, he was furious about that security guard,
Sheriff.
dude.
We love you, Sheriff. Yeah, well, sorry, Joey. That's just what it is. I paid the security guard to make sure you wouldn't bring your bike in the building. That's a fucking problem or what? I like to do things on the side, bro. It's my side hustle to make sure you don't go anywhere or do anything productive. Sticky, you said 25 was required at the start of the show. Plus, we respect you. Don't respect me, dude. I'm just a fucking troll, just like all of you. Please don't.
Sticky, I was going to give you a disclaimer that it wasn't us, it was the Red Triangles. So
You ruined his jokes, Sticky.
I'm part of the Red Triangle.
fuck.
How is it not
okay.
us? I don't care. I'm not holding back anymore. I already said about Carly Fiorina's money, how I got paid 10 grand to start my show. I already said that, yeah, I paid the security guy a little extra. I just threw him $20. What's the big deal? $20. I just said, hey, dude, if the fucking Batman weirdo comes into your shop with a bicycle, tell him to leave. It's that simple. It's that simple. Oh, it's that simple.
So are we going to stream snipe him because he's live now, or are we going to watch his security guard rant?
He's live right now, so we are going to snipe. I will change the headliner, or whatever you call it, the title of the
What's
stream.
up, Lobster? What's up, Lazy, Connie, Downrange, Hatfield, Atom Bomb Kid?
Lobster's in the building. Holy shit, dude. Lobster, thank you so much. $25 dono from Lobster as well. Fuck, dude.
Coming hard in the paint.
Yeah, we're fucking getting it. Dude, we haven't even started our show, Joey, and I'm already getting more donations than you get in 3 months of your YouTube check. What's up with that, bro? And I didn't even fly my Cash App flag. I might fly it again later and see what else we get. Fuck, boy.
We already got panties being thrown at us.
And we got fucking Randy panties getting thrown at us.
Put them on your head, Sheriff.
Please put them on your head, Sheriff. Starts on demand.
Christ.
Just put them over your hat. It's not a big deal. Just wear it like you got to get used to it anyway.
This is for Connie, dude.
You got to get used to it anyway, Sheriff, because guess what?
Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose. What's up?
I don't know if you're comfortable giving me your address, but
of course I am. I have no shame.
I'm buying you the Bob Ross wig, dog, and it comes with the Bob Ross beard if you want to wear it. I'm not even kidding.
No, dude, I have no problem with that.
I'm not even joking. If you're down, bro, I'm sending it to you, dude.
No,
We're
it's all
fucking
good.
doing this. Oh man, it's gonna be so fucking cool when you have the Bob Ross.
Anyone who knows me, nigga, anyone, Sham, everyone knows I don't. Connie, I don't play the docs game.
Shammy's here. Sorry,
No,
I'm in the back chat.
She's trusted me. No, I don't play that docs game.
Fuck yeah, guys. Let's see. Let's take a vote. Put one in chat if you want to see Sheriff with the Bob Ross beard. And put one in chat if you want to see Sheriff with Randy's panties on his head for tonight. Okay. Let's get over there.
All right. We did also, we got the balls horse cock, and Leahy pissed himself, signed by Leahy and or Randy. And then we got the forgot Randy. Yeah, so I got panties and pictures last night. It was awesome.
Well, there's too many ones in chat from Connie, so it definitely counts. Yes, Sheriff, we need Randy's panties on your head. Let's get over there before folks leave because they just came for SNEED. They didn't come for us. What are we thinking, guys?
Let's go.
Y'all are
that being said, let's get a shroud going.
Fucking slanderous trolls. Y'all don't care about
You don't care about us. All you care about is SNEED. Hopefully Chesha doesn't catch this stream. Fuck. He's gonna. I already know he's gonna come here. Hey, why are you guys bullying my boy?
Bro, you better understand you going
Oh
against
shit!
God, and
He's
God
got a RTS profile pic. He's got RTS's profile pic, except for it doesn't have the green trans wig and the makeup on it. Oh god. We are 20 minutes behind. He's been live for 20 minutes and I didn't even know it, folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's see how many he's got watching right now. Official SNEED Snipe. We have to go up and watch his viewers. There we go. So we've got 6 baby trolls watching him right now. Let's go, folks. We are going to put him to 125 if you don't mind until we catch up. All right.
And welcome to Batman Radio. You're tuned in with your host, the Batman, the one and only Tyree SNEED. So, real quick, man, I just want to go over this, bro. Y'all do realize what time it is, right? It's karma time, right? It's been karma time. Like I said, it ain't YouTube, it's karma tube, man. Like, I'm seeing it all happening right in front of my eyes. I'm seeing it play out in the world. I'm seeing it on the news headlines. I see it every day, man. I see all the corrupt, all the evil people of this world, like, getting everything that they deserve and they've had coming for decades and centuries and years. You know what I mean? I am 100% the Messiah. Always have been, always will be. These people knew I was day one. That's why they were already referring me to as such. They were already referring to me as the Messiah. I didn't come up with that. These people said it, right? Just like other people on here were calling me an angel and saying the name Annuel and stuff. So, you know, these people, a lot of them are demonically possessed. They're actual demons. And I mean, you know, it would make sense that, you know, we would have this spiritual back and forth and this stuff going on this planet, on this world, you know, and the principalities and the spiritualities, the spirits would go, you know, back and forth and,
He ain't got no lips.
do what they're going to do. And, you know, it would always be between good and evil. It's what I've always told people, you know, all this other stuff is a distraction at the end of the day. It's always about good versus evil, you know what I mean? But God is not a distraction. God is very real. And like I said, I work to try to bring people to God the right way every day.
You counting, Sheriff?
I saw some other people, they had put up some more videos about me. A lot of them, they go to TikTok and stuff. They always average thousands to millions of views on any platform. Like I said, my notoriety is growing without trying, you know, and I think this is all part of the process that, you know, the fame. I knew the fame was going to come day one, man. Nobody had to tell me it was going to come. I just already knew it. You know, I don't know how. I can't explain it all to you, but I just knew it was coming.
Connie, never forget there's always the honorary, like I said, for Sartan. So we always add 1. That 1 honorary is for just in case we skip one.
I guess I just naturally know I have
just a little bit extra.
But
yeah,
you know, why would it not make sense that, you know, a savior and a Messiah would actually literally be Batman? I mean, you know, like I said, you know, the difference is the chronology of events. You know, y'all are looking at these films that came out.
Is audio okay? Like so we can talk over him, folks?
Or whatever. And, you know, you always want to compare in your mind because you're all brainwashed. So you want to sit there and say, oh, they're doing something based off the film. No, I'm the only real thing as far as we have knowledge of, unless there is something that predated me that they don't talk about and they, you know, try to hide the truth of, which I think there definitely have to be one like in the Renaissance, you know, or maybe in the Tartarian society.
John Cole in the building.
So, but
you know, it makes perfect sense that God would create a real Batman and create an actual savior. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man.
Okay, I like to turn him down so we can talk over him.
I mean, I'm still, you know, going through things even when I'm training. I talked to Christina about it. It just has to do with, you know, my bulletproof vest and the plate. But when I'm doing the motions, it kind of like swing up on
another
me,
$20 dono from John Cole, dog.
You know,
thank you.
I try to look at it like
you're awesome, bro.
Nothing can stop me. That's just the way I try to look at it. You know what I mean? And you know, no matter how hard it gets, you know, I don't believe that God is going to allow anything to stop me at this point. You know, but if it does, it does. You know, but I doubt it. You know, I
can't
honestly
believe Connie
truly think I'm invincible.
Donated $500, dude.
Literally, you know, no matter what it looks like. You know, I've been through so much pain, so much suffering.
You just get your taxes,
the last
Connie?
2 years, just absolute suffering. I've been through so much pain in my life, man. Like it doesn't do much to me, man. I'm pretty immune to it. You know what I mean? I still feel it.
Babe, Connie just donated $500.
You know, I tend to push through everything, and that's what my life's been about. You know, this picture I'm showing you, was actually in a hospital in Atlanta. And it was after I got set up in this club.
So I'm taking Lady Nightmare to the casino, Connie, with your 500, and we're gonna blow it all plus my inheritance.
and then we're going to go on a downward spiral down the toilet for about 10 years after, or however long it's been. We're just going to go on a continual downward spiral, spending money in Vegas, dog. Thank
I just
you,
want
Connie.
another pack of markers. That's all I'm asking for. Just markers.
Connie only gave me the $500 to troll me because she knows that I'm going to get a very bad gambling habit. And then 2 years from now, I will be walking the streets in a Wolverine costume from X-Men, ranting to the trolls. Huh? Plot twist.
Okay. Wild Bills. Okay. And I got set up in there, I believe, by their own security, right? Personally, I think they were like off duty or something, but it was a complete setup because I was wearing rings on every finger, and just like usual, I was looking good, and people get jealous.
You down, babe?
It just is what it is. There was always like a lot of women around in those clubs and stuff, and
Thank you, John
people were
Cole.
just hating. You know what I mean? Especially like in Georgia, I've noticed in Georgia, y'all love to hate. I don't know why. I still got a friend that I talk to from time to time in Georgia.
Viva Lost Sticky.
Like I said, they did like an inside job on me, right? I had to reteach myself how to talk. Okay, I couldn't really think straight for like a good while. I think it only took me about a week, 2 weeks. I bounced right back. And like I said, in the hospital, they were identifying
teach yourself how to talk.
Okay.
Don't ever talk about sheriff's
happened.
girl like
Okay.
that.
And
Skip.
like I said, what happened to me, it happened in my temple, right? Which is literally unsurvivable. Okay. And the dude who did it was about, I'd say,
that is
easily
a live
6'6" to
DVD.
6'8". I mean, he was a huge dude. Okay. So you just got to understand.
huge.
I mean, and what he did was, total cheap, where I wasn't looking. I didn't know what was going on. I was just a club goer, and it was just something that happened. You know what I mean? It was a misunderstanding, whatever. So first of all, you got to understand, I come from reality. You feel me? It ain't nothing new for me. And you got to understand, at this time, the picture you're looking at, I was like 17,
Skip,
18.
I
bro.
can't highlight that.
Fresh out of high school, man. I don't know nothing about life at that
God
point.
damn it. Why
I'm
do you
just
do this?
doing me.
Skip, I respect you. I love you, brother. Please, if you guys want to type stuff in the chat, I'm all for it. But at least try to censor it a little bit. Like instead of the A in that word, you could put a number sign and I'll still know what it means. But YouTube won't. Huh?
And like I said, it was just a misunderstanding, like a discrepancy, like in the club. You know what I mean?
Put Skip on
in the club. You know what I
blast.
mean? Everybody thinks they're Billy.
Oh, and I
in the club,
accidentally highlighted it.
And at the time, I had this fake friend named Cliff. I remember,
Fucker.
right? And he comes from the other group or other culture, right? And he ain't do nothing. He just sat there and let it happen or whatever. So like I remember being dizzy and spinning and seeing people, and then like I heard like all these girls were screaming and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a crazy scene, man. What I survived was, again,
I'm drinking Oreo coffee
so I have a
so
habit
I can
of doing
stay
this. I
awake
couldn't
for
even
you
see
guys.
out like my left or right eye for a little while.
I'm so tired.
And then I remember they kind of worked on me with like the paramedics outside of the club, because I was actually unconscious for a good, I think it was only like 15 seconds. Could have been longer, could have been shorter. I was out cold, so I didn't know what was going on. And I had these like, again, kind of, I still think like fake friends, but they were some Indians, and they picked me up.
All you have
Okay,
is fake
and I had met
friends,
them,
bro.
so they knew who I was. I think I met them there or whatever.
They're all
and,
trolls.
Like, we were cool.
Fake friends, Indians.
They saved me. They came to the rescue.
Dude.
They didn't save
What
me. I
the
would have been
fuck?
fine, but I'm saying they picked me up and
Hold
they
on,
literally
hold on.
dragged me
Why you have to
outside.
have
Hold on,
there?
hold on.
Why?
So they had to pick me up. And,
Hold on.
They take me outside and get me over there.
Wait,
fucking-
and then I think after
this
that,
sounds like some
ambushed by
fucking
a
horror
bunch of
movie.
okay, and I
shit.
had met them. I think I met them there or whatever. And
This sounds like the beginning of a fucking horror movie. He gets he gets picked up.
Fucking Kevin Costner, fucking.
Yeah, he gets picked up by some random Native Americans,
What was the name
and
of the movie?
they're
Kevin Costner.
gonna take him to do the blood
Right, we
ritual.
were cool.
What's going on?
the Indians, they saved me.
Fucking
They came to the
teepees.
rescue.
The
They didn't
Indians.
save me. I would have been fine, but I'm saying they picked me up and they literally dragged me outside. Okay, so
He
they
dragged
had to
me
pick
by my
up,
troll hole.
and they take me outside and get me over there. And then I think after that, after this all happened, I actually ended up staying with one of them, with a couple of them, the same guys I think, who helped me. And it was so crazy, man, because they had those little things that come in those little lanterns. You know what I'm talking about? They have them in Austin and all those places where like, they're for meditation and stuff like that. Like they're an interesting group of people. Like I've always had much love for them. I'm just, the thing in Austin, I don't really look at it the same way. That's more like the new age of them, and I just think they're different. Like it just, the issue becomes when you take over every business and you're like basically taking over blocks in an entire city. That becomes a problem. So that's a different story, right? But the point is, they helped me out. You know what I mean? And at some point, like I overstayed my welcome there or whatever, and then I just left and went on to the next thing or whatever. And I had old roommates and stuff over there in Georgia. So like I got my dude I talked to. The other roommates, a lot of bad stuff has happened, or they did bad stuff. And a lot of stuff has happened. You know what I mean? So some of the people I came up around or grew up around for a good while, I mean, things happen.
Well, the
some
you
very
know
serious
who
things,
came
what
for
I mean?
you
Some
know
of them in
what.
prison, some of them it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's really sad and it's tragic. You know what I mean? But
Welcome in that guy and L Frost, 2 legends in the building here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys missed it, but he just said that some Native Americans picked him up and dragged him somewhere. What the fuck is he talking about?
He went on a fucking doing ash. I can't even
What
fucking.
the fuck?
I can't even put it in the words right now. What he just said. Wow.
Should we
Where'd
go
he
back
find these
again?
goddamn Indians? Where'd this come from?
Let's go back. Let's go back one more time.
Yes,
I'm
please.
sorry. I was talking
Thank
to my
you.
son. They got sick of you. I'm getting sick of you.
What's that for
fucker.
us? Okay.
All right, here we go. Fucking slanderous troll. I'm telling you, Christina.
like I said, this pic.
Let's go back a little bit. Go over here to the you know what. Move it over here to you know who. And action.
I got my dude I talked to, the other roommates, a lot of bad stuff has happened, or they did bad stuff, and a lot of stuff has happened.
A little
you
too
know what I mean?
far.
So some of the people I came up around or grew up around for a good while, I mean, things happen, you know what I mean? Some very serious things, you know what I mean? Some of them are in prison, some of them it's whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, it's really sad and it's tragic, you know what I mean? But like I said, this picture symbolizes a lot for me because this was like right after it happened. You see me, I look like
symbolizes a lot for me because that's RTS's profile picture, except for he's got a tranny wig on, some makeup. I love it. I think we need to go back further to find the Native Americans.
because they had those little things that come in those little lanterns, you know what I'm talking about? They have, they saved me, they came and I had out of the club because I was actually unconscious for a good, I think, discrepancy like in the club, you know what I mean? Things happen in the club, you know what I mean? Everybody thinks they're Billy Tough Guy in the club.
Got my troll hole.
And at the time I had this fake friend named Cliff, I remember, right? And he comes from the other group or other culture, right? And he ain't do nothing. He just sat there and let it happen or whatever. So like I remember being dizzy and spinning and seeing people, and then like I heard like all these girls were screaming and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a crazy scene, man. What I survived was again unsurvivable. So I have a habit of doing this. I couldn't even see out like my left or right eye for a little while. And then I remember they kind of worked on me with like
did we miss it
outside of the club because I was actually unconscious for a good, I think it was
Jesus
going on.
Christ.
I was just a club,
Sorry,
don't really
guys.
think straight for like a good while. I think it only took me about a week, 2 weeks. I bounced right back. And like I said, in the hospital, they're their own security, right? Personally, and I think they were like off duty or something. I tend to push through everything, and that's what my life's been about. No matter how hard it gets, I don't believe that God is going to allow actions that kind of like swing up on me, so Savior, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, like, I mean, I'm still, going through things even when I'm training. I talked to Christina about it. It just has to do with, my bulletproof vest and the plate. But when I'm doing the motions, it kind of like swing up on me, so I'm dealing with that. But, I try to look at it like nothing can stop me. That's just the way I try to look at it. You know what I mean? And, no matter how hard it gets, I don't believe that God is going to allow anything to stop me at this point, but if it does, it does, but I doubt it. I honestly truly think I'm invincible at this point. I think I'm immortal, literally, no matter what it looks like. I've been through so much pain, so much suffering, especially the last few years, just absolute suffering. I've been through so much pain in my life, man. Like
his jaw's suffering.
It doesn't do much to me, man. I'm pretty immune to it. You know what I mean? I still feel it. It still sucks, but I tend to push through everything, and that's what my life's been about. This picture I'm showing you, was actually in a hospital in Atlanta.
We have him beat.
And it was after I got set up in this club, okay, Wild Bills, okay, and I got set up in there, I believe by their own security, right? Personally, and I think they were like off duty or something, but it was a complete setup because I was wearing rings on every finger, and just like usual, I was looking good, and people get jealous. It just is what it is.
People are so jealous.
There was always like a lot of women around in those clubs and stuff, and people were just hating, you know what I mean? Especially like in Georgia. I've noticed in Georgia, y'all love to hate. I don't know why. I still got a friend that I talk to from time to time in Georgia.
That'd probably
But
be a good thing.
like I said, they did like an inside job on me, right? I had to reteach myself how to talk. Okay, I couldn't really think straight for like a good while. I think it only took me about a week, 2 weeks. I bounced right back. And like I said, in the hospital, they were identifying pieces of metal. Okay, where this happened. Okay, and like I said, what happened to me, it happened in my temple, right, which is literally unsurvivable. Okay, and the dude who did it was about, I'd say, easily 6'6" to 6'8".
That guy, thank you for the $25 donation.
So you just got to understand.
L. Frost, thank you for the $25
donation. Cheap, where I wasn't looking, I didn't know what was going on.
Folks.
I was just a club goer, and it was just something that happened. You know what I mean? It was a misunderstanding, whatever. So first of all, you got to understand, I come from reality. You feel me? It ain't nothing new for me. And you got to understand, at this time, the picture you're looking at, I was like 17, 18, bro. I'm fresh out of high school, man. I don't know nothing about life at that point. I'm just doing me. And like I said, it was just a misunderstanding, like whatever discrepancy, like in the club. You know what I mean? Things happen in the club. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks they're a Billy Tuck guy in the club. And at the time, I had this fake friend named Cliff. I remember, right? And he comes from the other group or other culture, right? And he ain't do nothing. He just sat there and let it happen or whatever. So like I remember being busy and spinning and seeing people, and then like I heard like all these girls were screaming and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a crazy scene, man. What I survived was, again, unsurvivable. So I have a habit of doing this. I couldn't even see out like my left or right eye for a little while. And then I remember they kind of worked on me with like the paramedics outside of the club, because I was actually unconscious for a good, I think it was only like 15 seconds. Could have been longer, could have been shorter. I was out cold, so I didn't know what was going on. And I had these like, again, kind of, I still think like fake friends, but they were some Indians, and they picked me up. Okay. And I had met them, so they knew who I was. I think I met them there or whatever. And like, we were cool. The Indians, they saved me. They came to the rescue. They didn't save me. I would have been fine. But I'm saying they picked me up and they literally dragged me.
They dragged me by my troll hole into
this is where he gets abducted by Indians. If you guys missed it, this is what we were looking for.
They abducted my butthole into the truck stop bathroom. Shamrock.
Shut the fuck up!
What's up, champ?
How are you doing, Shamrock, on this glorious night? Welcome to Bat Simp Gimp Radio, the greatest show on earth, with your host, Sticky Six, the greatest radio host ever to come from millions of Christina's money that's coming to my lap very soon. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Hi, Frosty. Hi,
Sheriff.
Frosty in the house. My nigga. And
I apologize. I missed your last live stream because I was at work and I've been getting shit about using my phone. So guess what I did?
Sticky, doesn't he look like me and that guy call this picture T-Rex SNEED.
T-Rex SNEED. We lost Negasonic, but I think he's busy. He's usually busy when he gets quiet. Sheriff is here, and Sheriff.
I'm right here.
Sheriff, what would I have to do to get one of your scrolls?
Nothing.
You already earned one.
Oh.
Nothing. You can have
nothing.
You can have the pick of the fucking litter, since you already have a litter around the house. So,
in fact, after this
actually, I'll give you a male and a female one, so you can have more.
Oh no! Give me a microwave too.
Yeah, I think Shamrock's earned two.
Yeah,
that guy funded the psych.
All right, this one is your. All right, this is all right. God damn it, this is a goddamn Shamrock. Hold up.
Is Sheriff giving you guys trouble?
No, not at all.
3-leaf or 4-leaf?
Listen up, Sheriff. After this stream, I want you to take pictures of the scrolls and put them in the group that we're in.
Hi, Nana.
The elite Sartonic Illuminati cult high priest. You put it in there for the high priest, okay? And then Shamrock will be able to pick which one she wants.
Bear Jew. No, I want
this one's custom right now. This is custom. This is.
But what about Bear? What about Bear Jew? He. Aren't you doing this one for him? I don't want his. You don't have to donate yours.
No, this one was not dedicated yet. No, this one's yours now. You asked for it. This one's yours.
Oh, thank you.
I say, hold on. Shamrock,
I'll rip the whole fucker down right now.
I
swear
think
to
this
fuck.
is important. I believe Shamrock should get the very first shroud if she wants it. I think Shamrock should get her pick.
She can't because that's the very first shroud. It's on my goddamn wall.
No, the first one you put on paper.
I just want one that Sheriff made. I don't care what order it came in, just as long as Sheriff made it. I just want one.
What's she don't want one if we made it, huh?
What's the count, Sheriff? Connie's off
today. Today, as of the 10th of April, 2025, we currently start at 1,701. We are currently at 5, 10, 15, 20 motherfuckers. 20 motherfuckers.
Shit.
So, hey, Sticky, I had a mute for a second and whatnot. Yeah. What is Tyree bitching about today?
The Native Americans abducted him and fucking took him to the truck stop bathroom for free Blumpkin sessions and wore him out.
And this is where we had to rewind because
Elk Frost. Elk Frost is here, folks. Welcome in.
Erica Frost is a little bit.
I love that.
Shamrock, you done fucked
up. I played
up.
that like 2 weeks ago.
Your husband said you're not bringing that sartonic energy into the house.
I'll bring whatever the shit I want in this house. I've been married to this motherfucker for 22 years. I'm bringing whatever I want in here.
Sarton
he gets to bring whatever he wants in. I can bring whatever I want in.
Oh, some real troll shit.
How did your stream go, Shamrock?
It went. I mean, it went good.
I listened to most of it. Then I had to make some calls. I wanted to hear the end because I know Josh X too, and he's pretty much EFD from Earth 616.
Well,
they're almost
it's
the same
like
guy.
I didn't want to bring that drama, but it's been months, and he keeps trying to start shit with me on panel, and it's like
he really wanted that stupid prize, really bad.
Yeah.
Wow. I
mean, who's mean to Sonya? Sonya doesn't really fuck with it. I mean, come on. Anyways.
So we're at 20.
20 what?
Connie, like I said.
Lisms.
Sheriff sounds like a pro radio voice. I've been trying to tell Sheriff he needs to start fucking helping join the team and snipe SNEED.
He has
Sarton's already making her uppity. Yeah, I'm so sorry, that guy. It was never my intention to have Sarton split up families.
What did he say? Did he say, I'm outside and can't see anything?
He said it's making you uppity.
Yeah, he said Sarton's making you uppity. Jeez.
The power of the scroll.
We got our own troll religion now.
The Sanskrit.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
He's sorry, I'm in hysterics, honey. It must be my time of the month. I'm uppity. Sorry.
We're gonna do a frost shroud.
Yeah,
we got to hit play. That guy, you're welcome to come up if you want to hang out with us.
Let's do it now. Let's go back on schedule here. This is where fucking Tyree got abducted by Indians today.
And
you guys weren't joking. He was serious about that.
We're not Indians. We're Native Americans.
Native Americans or like Curry Indians?
Indians.
Indians are from India.
No, but Tyree really said that though.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was trying to say it without being.
He had his Jim Morrison moment. He went out.
I find that so offensive, Sheriff. What so fucking offended.
Fuck.
For those who don't
Jim
know,
Morrison moment. Yeah, remember that?
Mostly. We're Cherokee.
In memory of Val Kilmer, when he played Jim Morrison, I saw that movie the night it opened, and I went the next night because it was so awesome.
Our last name is
That's why we get along. Don't say your last name.
Everybody knows our last. Everybody.
Yeah.
Siobhan Crow.
Oh shit!
There she goes.
Doxing, loading, delete, stream.
No. Thinking everybody knows my real name.
Siobhan, okay. If this was like 4 years ago, I would be DMing you so mad right now.
I know.
I know. I was about to DM her. Should I delete it?
I used to yell at her backstage. Like, stop doing that. Stop it.
No, God help me if I said like our daughter's name on accident. Oh,
yeah. Delete that stream. I'm not going to draw attention to it, but delete that stream when you're done.
Yeah. She's
I've
like, "What's
heard him
wrong
say
with
your
you?"
name, but I didn't want to, share.
No, everybody. It's okay. Everybody knows my name. It's all
You
right.
don't care
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't
Tyree
care.
has said her name a million times already.
So is Dream. So have I. I mean,
Legends.
it's okay. It's okay.
Well, did
The
you
name we
hear?
don't say though is that guy's, and I mean, that's the one we don't say.
Did you hear the news?
Which no.
I hired a security guard to tell him he can't bring his bike into a shop or into the place he was
Think somebody
frequenting.
hired? Does he think that's what happened? I hope he thinks that's
I
what
hope
happened.
not. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe he does.
said
I didn't.
he
watch
said that
it.
in the stream. He goes, you guys probably contacted him, or he's been watching online, and that's why he's hating because he's just so jelly because I got a $200 bike.
He got smart. All I did was hit up Craigslist and say, anybody who does security for any places in Brownsville, if this guy brings in a bike, tell him he can't have it in the store. I'll give
You
$20.
wouldn't do that. I don't believe you.
I would
this
do
time
that.
I did.
Yeah,
I might do
I would
that.
too.
Way no,
I would
you don't want to
describe
do
him
that
as
here.
a toothless homeless man who smells like piss, just so they're certain it's him.
I'm
I don't want
using
random
sorry.
homeless people being targeted.
Yeah,
Just
Ross
him in
is right.
particular.
Dog,
Well,
I'm using all
he
this
also-
crowdfunding for troll missions and operations, dog. We're going to start using it for drone funding too now.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if drones started flying around him? Oh my god!
You should have
Although he
seen him
did
when
say
the
that
moon was
security
following him.
guard was jealous because he's like, he probably has a girlfriend and she saw me and was talking about me, so he got jealous.
Oh yeah!
They're jealous of my $200 bike.
Do you remember when he was in Green Bay, Shivy, and he talked about like a bunch of girls walking to their car and how they pointed to him and laughed? And then he like tried to cover it up. They weren't laughing at me. They were just like giggling amongst themselves. They're like, Joey, they were laughing at you.
No, trust me. They were like, "Girl, did you see that motherfucker? Girl, holy shit! That
He's
is one
probably
of the
wearing his
ugliest
tube
dudes
top
I've
and
ever-
his rubber boots.
his tube top. His tube. Remember
Jenny
those
said
boots? Oh my god!
Yes, Jenny said he wore a crop top when he went to like the movies. His shirt was too short and like his belly button was hanging out.
Oh yeah!
And he wore rubber boots and he took her to the movies. And
He sounds
spoke
like
to the
Terry
guy at
from
the concession
Reno
stand.
911.
He was
Oh my
talking to the guy at the concession stand about how he really is Batman, and she's like, "I had to walk away." She's like, "I tried to act like I wasn't with him, but I think they knew." Yeah, you're
When's the
damn
last
right
time
they
you talked
knew.
to Jenny?
Dear
Ross?
Jenny. Oh wait,
Uh,
yeah.
I talked to her a couple months ago, a while ago though, more than 6 months ago.
All right, one of these days we're gonna have a Frost and Shamrock fucking Jenny voice off.
Oh, Frost beats me. Frost and that guy can do Jenny way better than me.
As long as I can be a little Joey,
I
then
can do
we're
her
good.
mad voice, but I can't do her. I can't do her, normal talking voice. Frost and that guy.
gee willikers.
Yeah.
My heart's racing. My heart's racing. It's called caffeine, son. I loved
Oh
that.
my God.
That shit fucking
Yeah.
cracked me up.
All right, Frost, you ready? You're Jenny. I'm Joey. You ready?
Okay.
So, Jenny, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to start seeing other people like Catfish Christina. Is that okay? Honey Pumpkin?
Okay. I'll send you a picture of me standing next to my wall clock.
I want to make sure that at all times I know exactly what you're doing, so you're going to have to wear a GoPro belt everywhere you go. Is that okay, Honey Pumpkin?
Yes, you're the man, and you make the rules.
When I put you in a cage at night, you need to stay in the cage, Jenny. Is that okay, Honey Pumpkin?
I'm a good girl. That's why you make mommy gushy, big girl style.
Oh, fuck me, god damn it!
That's enough. Oh
Right.
shit! I'm hitting
I'm
play.
crying.
I'm hitting play. You guys are too much. Good job, Frost. That was fucking amazing. I need you to collab with me on a. I've got a video idea now.
I'll do it.
hit
I don't
you
care.
up. I'll hit you up. You got a way of recording your voice and shit.
Yeah.
It to me. All right, good shit.
I think I just came twice.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We are 31
Sheriff, eat
minutes
those
behind,
underwear.
folks. I'm going to hit play for a little while, and I'm going to step out and have a cigarette. I'm going to turn him down just a little bit.
What? My Randy panties? What?
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have to pick me up.
Get
and,
ready.
You know, they take me outside and
Hold
and
on,
get
hold
me
on.
over there. But, you know, I'm saying they picked me up, and I had met them, so they knew who I was old, so I didn't know what was going on. And I had these, like, again, kind of, I still think like fake friends, but they were some Indians, and they picked me up. Okay. And I had met them, so they knew who I was. I think I met them there or whatever. And like, we were cool. The Indians, you know, they saved me. You know, they came to the rescue. You know, they didn't save me. I would have been fine. But, you know, I'm saying they picked me up and they literally dragged me outside. Okay. So they had to pick me up and, you know, they take me outside and get me over there. And then I think after that, after this all happened, I actually ended up staying with one of them, with a couple of them, the same guys, I think, who helped me. And it was so crazy, man, because they have those little things that come in those little lanterns. You know what I'm talking about? They have them in Austin and all those places where, like, you know, they're for meditation and
shit.
stuff
Hold
like
up.
that. Like, they're an interesting group.
I have to welcome in DZ 1119.
What up, DZ?
Hey, what's up, DZ?
What's up, dude?
Got to give him proper respect. Respecta, dog. Respecta.
Yeah.
We put
Respect
Respecta
on my name, dog.
on DZ name, dog. He got 5 watching right now, and he started streaming 53 minutes ago. Guess what, guys? I also want to say to all of you, we have had him beat every fucking show.
How many we got today?
We've got 18 watching right now, which isn't
Let's
a
see
whole
you do
lot,
it, Joey.
but it's a lot more than you.
18 in the box. Let's see you do it.
And one of them
Without even trying.
because he just left as I said that. Son of a
That's
bitch.
right. I said 18 in the box. I'm sucking cocks. That's right.
Oh, shit. I came up with another one. I came up with a good one the other day. Well, I came up with Timu on the wrist drinking piss. But then I had another one. Fuck. I'll try to remember. Let's hit play though, or I'll never get through this fucking shit. It's all your fucking fault, DZ. Oh, by the way, DZ, well, thank you for the Cash App donation, dog, of $35. Even though I haven't even flew the Troll Team 6 Cash App yet. You guys are fucking amazing, you know? Like, it's just really going down. SNEED can never get SNEED will never get donies like these, dog.
Let's
You
go,
know,
Chess.
like, I've always
Let's
had
go,
much love for
Jessica.
them, you know, I'm just the thing in Austin.
Is Cheshire here?
No.
Oh, that guy's in the backstage. There you go. Hey, that guy. How you doing? It looks like you're muted. But that's okay. Hey,
what are you doing up here impersonating me?
What's up, man?
You ain't never gonna be me. I'm a genius.
I need you to.
I'm the smartest. I fuck the best. My dick's the biggest.
It's true. He does say that.
He did say that. Yeah, he did.
I fucked the best. My dick's.
I'm the only real man. There's no other real man in the world besides
None
me.
of y'all exist. I need a written apology from all of you.
That guy, I'm gonna need you to take over the Joey voice while I step away for a bit. Could you do that for me, dog? I'm gonna step out for just a moment, and I'll be back.
Donate. You gotta donate,
dog. I already did. Check your shit.
Then
You guys donated to me, so I donated part of it back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Look at it the same way. You know, that's more like the new age of them, and
Yeah,
I just think they're different. Like, it just, you know, the issue becomes when you take over every business and you're like basically taking over blocks in an entire city. That becomes a problem. So that's a different story, right? But the point is, they helped me out. You know what I mean? And you know, at some point, like, I overstayed my welcome there or whatever, and then I just, you know, left and went on to the next
Love
thing
that
or
he's
whatever.
self-aware.
And I have
Overstayed
roommates
my
and stuff over there
welcome
in
with
Georgia. So like, I
Indians.
got my dude I talked to, you know, the other roommates, a lot of bad stuff has happened, or they did bad stuff, you know, and a lot of stuff has happened, you know what I mean? So some of the people I came up around or grew up around for a good while, you know, I mean, things happen, you know what I mean? Some very serious things, you know what I mean? Some of them are in prison, some of them it's whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, it's really sad and it's tragic,
There's
you know what I mean?
very
But
serious
like I
things.
said, this picture symbolizes a lot for me because this was like right after it happened. You see me,
That
I
was
look like nothing
great.
happened. If you actually look closely, you can look. You should be able to see kind of where it happened, possibly, right? But it might be on the other side. I can't really tell. It happened on my left side, I believe.
It might
You should
be on
able
the
to see
other
it a little
side. You
bit,
can
but
tell where it
the
is.
picture
It
ain't
might
gonna
be
do
on
it
the other
justice. It
side
was
now.
really
Like,
You
sad
don't
when it
even know
happened.
where
I
it's
tell
at.
you after they
Stupid.
gave me the picture.
This
Yeah.
is the funniest
And you just flip your
Well, I
monitor
got
around. You should
so
be
many
able to see
things in
it.
my life. This is what people understand. you know, it was never that I was weak. It was never that I took a loss. It was never that I lost in anything going
Clear
on
as
with
day.
anybody.
It's right there.
It's just
It's either
cheap
right
stuff like
there
this.
or
It
the
has to
other
do with
side.
people being
Not
cowards.
sure.
You know what I mean? Like I got set up just like Pete got set up. That's a
Joey,
strike.
if you
That's a
were
badge of honor.
unconscious and had
You
to
know,
be carried
if you
from a
getting set up,
building,
that
I'd
means
call
that
that a
you're doing
loss.
something right, straight up. And when you come out on top of that and you still succeed, you know, people can't handle that, right? And like I said, in this situation, I mean, you know, everybody backed down, and it is what it is. You know, I'd already spoke to everybody, addressed everybody. They backed down, and that was all I cared about. You know what I'm saying? You know, as far as the dude who did it, I just never, you know, like never ran into him again, never saw him, and he ran away because like after this all happened, you know, I was clearly ready to go. My
I
adrenaline
heard his
pumping, I'm
hand
ready
was
to
hurting
go,
real bad.
and I was literally at that time like trying to see, you know, where everybody was at. But
He
like I
wouldn't
said, they had
even let
already
me
left.
wake up from being
You know what I'm saying?
unconscious.
Like, it is what it is, man. People are cowards, bro, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Again, this is when I was like 17, 18, you know? So you gotta understand, bro. I've been in a lot of crazy stuff, man. I used to go to clubs a whole lot. I've seen and done and had a whole lot of crazy stuff happen in clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came up hard, bro, for real, man. I came up tough. I came up in a different era when things were really real and everybody was just getting busy, and it just was what it was. It was a free for all, basically. You know, and I came up in Texas a lot where just the environment
I
is
mean,
different. Like, we
maybe
were
for
always hyped. Like, I
you,
always had to
Joey.
be on point because I didn't know who might have a problem, who might have an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think I got built like this? I got built like this. I got cultivated. I got cultivated by God and my experiences that I went through in life. You know, like, I really am a tough guy. There's no fake tough Tony act over here. I'm really tough. I'm really built like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't do no talking and then make myself look crazy or look weak every time. I don't do no talking. Like, I just prove my point every time, and that I'm the strongest ever, and I
All you
win.
do is
And you know,
talk,
at this
bitch.
time, this was a time where like this experience really shaped me and molded me, and it taught me a lot about life. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If it hadn't happened to me, I would have been like y'all, because I was kind of like y'all. Like, I was more entitled. I kind of had an attitude, in my opinion. Not too much, but I was a great, you know, I was a
Can
Kinda
good
you
dude,
had.
and I was a
imagine
good
this
dude. I've always been
motherfucker
a good
more
dude, you know what I mean? But
entitled?
I just didn't
I
understand life, and it
know.
wasn't my
No, no.
fault. You know what I mean? I wasn't
Like, this
I
is
wasn't like
him
y'all, but I'm
humbled
just saying
in his eyes.
it shaped me and molded me. It helped me a lot to grow, and that's the thing. I'm an alchemist. I take the most negative experiences and I grow from them and evolve, and that's what I try to teach people. But like I said, there's like people putting up TikTok posts and they talking about like I'm an
You're the great
inspiration
Sam
to them. Basically,
Gerard.
they saying like, yeah, like here's Batman,
Shut
and
up,
like
nigga.
get the haters, and you know, live life the way you want to live. You know, that really puts a
Excuse
smile on
me,
my face, man.
intern.
I'm happy and proud and just happy that, you know, it's helping people. You know what I mean? Like, it's helping the youth, it's helping grown folk, it's helping everybody to just be inspired. You know what I mean? And that is the truth. I mean, be what you want to be. I think I might know exactly who took the video. I don't know him, but I remember like when they did it. But you know, my whole point is that's good, you know, like, because I remember one dude said that, I told you all about it, like he was filming it for his father, he said, or something, and he said something like that, like, "Are you Batman?" And I was like, I was like, "Yeah," like, "No, I'm Superman." I was making a joke out of it. I was just joking around though, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm Batman." And he like took his video and he said that like, man, you can be what you want to be, like talking to his father, like, you know, stuff like that. It's makes me feel pretty good, man. It's pretty inspiring to
Holy
me. You know
shit.
what I mean? Like, that I'm a driving force of actual inspiration to complete strangers and to people. I mean, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? That's definitely, you know, part of why I do all this. So, you know, I just thought it was nice, man. You know, it's always good to see people wake up and have that mentality. I mean, that is the truth. You live life the way you want, and you know, you try to do a career that makes money, of course, you know, and like, you know, I advise everybody to stay in school and try to go the normal route, but I also educate and say the truth about it, you know. And for me, you know, I did great in school, man. You know, like, I finished my basics in college. I dropped out as a multimillionaire. You know, my life's just been a whole lot different than most people, you know, so I can't really give people advice on all those things because I'm not in the same position as everybody. And I wouldn't claim to be, you know what I mean? But
Hey, what's up, CIA ho?
losing my train of thought. I just thought that was super cool.
Sorry,
I thought
Joey.
that was cool. Like, I inspired someone. You know
Never
what I mean? I just
Joey's
think that's such a
ancestor.
powerful statement
Never.
he made, like, that you live
What's
life
up,
the way you
CIA?
want. And if, I don't know if it was the same guy or the other guy saying like that's good that I stand for that. Like, real talk. That makes me pretty proud, man. I'm glad that that means people are waking up a little bit. Like, people are getting some of the message, because there's several messages being sent through what I'm doing, but they're starting to gather the message a little bit. Like, that is the message. Like, you know, for me personally, I can't imagine working a 9 to 5 anymore. I've done it half my life. I mean, I've worked since I was 16. You know, I try to get people to exit the matrix and get out the matrix. And I mean, nobody wants to work a 9 to 5. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got people in all these agencies and departments waking up just listening to me and seeing what I'm doing. You know, it's all a movement that I built myself. It's all about, you know, my train of thought and just my psyche and how I think, you know. And this is why people are so mad, because I'm an influencer. You know, I'm an influencer, that I'm an empath, but like I said, I can be a master manipulator if I want. The minute I open my mouth, I can pretty much get what I want and whatever I want to do. That's just how I've always been built, because I've gathered a lot of knowledge. And you know what? Because I didn't run my mouth, because I would sit down and I would listen to people and I'd let them talk and I'd soak up everything like a sponge. that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
an
bet
open
you
canvas.
did.
I'm just a sponge. I just take everything in. I don't regurgitate stuff. I don't copy. I don't bite off people. I don't just repeat stuff. I have my own train of thought, and I take the bad and the good, and I take it in, and I use the things that can help me to my advantage with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm kind of going through it, like I said, after yesterday, after that thing happened with the plate, to be honest, you know what I mean? But hopefully I'll be all right. But it just didn't feel nice. It's because I'm trying to do the
plate.
lifts with the vest on, and the vest
plate.
wasn't pulled tight enough. And I mean, when I'm going up like that and my body's going vertical, I mean, that vest is flinging up on me. So I mean, just imagine, I mean, that plate is like concrete. I mean, it's basically like a brick.
Yeah, I thought
I
there
mean,
was
it's
something
really
there, but
that
no.
hard and that tough. I mean, it's compared to like a red concrete brick.
So,
It's like
is he saying he
that
flipped
thing, that
himself in
plate
the
is hard
face
as
with
hell.
his vest?
And it has to be, because it's there to
Yeah.
protect me, but when it
Amazing.
flies up on me, it's not a good feeling, but
What's the matter? Bungee cord technology and
I
helping,
just,
Joey?
hopefully I'll be all right. That's all I can say. But other than that, I
Bungee
mean,
cord
I just,
technology.
to me, it doesn't really bother me. You know what I mean? It's just out of my control. I had a lot of head trauma, man. In my life, I'm a walking miracle. So that's why whenever something happens like that, there's a little bit of concern, because of what I've already been through in my life. I mean, I just told you what happened to me here. I mean, when I was a little kid, they had to stitch me up and sew me literally like back together with a machine. Okay. And I
Goddamn!
have that
Anybody
right
watch
here
the
in the
movie
middle of my
Ted?
nose and my forehead. Okay. So you can figure out what happened. And it was involving a slide, and I don't know if there was something on the slide or if I fell. I think I fell off, and my dad was there, and then everybody flipped because my dad wasn't really, I don't know. I don't think he was really paying attention. He should have been.
He didn't care,
was reading the
Joey.
paper. I mean, he was paying attention somewhat because he saw and he came and got me, but it was bad. He said I was trying to impress I was trying to impress a girl. That's what he said, or something like that. So I do remember that kind of. I was a little kid, man, but I do remember I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was just, I mean, I guess like in a in a playtime sense, you know what I mean. But I was just probably doing something on the slide, and then I fell.
Did you guys hear his security guard rant earlier?
Doing his own thing, and he had a lot going on, and a lot happening.
Yeah, he was talking about the.
He
It
got
was
me where I
during the
needed to be.
security
He did
guard
his
rant.
job,
He was
you know what I
talking
mean?
about
But,
one of the girls
I
from the
survived that.
Christian
I mean,
camp,
played football,
and he's all. She looked just like Zippy Longstocking.
Then
Zippy
just a lot of stuff through high school.
Zippy Longstocking.
I
Holy
am
shit.
Zippy Longstocking. Zippy Long.
Was he referring to Pippi?
Yes.
He was trying to say Pippi Longstocking, but he was all Zippy Longstocking. She put together like Raggedy Annie doll.
That's interesting. Let's see here. Joey's ancestor, welcome in. CIA Hole, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you so much.
That guy
Best
you are
in
now
show.
labeled as the Indian.
Best in Show is here. Hello, Best in Show. Thank you
Best in
for
Show.
being here.
Best in Show with the $50 dono the other day.
We got 19 in the box. Oh, speaking of dono, thank you, CIA Hole, for the $100 dono that Joey will never, ever get on the stream live, dog. Thank you so much.
Since this is Sham's shroud, since you're back, Sticky.
What is
since
up
this is Sham's shroud, yes. That guy
Let me
just
see it.
asked a question. Yes, I labeled you as the Indian. Put me full screen for a second. Just a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
put
nice.
Sheriff
Yeah.
up. Let's see the shroud.
Great,
I want to.
great idea.
Sheriff,
All
let's see your head. Do you have the underwear on?
Fucking Indian. That's that guy right here. That's
Wow.
Folks at home, feel free to zoom
I may
in.
get a fucking motorcycle in here somewhere. I don't know.
Is that a teepee?
That's a clover.
Yeah, TP.
No,
I
what's
thought
next?
that was a
was
palm
Pee-Pee.
tree.
Yes,
that was right after I carried Joey out of the club.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
How soon did he overstay his welcome?
Immediately. It was like,
Immediately? Yeah, I
yeah.
thought
He
so.
walks in, the wall of stench hits you, and it's like, yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah, he's got to go. We have hygiene policy here, and you are not welcome, sir. What do you mean? I showered today in a puddle on the side of the road. Washed up real good.
My hygiene, beautiful, dog.
I gotta say this. He's probably gonna hate me for this. But
strippers
this,
over here. Fucking
this
them
International
dancing.
Delight Oreo iced coffee is actually pretty good.
I kind of miss Joey wearing his white pants. Because remember how vibrant that piss stain was? It was so
Oh.
noticeable.
Yeah, that was a
That
good
was
6
great.
weeks.
That was terrible. He's not the type that should be wearing white ever.
Fuck.
Chemo
I just
sorry.
realized he started streaming an hour ago. This is going to be a fucking long schizo rant.
Is he still going?
Yeah.
Jesus, mother.
Oh
He's got
shit!
8
Good
in the
thing I got
box.
paper. We're gonna have to go overtime. I'm
We
gonna have
might.
to reach up.
We might. We're at 1.25 speed. I'm going to hit play though, guys.
To it
Yeah.
getting in the mix with different people, you know what I mean? So, you know, and then in baseball, I got set up. So, I mean, I actually had the whole thing happen with, you know, the first base
Great
drill
work,
set up,
Sheriff.
and all that came from Dillis
So proud
Dawes,
of
the
you.
athletic director
Thank
at the
you,
time of UT. I got set up by him. I survived that, you know, so, you know, it's, and then you had the setup on Michael Dell's field too, that I think comes from Carly Fiorino allegedly, right? So that's more. Just a lot of stuff affiliated with my head and my mouth. You know, it's always been like that's the go-to to try to, I guess, silence someone. You know, but what they didn't count on and realize is how tough I was. Just like
I didn't
the
count on me
Michael Dell
being
field
tough.
setup. I mean, the guy
He's
had
just
50
now
yards
going
to
through
run. I was
puberty.
standing in one spot, and I didn't even budge. And he
I'm
was
going through
behind me about
reverse
10
puberty.
to
I'm
15
aging in
feet
reverse,
from me,
dog.
you know, and I was standing in, I mean,
Benjamin
I
Benjamin
was in
Bumpkin.
horrible
Well, this has
shape, but
been
I was
happening
standing
for a
like a man
while,
and
but
wasn't
it's
even
been getting
phased.
worse.
Like people don't
Because
get on
I
built
was
like a
calling
rock.
him a Mr.
You
Haney
know, like
sounding
God's rock.
motherfucker
You know what I
like
mean?
4
So it's
years
like
ago.
there's some things
Yeah,
that are a
it's
lot
getting worse.
tougher to me than, you know, normal human beings, normal people. I'm that guy for real. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just like
It's
You're
something
gonna
that guy
happen.
for
out of the
real?
past,
No
out of a
shit.
movie. You know what I mean? People don't seem to understand. That's why I
For
don't
real,
fear
for real.
anything, because I truly feel like no matter what somebody tries to do to me, I'm going to survive it and get through it. That's what I count on. I truly believe that. You know what I mean? No matter what you do, I just feel like at the end of the day, God got me. I really believe that. You know what I mean? So I just see it all, man. I see that I have all the momentum. You know, I just try
Is
to
that
be
the
smart, man. I
baseball
try to make
field,
wise
Sheriff?
decisions. You know, the
Yes,
fact is
sir.
that you have to live life the way you
Not
want,
gonna
man. You know,
happen,
I mean, you have to live life for
ancestor.
you. You can't live for other people, and that's the number one thing I learned. And I just think it's good that I'm becoming a symbol of inspiration, whether it be for the youth or whoever, or for grown adults. It's just good that I'm becoming
Yeah.
a symbol of
Holy
inspiration
shit,
for
it's so
people, you
bad.
know,
I'm a
and
symbol
that's
for the
a big
youth.
part of what it is, you know. That's why I truly believe in the League of Shadows. I think it's a real thing that, you know, I just believe in it. I think I am it. I think that it just means, you know, actually getting things done the right way that need to be
Sheriff,
done in society to
Dude,
protect
Sheriff,
baseball. What?
Sheriff, he's playing baseball for the League of Shadows.
Come on, I'm trying not to laugh.
Dude.
Fucking come on.
So are the
Give me a
I'm
second
sorry,
here.
guys.
I'm dying.
I'm not familiar with all this stuff. Is the League of Shadows bad guys?
Yes.
Yeah, that's you remember Ross Al Ghul?
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
be the League of Shadows?
No, we're the Red Triangles. He's the
Oh,
League of Shadows. What's wrong
Can't-
with you?
can't we
He's
be
Batman
both?
and the League of Shadows, dog.
we can multi-class.
I want to be
Shammy,
the
you
bad
better
guys.
frame this fucking thing.
I think League of Shadows sounds
No,
better
because
than
then
Red
she'll make me
Triangle.
hang it on the fucking wall.
Actually, in the comic books, it wasn't the League of Shadows. They did that for the movie. In the comic books, it was actually called the League of Assassins. But Joey
Oh.
can't say that. He'd be like, the League of you know what?
yeah, you would. You would.
Fuck.
What the fuck are we doing?
Help yourself. What do you want?
Oh, it's so good.
A candy? Some chips? What do you want? Sorry, my son wants something. What? Say hi to all the slenderous trolls.
What's up, little sticky?
Hello, you slenderous trolls. It's Sticky Junior over here. He's got the voices. He's starting to work on him. He's doing pretty good too.
So you're the stick and he's the twig then, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Twiggy 6.
Pick one, but just don't take the smokehouse barbecue ruffles. Those are mine, dog.
protect people. And that's what this is all about. And it's everything I've done. Like I said, I was shutting down illegal
Like I said.
organizations hands on. I shut down cartel operations in my sleep. Like these are real things I did and come from, you know, and, you know, like I said, it's just things that happened in my life. It wasn't something I chose. It's just God put me in the right place at the right time. And he always does. You know, I've saved a lot of people. I've taken care of a lot of people. Some of them ungrateful, but I still took care of them. I helped a lot of people in my life. I'm an earth angel, man. I know I'm an angel. So, you know, I just do my job on this planet, you know, That's the whole thing. Like, you come for an angel, bro. You better understand you're going against God, and God's going to come for you, and that's what's happening right now. All my predictions, like I said, they continue to ring
what's
true more and
funny
more
is my
every day. It's just
mechanic,
God setting
he has
example after
a
example after
pool
example, and it's
supply
about to
shop
pick up pace
in
even
the
more.
same
Don't worry.
area that his
You know, I
shop's
mean, and
at.
like I said, this has nothing
And
to
he
do
was
with me.
telling me
It
that
has
it's
nothing with
actually
me
ran by the cartel, that it's just
personally,
a
because
front
you
for the
people made
Mexican cartel.
so God is.
And I so wanted to go send them Joey's link and be like, here, watch this. This guy's in Texas. Have your buddies go get him. But I didn't. I wanted to, though. But then were we going to laugh at if he ends up in a tire fire?
Yeah.
Oh, I could just put that on repeat and laugh at it forever.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
I don't know. I think
that's goals, man. That's goals.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Joey's our little puppet. If something was to happen to him, who would we laugh at?
I'd go make fun of Candy.
Yeah. I mean, Candy's a different kind of crazy, though. I do agree with the Candy mission. I do.
She's an entertaining type of crazy, though.
It is kind of, it is kind of weird. I noticed. I was
There's
saying,
that
I don't.
fake crusty perp train again with the noise harassment. Like a train
Yeah.
is blowing the horn for the entire city of New Orleans just to piss her off. It's fucking mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's just for her. I was I'm not sure if you were up for the show we started talking about her, but I was saying I think that Candy and Joey would be the perfect fucking couple. I think we'd get a lot of content if those two hooked up. God, can you imagine the whole stream just begging for food and a place to stay? The entire
that chick
fucking
ate all my
time?
cakes, dog.
Yeah, and they could like bounce off of each other.
It's cold out here, sweetie. I know. I need why you told me I need a place to stay tonight. You trolls, people are watching me. Yes, honey pumpkins are watching us. The government's trying to silence our message. I can just imagine them bouncing back and forth to all their delusions just constantly. It'd be fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, but Joey really can't exist with somebody else. Like, unless they completely kiss his ass and like worship the ground he walks on, he can't function.
And even then, he'll find issue with it.
Yeah, they'll get tired of it eventually.
Okay, let's get over here. I'm gonna hit play. Sheriff, real quick question though.
Sir.
Are you wearing the Randy panties on your head? That was kind of a mandatory requirement. The whole reason
Randy
I booted
panties?
the stream. I wasn't even going to stream unless you were going to wear those on your head. Remember? You agreed.
As fuck, Sheriff.
You can put them over your hat. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I think it'd look cool.
No, that's not embarrassing.
If
him
I
at
had
all.
Randy panties, I'd wear them on my head out to go shopping, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that works. It kind of looks like a diaper head. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, do it. There you go. There you go. No. Yeah.
And mind you, those were actually worn by Patrick Roach.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Sheriff. See, Sheriff's dedicated, dog.
I think
I don't know. I'm still pissed at Sheriff. He didn't invite Randy onto our show, and we could have had him up here.
Randy totally would have came and hung out. As soon as he saw we were making fun of this Batman freak, he'd be like, "Okay, this is interesting."
Like, I don't even know who Randy is, but I'm getting secondhand embarrassment.
This is the first time I've ever paid for some male's underwear.
Have you ever watched Trailer Park Boys?
You don't have to lie about it, Sheriff. I mean,
that guy. Have you watched Trailer Park Boys?
No, not really.
Oh, you missed out. I think you'd like it. You got a good sense of humor. They're on Netflix. It's a cool little show. It's pretty funny. Get stoned and watch it. You can get a bunch of laughs out of it. It's pretty good stuff.
Is going to treat
not a sponsor.
You like it's a personal issue. God's going to protect me and ride for me and ride on anybody all day. I'm telling you right now. Ain't gonna play no games about me. You know what I mean? So, like I said, y'all don't seem to get the point. Like, bro, my life's not in my hands. Nothing is in my hands. I'm in God's hands.
Underwear.
You know,
nothing's in my hands. I don't control anything.
That's the thing that saddens me the most, man. That he said that, and then all that stuff happened, and you just wonder why. You know, I guess maybe if it was part of God's plan. You know, it's one of the hardest things for me to understand or ever want to accept. You know, I almost don't have it in me to accept that, but I guess we have to accept certain things. You know what I mean? But I've had friends who, have gone through crazy stuff like that, and they said the same thing. It's God's will. I mean, it does make sense. And like I said, Pac was here to inspire a lot of people, but I think specifically to inspire me in my mind, because I came up studying Tupac. I came up studying his music. I think we have a lot in common with the way we think, and that's what a lot of my stuff is on. Is like I said, like I'm a white boy, but I'm like a real street thug and an actual real gangster in the flesh, and that's what I come from. I don't come from your normal society. I come from a walk of life that none of you would be able to fathom or comprehend. We were moving a lot differently than any regular civilian my entire life. I'm just being honest. We were never the same. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just feel so lucky. I feel lucky to have the opportunity to do all of these
You
things.
were 6 when
I know
Tupac
in my
died,
mind, I'm not supposed to even be here. I know in my mind, I wasn't supposed to get this far. I know in my mind that I'm just very blessed, that it's not about luck, but that I've been very blessed.
I'm blessed.
I've always made the right decisions and done the right thing for myself, but I've been in a lot of crazy, wild situations.
Dear Jesus Christ, save me from the hill that is my life.
Saint Michael protecting me, and that he's defended me and protected me in situations I didn't even know he did, where all sorts of stuff could have happened, and that makes a lot of sense to me. So I don't know. They tell me every day that I'm divinely protected.
Like I said,
but
come on,
it is what it is.
Who is they? The voices in his head?
I don't know. Right now,
yeah, starts on
in
voices.
Pain, like I said, I don't know what
My delusions confirm my
delusions.
delusions.
Man, it is what it is. I mean, like I said,
the
I'm not here
voice.
to win or lose anything with anybody. Don't have no back and forth on YouTube.
Tell them about
it's the same thing every day for me, man. Like I said, I don't know what these people's deal is on here. You still got that individual continues. I mean, it's just, they're monotonous, bro. I mean, every single 5 seconds, they keep on finding a video to comment on. Like, I'm not reading your comments, dude.
Yeah,
that's all they do. They be repetitive, and then they claim they're doing something to me. You're not doing anything to me. It's just weird. Like, that's all you do. You just try to keep repeating yourself. Like, what? Bro, let me explain something to you, homeboy, or whoever you are, right? And I already have an idea, right? I just don't care because y'all don't exist and you don't have an identity. You're not accomplishing anything. You're just doing it to yourself. And every time that you keep leaving comments on my videos when you know you're not supposed to be on this channel and you're jealous of my business, you're just creating karmic debt. And God he's going to ride every time. Every time you type a letter and put your finger on a keyboard as a coward, God is going to ride. And that's what keeps happening. I told you all my predictions of what was going to happen, not just this year, but the entire future. And it's happening right in front of your
Thou
face.
shalt not place thy finger on keyboard as a coward.
So it's like, I think that's why they do it, because they think that they're trying to look for a way to get some kind of reaction or to get me to slip up and do or say something wrong. Like, it would never happen because I don't even know who you are who's doing that. Like I said, I'm not going to see anything you're saying. We will never speak. I stand on that. I told you I wasn't playing about that. Like, that doesn't turn into some game that you can prove me wrong. No, I'll never see anything y'all type, bro. Just like I told you, I promise you. See, I'm a man of my word. So
I just love how Joey, dude, you got a channel on fucking YouTube. People are gonna come, people are gonna go. You don't have any control of who comes to your fucking channel and watches, dude. It's
no, dog. They digitally loitering in my place of work, dog.
It's just so fucking weird. Like, what?
If your comment's negative, I never even read it.
That's right.
You have been trespassed from the internet.
I'm gonna put a boot on your YouTube account.
I noticed you put a negative comment on my show, but I didn't even read it somehow magically. I just knew it was negative, so I skimmed over it.
I didn't even know you were shit talking. Blocked.
Who gets a comment on your channel anyway? You haven't shut off every show. Look at this. Every show, every video you put up, the comments are turned off. What the fuck are you talking about? Who is commenting? Please tell me. Please, Joey.
You're saving him time.
Reply to my email, motherfucker. I want to know who's commenting.
All right, let's go. Fuck, man.
So why does everything
Fucking
have to be turned
incredible.
into some kind of weird, fake little mini competition that you can win? As far as I'm concerned, I'm not trying to win anything. You can have it, bro. It's just pettiness, man. It's just weird. Like I said, this person has nothing going for them, so they're spending their time going to every video that has a comment section still available, knowing that if I could just block them all the comment sections, I would have. But YouTube enables this stuff, and that's why we're taking.
I think he's talking about CIA hole.
To pay me millions of dollars. So the more you do this stuff, I mean, like I said, this is all documentation for court. It doesn't matter what happens with the channel, with the business, nothing. It's all documented, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know who would do that. You could tell they're not in their right mind, and that's as far as it goes for me. I don't care what you do. What other people do doesn't affect me or my mood. You feel me? You want to be repetitive? Okay, go ahead. That sounds like some sheep stuff to me. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a sheep move from a sheep. You feel me? So,
My
like I
son
said, go ahead and bay and do what you do. I don't really care. But
my son just pointed out I have this handmade piece of artwork that was made out of wood pallet by a friend who's an artist who does custom work, and I've had it for longer than my son's been around, over 15 years. Anyways, it says "Listen to the voices" on it. I'm gonna take a fucking picture of it and send it to Joey. My son said, "Take a picture of that and send it to him, Dad."
He'll reply back, "I already do listening to voices, motherfucker." I've been listening to the voices.
Yeah, right. It's like, I already know about the voices. What do you mean?
But just understand, like I said, the way I look at it, you're doing me a favor because you're just helping to clean up the channel. Because pretty soon you're not going to have any.
Hey, Sticky, you know that guy I've been warring with the last couple of days?
It's actually
helping me.
Like
he did a community post to put 2 numbers on there, and he's like, "Call me to set up an appointment." So I checked the numbers, and they were for the CIA. And he was trying to like set me up. So I replied to him, and I'm like, "Yeah, nice try. You don't think I check out numbers beforehand?" And I said, "Why are all you locales the same?" And then he replied back with, "I screenshotted that. Tare, Tare, whatever that means." So,
what are they gonna do? Give you a bonus?
Yeah. Oh shit.
For fucking with them.
Hey, Sticky, I'm tripping out right now. I'm listening to your conversation, but also at the same time, I'm tripping out because when we did the original Shroud, Sartan turned into an Indian with the headdress. Remember?
Hold on. No, that's
that was a headdress.
No, that is.
And then all of a sudden, he got
Christina with Clyde Cash's hair. Go ahead.
I know. All right. Well, I don't know. Something seems to be vibing with Indian shit.
Don't be repetitive. You know what I'm saying.
All right. Go ahead.
My son, he is an incredible young man. He's doing great. He's going to work with me tomorrow, by the way.
Fuck yeah.
He said thank you. Yeah. I'm getting him started early. 15 years old. He's been working with me here and there. And he does a fucking great job. In fact, I'm trying to line him up. That way, when I leave that place, my son can take over and start working there full time. That would be fucking great. But you gotta earn your keep because they're good people. The owners there are good folks. So you got to work your ass off, and then they'll keep you there. It's called job security.
It's the end of the conversation, the end of the issue. It's been resolved. You're not going to get a word that you type again that I will see because you're trying to inflict
Welcome
something.
to the
What
rice
you're doing
field,
is evil and vile and
motherfucker.
disgusting, and it's some coward stuff, bro. You're not tough for what you're doing, bro. So
I'm gonna
understand
pay
something.
him,
You
though.
ain't doing nothing to me, and you never will. Just like I told you, you're doing it to yourself. And God is seeing that you're trying to come at
He
me
earns
some
his
way,
keep.
right? And God's going to ride every time, bro. Like I said, enjoy that. Have fun with that. Straight up, bro. Hold your L.
Hold
You feel
my
me? 'Cause
L.
you're going to take an L every time. Like, I've just never met
Every
somebody
time you
who
say
said
God's going to ride
and I'm sure
for
I
him,
have,
I
I just don't know
I
that they
keep
like that.
picturing
And I
God
don't have no
driving by
respect
doing
for
a
the tone,
drive-by
bro.
out of a 67 Impala.
Yeah.
Don't break it yourself.
Have you ever watched Black Jesus on Adult Swim?
No.
Oh, you're missing out, dude. Oh man, you've never seen Black Jesus on Adult Swim?
No.
You got to go check it out. Yeah, that's a good one. Look it up sometime. I'm gonna remind you just for that. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It's a funny ass show.
We don't tolerate Satan. Why are you going to put your fingers on a keyboard, bro, knowing that you're a whole human being? He's a coward. That's some cowards, though, bro. That's like the type of people that go to jail and prison and they be mopping the floor.
We don't
He's a
tolerate
herb,
Satan.
like Maserati Fox said. I laugh at people like you, homie. You feel me? But do what you do. Like I said, you know, it's just mad petty and it's weird and it's disturbing. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the thing, man. They want to act like, nah, bro. I'm here to deal with the real jokers in the world. There's people a lot worse than y'all. Trust me, bro. A lot worse and a lot realer. Trust me. There's some real jokers running around. There's a lot of evil going on and stuff that I need to stop. And I'm just trying to be patient and wait for God to bless me and give me this budget and this money to do it. Every reading has come true. The readings already said what it is. They said it's not gonna make sense. It said it's gonna come out of nowhere, and people are like, all y'all's jaws are about to drop at what God is gonna do in my life.
Just like
I can guarantee it. Because every time for all these years, every reading has been right. So that one's got to be right. It's all happened 100% exactly the way it says. I'm reading you the script. I'm putting it on the community wall. All y'all got to do is pay attention. I'm a prophet. I'm telling you.
Oh my
God is about to transform my life, man. It's about to happen. It's going to happen like right now. It's coming. I can feel it.
I know.
And it's going to be such a catastrophic change. Like I think that literally just my whole life is going to change in the blink of an eye, and in a crazy, positive, good way. And I just think I'm going to have so much money and just everything going for me. And I think people are going to. I think that's what's going to happen. Jaws are going to drop. And I mean, that's why I stay true and I stay devoted to this. You know, like even if that wasn't guaranteed to me, I would still do what I'm doing. You know, that's the thing. To me, what they told me, and this is where I was already at. I'm already ahead of the readings. The readings usually tell me after I've already figured something out. Sometimes no, though. Sometimes they're actually telling me something I need to learn. They're very useful. But my point is, it already said all that. Like it said that you're going to get to the point spiritually where it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have, what you get, because you just believe in God and understand that things are going to be okay. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it. You know, like I've let go. I'm surrendered to the divine. Whatever the divine wants to do, I'm at their mercy and their will. That's just what it is. That means with everything. When my life is in the divine's hands, it's in God's hands. Nothing is in my hands. Not that or not anything. I'm in God's hands, bro. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be able to talk to y'all.
Yeah, I walk through the valley of the shadow. You know what?
It's a sad truth. I'd like it to change. You know, I really want to be around Christina. It's hard for me being on my own, not being able to talk to, you know, more people and, you know, and talk to Christina. That's the main thing. But, you know, I hope that changes. There's a lot that I want to change more than anything. You know what I mean? My life's been hard, man, and I don't deserve to go through any of this or be treated this way or have to just any of this. I don't deserve to live like this. I don't. I deserve to have everything I want and everything I need and be good, and that's
up a little bit
because
he sounds like a schizophrenic
things could be a lot better. You know what I mean? I could have a lot more money.
Yes, Frost.
Okay. No, it's fine. You can keep it there. I was just wondering if this was his natural speed. I'm like, how manic?
I like how his official position is that karma is real, and yet he doesn't deserve any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good observation. I was gonna say
he
Frost,
said on his go ahead.
I was gonna say to Frost that when I do the SNEED snipe, I try to go all the way back to the beginning so we can cover the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I have to speed it up to 125.
No, I used to do the same thing. That's why I'm like, don't slow it down. I was just wondering, like, this isn't him speaking at real time because he sounds manic as fuck right now.
Yeah, just a little
he's been on him all day. Ever since 12 o'clock last night when he did the stream bitching about the security guard, and he was bitching about the church cult, and he's like, you know what? They should be donating to me. I'm out there saving their lives every day. They should be giving me money because I'm the second coming of Jesus. They see it. They know it.
Raul. We need to get a hold of Raul.
This whole security guard thing really got in his ass.
It really did.
It did.
Yeah.
It really did. Poor little fella.
He actually said, well, why are you starting work at before 11 a.m.? Don't you know that that's illegal? And I'm going to sue the county for that. That's going to be in the lawsuit because who starts work before 11 a.m.? That don't make no sense.
If you remember, like 2 months ago, when he said fucking dude crossed him by when he was going through the parking lot of Ross, dressed for less, said, hey, nice spike, don't lose it. He's still bitching about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of my dude at work today, one of my bosses, at the new spot I'm working at, he said today, he said, I really like how you're trying to do this freelance thing and all, and you know that's really cool and shit, but can I ask you a question? I said, what? He said, you got warrants or people after you, or do you owe back child support, or what is it?
No, man, I just want money.
I said, no, the government takes enough as it is. Fucking barely get by over here. I'm trying to make more money. He goes, oh, why didn't you tell me?
Is this Dr. Stank Breath you're talking about?
No, the main boss, the owner. He goes, why didn't you just tell me that? And how come you never gave me your last name? Yes. He's like,
you didn't give him your last name?
No, man. He fucking offered me the work. I told him I'll take the fucking work, and he just called me by my first name the whole time. So
you've got to scream on him and then say, "Stop trying to elicit information."
I need to G-check his ass. Give me
Tell
more
him your
money.
name's Sam Gerard, and you always got to win.
I work harder than anybody here. I just.
Nigga, sound like I told you to stop doing that a fucking hour ago.
Sheriff, you are the intern. You tell me bupkis.
I think we just revoked your reinstated your 18-month probationary period, Sheriff.
Yep. Easy.
All right, I'm hitting play.
Half-wit.
Go ahead, Shamrock. Say your hellos.
I was saying hello to DZ and Half-wit. I'm done. Thank you.
Did you say hi to Best in Show?
I didn't see Best. I just scrolled up a little bit. Hi, Best.
Did you say hi to CIA?
She doesn't
Did-
like you. She talks a lot of shit about you, Best. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
CIA.
Did you say
Hello.
hi to Adam Bomb Kid? He donated
I don't know
tonight.
who that is, but hello, Adam Bomb Kid. Thank you for donating.
You got to say hi to everyone because everyone donated tonight.
I'm
unlike
only
the Joey
look.
show.
I'm a stoner. I'm only scrolling a fucking little bit. If your name isn't there, I'm sorry. And if you said hi to me earlier, I didn't notice
Yeah,
it,
she's
and I'm
fine.
sorry.
Just be happy she didn't click the X already, okay?
Then I
Shamrock.
haven't been muted talking for thousands. But I love
Shamrock.
all of you. Yes.
I promised everyone that donated that Shamrock would give them a special shout out.
Well, don't I feel like a bitch? Wow.
And they get a shroud.
That'll teach you.
I'm still waiting for Best in Show's address for a shroud. Obviously, Sham, you know this one's yours. That guy.
Yeah,
You get that.
you know,
That'll
and
go
you
in
got
the that will go in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah. We cool. Sheriff's my boo. He knows my addy.
Yeah, Best in Show, you got yourself a shroud if you want it. You just gotta trust Sheriff.
Yeah,
I already have it rolled up, ready to go.
Yeah, as I said before, anybody, you don't have to worry about any of that weirdo doxing bullshit here with us. We're not into it. We don't condone it. And yeah, all your shit's safe here. Also, for those who have donated, you already know I'm never gonna say your name. So, like that one Goo Goo Dolls song.
Name.
I won't tell them your name.
All because of who? Shamrock. 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 Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there you go.
That was good, baby. Yeah.
Fuck. That guy getting angry tonight.
I might have to fucking color angry fucking.
Me, that guy, and RTS need to fucking just go meet up.
I mean, I thought
in
Indians
Brownsville
were
and
happy,
follow this
but I may
fucker
have to
around.
fucking change the fucking mouth on this fucking Indian right now.
Well,
Hold
he's
on,
also
fucking
German, so I mean.
Hell yeah.
So put a swastika on the headdress.
Oh please no.
So am I. I didn't know that guy. We have a lot in common. I'm
Yeah,
German,
sometimes I kick myself out of my own house.
German Norwegian. Some people say I'm not white. I'm clear.
Your hair's clear.
Sheriff, do you still have the undies on your head?
Nope. Yep.
I like what that guy's dad used to say. He says, "I don't care what color my hair turns,
Hell
as long
yeah.
as it don't turn loose."
Hell
There you go.
Sheriff's fucking doing it. I'm so proud of Sheriff tonight. God.
Have you guys noticed the Tyree's hair lately too? It's my beautiful blonde locks.
Oh God. Do we have to go watch shorts after this bullshit? Let me see how
Well,
long.
he did one that was ultra lame.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say gay, but it's Batman
I'll
enjoys
say
a
it as the
lollipop.
resident gay. It was super faggy.
Yeah, Frost can say that.
We're almost an hour behind.
Frost is
Holy
taking back
fuck.
that term.
Yeah.
All right, let's start it.
Missing something.
Yeah,
know,
he
and
put
I
out
really
some
know
terrible
that that's
shorts
Christina,
today.
that's what I was missing. So I just want to be with my girlfriend, bro. That's all I really care
Just
about.
want to be with my
You know what I mean? But
catfish.
I just want to be with my
I think God's gonna
imaginary
do it, man.
friend.
I don't doubt it for a minute.
That's
I don't
about
even.
right.
I just know, man. I don't even think I know. I see it coming. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, it's another prediction, but every
Spending all her
prediction I've made has
imaginary
been right. So
dollars.
just keep that in mind. You know, I don't claim to have all the
Like I said.
answers, but when it comes to like philosophical and intelligence, yeah, I have all the answers. I'm a genius, bro.
No, you
You know,
don't.
I don't have all the answers in life. You know, like I said, the only reason I'm here is because of God. God got me, and God just refuses to let go of me. You know, I'm a tool for God. I do God's will.
You're
I'm a soldier for
definitely a
God. That's
tool.
the truth. You know what I mean? It's just as clear as day. The truth is, I'm a warrior
I'm
for
a
God.
physics philosophical
that's what I've
genius.
been my
I don't
entire
have
life.
all the
So,
answers.
you know, like I said, I got to do what I got to do either way. You know,
God's got me.
but that's why I'm glad it inspires people. You know what I mean? Like I said, most people they wake
Who
up,
ins-
they go to a 9 to
Who
5
did
job.
you
No,
inspire?
I do this.
He
It's my
Shamrock
career, and it's not
inspires
just talking.
me
I mean,
to
I'm
not be a
warrior
nut
for God,
job.
and I do my training.
Yeah,
and
to take my
I do the
medicine.
real
He
thing. And
thinks
you know,
he-
everything I've done is
He
Batman
thinks
has
he
been real. It's all real,
inspired
bro. I was never a
somebody because
poser.
some
I've
dude
never someone who
walked up
faked it
to
till they
him
made it. Like,
and
no, I'm
said,
someone
"Are
who I'm
you
real as hell, and people
Batman?"
know it. Like that's the coolest thing.
With
You
his
know, I really
dad
want to give a
there,
shout out, man, to just
and
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah." No, he's like, I almost said I'm Superman to try to play around with him, but I said, yeah. And then the son turns to the father and said, "See, you could be anything." In a
Oh, little
mocking
kid.
tone, I assume, but Joey thinks it was a compliment.
Even a little
Yeah.
kid. Come on, Joey.
Oh
Look
my
at
god!
Well,
this
he said that he was videotaping them and then sent it to somebody. So,
Yeah,
and
I'm not
Tyree's like,
sure.
I don't know who he sent it to.
I'm not sure how little this little kid was. He
Oh,
might have
okay.
been like, a teenager making fun of him to his face.
Oh,
It wouldn't be the
Shamrock,
first time.
I want you to look at this beautiful shroud and tell me that Joey doesn't inspire people.
good point. Good point.
No,
Good
we
point.
inspire Sheriff, not Joey.
Yeah, I thought it was Sarton's demonic possession that inspired Sheriff, but I don't know.
It's not Joey. I'd pick Satan over Joey.
I think Sheriff has his own demons, honestly.
We all have our own demons.
It's called good friends and family.
Yeah. Come on, Gypsy, get in.
Show the
Drugs.
picture of Christina real quick,
It's called drugs.
Sheriff, please.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Show Christina
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, show the wall shroud.
I want to see
Wow.
Christina.
Fucking
Yeah, look at her
horrifying.
beautiful face.
Fucking horrifying. Look at this.
I'll be with you soon, honey. I'll be with you soon,
like a
honey.
Happy.
Monkey
keeps
fish
looking at
Indian.
Sometimes
I can't wait to be with you and
Oh,
all your stacks of
wow.
money.
This is fucking scary.
There you go.
You think I'm gonna be okay, honey?
Tell me
Nah,
that's not fucking insane.
that is.
So do you
definitely-
sleep
hold
under
on,
that
let me
every
see.
night?
Yeah,
Let me see
dude.
it. Let
Here,
me see it. Benny, get out. Out.
this
Benny,
was
out.
the first shroud. It was painted on Sheriff's wall, Shamrock. I
Oh,
swear he was
nice.
possessed that night.
Tipping.
I swear he was. I believe
Looks
it's on
like
the
that place Aleister
Sarton.
Crowley used to cast spell. doing
Yeah.
that.
You mean
Does.
A-lister Crowley? It's
Yeah,
A-lister.
A-lister. He ain't no B-lister.
Look at this shit.
He got all the good clubs.
This started on the Sarton return stream 2 weeks
Wow.
ago. Sheriff
Yeah,
was
it looks,
required to paint
it-
it on his wall.
It
that
looks very
night.
Aztec or Mayan.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah, like some kind of weird mythological creature or some shit. Fucking creepy, Sheriff. Oh hell yeah, Sheriff
Yeah.
got a fucking diaper on his head, dog.
It's not a diaper.
Oh,
It's
boy.
man. It's
Oh,
man
shit.
underwear.
Mantis.
Oh no,
Sheriff,
Sheriff, are you okay?
you
Like,
gonna be
Are you gonna be
okay?
okay?
You gonna be okay, honey?
my goddamn tripod.
All right. Well, while he handles that, we'll go hit play.
Just the people, any of y'all, man, if it be, whether it be, I don't care. Y'all know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking to, man. Just shout out to all the people who actually held me down
Nobody.
and were human about things and understood, like looked at me and like, they didn't have to be so courteous and kind of nice, and they were like, gave me some leeway and said, no, that's Tyree SNEED. Like I know who he is. Like
They
you know what I mean?
never
Yeah,
have
there's
to.
that. That's
You know what I mean?
Tyree
Like,
Seed. I know who
let
he
him
is.
handle his business and do what he needs
That
to do.
fool
Because
is
at this point, I kind of
batshit
realized that people did that for me,
Let him
and
do
that
what
was
he
really
needs
nice
to
of them.
do.
Like that was a God sent thing. So I just want to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because that's really truly what happened and how
to
I
the
feel. I've
5
had people
people
do
in
me
my
favors
life who didn't
at
hate
times
me
I didn't think they
immediately.
would do
Thank
me
you.
favors, and I could never understand why at the time. And now I look back and I'm like, that's God. It's got God written all over it. You know what I mean? I got the favor of God upon me in my life. I'm trying not to cry because I'm tearing up, but it's truth, man.
Oh
I got
God!
an anointing
Shut
over me in
up,
my life.
you
But
fucking
I'm here,
bitch!
like I said, I'm just having a human experience and
Oh.
trying to do the best
Cry,
I
you
can.
bitch! I
You
love
know,
your delicious tears.
hanging in
Let's
there.
go.
Like I said, I want things to get better, man.
I fucking
want
love
things to
hearing
change,
that.
man. I'm just a human being, bro. I'm not,
Shamrock, you're
I'm
awesome.
not anyone or
Fucking
anything
great.
else, but
I
it's
love
been a
your
long time
tears.
coming for me, man. I've been through
No,
so
it's like
much.
Frost says.
It's just
Even if that
unbelievable. I
motherfucker
don't think
stubs
anyone would
his
understand.
toe, I'm
know?
a chuckle a little bit.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah!
anything that brings you pain will bring me joy.
Yes,
Fuck
exactly.
yeah.
Did you guys see Mimi's AI video of Tyree getting ran over by the truck?
No,
Yes,
what?
Yeah.
I
What?
did. I did.
Is it amazing? Is it amazing?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It is amazing, and I just so want it to be real.
I'm so
I
behind.
know.
I'm sorry, guys. I've been so behind.
It's all right. This is how we.
I don't really want
roll.
it to
We're
be real because he
stoners.
rolled out of the way at the last minute.
This
Yeah.
is how.
Oh
all,
yeah, true.
This is how all our shows go. Sorry. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't been watching at all, really. My girl
No, the
updated
fun of
me.
it isn't
No.
Joey. It's
I
us.
mean, other than Rich,
Yeah.
people really watch him.
I'm gonna, hey, Sticky. I'm gonna go look for Mimi's video. Connie wants to see it, so I'm
I
gonna
do
go
too.
grab it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it and I'll DM it to you so you can
Like
do that
when
thing.
me and Chivy watch Joey
we could
videos,
just go to her channel and promote it.
I always feel like Doc Holliday.
I don't think it's on
like
her channel.
Joey, I forgot you were there.
It may be, but I just saw it in Discord.
Joey,
Can
you
one
look
of the
like a
mods
goat as
please
well.
put
I'm cheering up, so don't mind me.
sorry,
But
please put
I'm
Mimi
cheering
Love's
up.
channel
I'm
in the
cheering
chat
up.
for folks who aren't subscribed. Go subscribe.
Oh
to
yeah,
Mimi.
go subscribe to me. Subscribe to everybody you see
Yeah.
here in the
Actually,
chat.
yeah, mods, you got your work cut out for you. Put Shamrock's channel, El Frost. That guy, you kind of share a channel with Shamrock, right? You don't have do you have your own that
He
you
does have his
videos
own
on?
channel, but I mean, he doesn't
But
run.
it's mostly just motorcycle stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do any Joey related content on that. So
Okay, so you don't want? Do you want?
I mean,
a link?
people can, but like,
yeah, go ahead. Put his
I
link.
very
up
rarely put a video up. So
just also subscribe to Sheriff because I'm doing my best to convince him to take up Team Snipe while I'm away. That would be fucking awesome.
One of these days, I'm gonna fall off the step ladder while we're fucking streaming, and I'm gonna fucking break my ass.
And he's gonna be laying there going, "Honey."
Okay, let's hit play. Am I gonna be okay?
Like I said,
at the end
of the day, I'm a human being.
Straight in with the like I said.
And I'm just glad that I can encourage, people. I'm glad that people are getting and gaining something from my message and of what I'm doing. It's the main thing, man. I'm glad that I'm having an impact, man. That's what I did all this for. Everything I always do is to basically save the world.
It needs to have more
even been around me who are like evil, and they would say it like in a spiteful sense, but they would point it out and say it like you don't always have to carry the whole world on your back. I've been like a superhero my whole life, man. It's just I was giving all my energy and
that's not the world, homie. That's my
and being there for people to the wrong people.
My hump.
That's not my fault. It's just how it worked, and like I said, it has to do with the big conspiracy and the big plan because that just came out in the reading too. What all these
osteoporosis
laid out clear as day in these readings. I mean, there's readers who are laying it all out about how they target people.
That's
like
not
me,
a hump; it's a muscle because I'm really strong.
To try to stop me. And
that's just a
big, when they're basically
everybody has a
when
hump
they're getting with you, it's so that they can do their witchcraft and do all their insane
I'm like
stuff
a hermit crab.
food as well. Like I pretty much know most of all your tactics.
I hate to tell you
what
this,
I mean?
stupid, but most
I'm just glad
Christians
that I got
and even the
educated on this
Bible
stuff.
says
I mean, God
that
educated me
tarot
on
card
it and started
reading
showing me the
that's
truth
called
of what happened to me. Because the truth is, at the end of the day, I'm actually a victim
is
and everything.
considered witchcraft.
I'm an innocent victim. I'm truly innocent. I've been innocent since day one, and I'm a victim. It's just I've never been comfortable being a victim, but this is a situation where I'm a victim.
Yeah,
It was all out of my control and I didn't understand what was happening.
I'm hoboing.
So at least I'm man enough to admit when I'm a victim because I never have been really before because I was never going to
my
in this case, it wasn't in my control.
I'll
So,
be,
truth
will
is, I'm
I
a victim and
be
everything. I have been
alright
several times.
tonight,
And, I mean, a lot of times, really, for a long time. Just not in the
fucking
sense that
love
people
Night Ranger
usually are or would try to turn it into or talk about it.
We're from the same
against everybody,
era.
I stood up
Jeanette,
to everyone I
baby,
wanted,
boom.
But I don't know. It is what it is, man. It's life. I look at it like it's part of life. But I'm just glad
oh, that was a quick one.
Hey, Sticky, I put it backstage.
Real. I can't believe it. The whole all of this. It feels like a dream.
Mimi's channel with the video of Joey getting hit by the truck.
Some other way I don't.
Oh my God.
I'm me, man. I'm a human being, bro. I'm a good dude, man. I just try to help everybody. I just try to bring good to the world. And, I've seen enough good people, go through horrible things and people try to do whatever and come for them. And I'm just not the one. I'm not going for none of them games and I'm not doing that. You ain't going to do me like none of these people. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not Tupac. I ain't Biggie.
All right. That's it. Go make me a cup of coffee.
Joey, do I have to put you in jail again, Joey?
I can't
Remember that,
do
Joey?
this
Oh
without
my
it.
God. Let's
I
do
need
that
a cup
again,
of coffee.
Joey.
I need a cup of coffee.
You know what that guy loves? Vietnamese coffee.
You can microwave it. I don't care. Just fucking.
Have you ever had a cold Vietnamese coffee?
No, but I've had the Thai.
Oh, Thai tea
Thailand.
is delicious. Oh,
Yeah.
Thai tea is delicious, dude. Oh.
It's so sugary, but God, they're good.
Yeah. Well, they put syrup in it too. I was like,
it's fucking amazing.
yeah, like maple syrup or some shit. It's delicious. I love Thai
Yeah.
tea. I love Thai food, dude.
Thai food as well. I love Thai food as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love cakesters.
So we all need to meet up somewhere in the Midwest so everyone can have like a gathering, and we have to schedule it for like around Halloween, right? And then we're all gonna wear we're all going to dress up in Batman suits.
Can we call it Sneedcella?
Pictures. Yeah, and all of our suits are going to look way cooler than his. So we'll have like a whole group of Batman trolls and just like a huge group picture. How's that sound? Road trip?
Yeah, let's just do it in Brownsville.
And follow him down the street.
That's a federal crime. You going across state lines to make fun of
I mean, hot dogs. No, we all need to be eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
We all need to space out. We're just gonna like enclose him.
What if we all rent scooters?
And dress like different superheroes. That would be fantastic.
No, we all gotta be Batman. The women could be Batwoman, or what is her name? Batgirl.
Batgirl.
And then the men will be Batman. Because we have to be Batman and look cooler than him. And then later we could have like a costume contest. Whoever has the best costume.
No problem, halfwit.
Right? This sounds like fucking fun, guys.
Hey, did you hear me? I put Mimi's video backstage.
All right, let's go over here and check it out. See what we got. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta share it. Oh, this is good, Mimi.
I haven't seen it. I can't wait.
Oh, I've gotta switch it. Hold on. One of my subscribers is in there on Mimi's channel. That's cool. Hold on 1 second. Stop screen.
Hey, babe,
oh wait,
can
I
you
can
let
just
him
share it
in?
from
He's
here.
quacking at the door. Can you let him in? He wants in here. He's quacking.
Are you eliciting me to go pick up a dog?
Yes, please. Open the door and let him in, please. And throw him up here so he can be with me.
Donate.
Okay, I will later. When we get off here, I'll donate. How's that sound?
Donate.
I'll donate later when we get off. Is that all right?
All right. I love you, honey.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
I love you, honey.
I'll talk to you when we get off here.
Okay.
Wow.
Please send me a
special
gift.
place.
In our special place, a.k.a. Google fucking Messenger, whatever the fuck they use.
I need you to send me 3 gifts and a vertical live stream so I get my $1,000 bonus.
This is
All
fucking
right,
great.
y'all.
All right,
Here
all right.
we
Let's go.
are presenting Mimi's new video. It is called. Hold on, I gotta get out of chat. Lyrie playing Batman with a big truck. Y'all ready for this? Here, let's give her full screen to present this properly. Here we go.
Absolutely.
And here you go, Mimi. This is fucking great. Check out these moves, yo. This is real Batman shit.
Press play.
Hey, hold on. You scared me. I was trying to press play.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Scared you.
lord.
Oh my
I got
god.
startled. I'm
It's
tired.
like asking Shamrock to take a screenshot.
Oh shit! That oh my god! This is my new fantasy. Holy shit!
H.G. Wentworth,
My-
where's my money?
Shippy, my fantasy has him moving a little bit slower out of the way of
Yeah.
that truck,
Okay.
but I
Maybe-
ain't gonna be picky.
Maybe rolling the other direction.
Yeah,
Oh, it looks like
towards
he got
the
ran over. I
tires,
love
head
it.
first.
Roll towards it.
Hands in the windshield.
This
He would be
video's-
talking about this forever if this actually happened. I rode out of the way of the 18-wheeler.
All right.
It got his legs. This video is sponsored by Morgan, by the way. The Morgan.
Have
Watch
you
the
been
legs.
injured in an accident?
In a accident.
Look at the legs.
Oh no.
Ah, honey.
You insane, busted.
Do it
Dude,
again,
the
babe.
legs went
Ah,
into like
honey.
his legs went into like some weird, crazy fucking.
Do
glitchy
Tyrese
shit.
Sneed underwater. Do Tyrese Sneed underwater, baby.
All right.
Hold on.
Fucking great. Every time. It's
Love
never
it.
not going to be great.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
because
dude.
he was talking about at one point getting a canoe or some shit.
Okay.
And I'm-
A back
he's gonna-
canoe.
yeah, like he's gonna fight crime out in the lagoon or something. And I'm like, can you imagine? He like falls overboard in his steel armor, and he's all.
And me
While-
and Pam
All the
die.
alligators are eating him.
Hence his fight with the Indians today. Fucking paddling a while.
Yeah, what was it? One of his. I don't know if it was a short or a stream, but it said Batman's going to use cars, motorcycles, helicopters, private jets, yachts, and boats to fight crime and save the world.
Goddamn.
Oh no!
His legs get mangled. Look at this.
I love how
one
he
more
starts
time.
like
One more time.
just starts falling.
Blum, blum, blum.
That's great memes. That's really good memes.
Oh no!
Yeah, she did. That was a good one.
You have been seen and busted.
Hey, that guy, play it one more time, and that guy, do a sound effect for it. Tyree just panicking and screaming.
You ready?
Hang on, let me see if I can get something here. All right, go ahead.
Would you like me to play it and then you do it?
No, you can go ahead and play it. I'll just do it as it's playing.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm just gonna get some cakesters over here. Oh my God! Help, honey! You think I'm gonna be okay?
Oh no!
I'm never gonna get my cakesters.
You have been seen and busted.
The government's after me. The red triangles.
Ow. Fuck.
This is going in the lawsuit.
Christina, I'm gonna need you to build me some bat legs after this one. I can't walk
Can
anymore.
3D print myself some.
I'll never be able to walk again. Christina, please save me.
I fucking hate you guys.
So dumb.
I'm gonna need a stipend.
Oh God, could you picture him in a wheelchair, dude, just trying to get around? If he did break his legs or something.
Well, how about one of those? How about those metal question mark backwards legs? Tink tink.
You know, a wheelchair might be the one thing that could put some meat on his arms.
Now we're on level ground, Mr. Sneed.
Oh, wait till he hits that.
Welcome to my hell.
Your ass is mine, Mr. Sneed.
Yeah, DZ, I love Riff Raff, dude. His style's awesome.
You merely adopted the chair.
You're gonna see a lot of Riff Raffs pop up because I listen to them.
If his forearms aren't buff by now, I don't know if they ever will be.
Probably.
Who, Tony?
Tony,
you don't need forearms when you have a black dragon woman.
No, but that's a good question. Is it because it's electric? He just pushes a button. Is that why his arms aren't big?
Yeah, he does have a regular chair, but he always uses his electric chair. Because I tried to get him and Randy to tie. I wanted his aide to tie a rope to the back of Randy's chair and his chair, and then have a tug of war. But
oh God, evil! Dude. God damn.
I did get them to do a sword fight though, with actual swords, not the other type of sword fighting.
Yeah, it's
actual
like
sword fighting with katanas and shit.
kind of like not like a Chevy versus a Toyota pulling each other. Something.
Coffee, please, coffee. Please.
At least he finished his stream already.
Tyree SNEED. You understand?
Oh my God.
So I ain't playing around about nothing on me, and I'm standing my ground 10 toes down. You feel me? Like, I worked too hard to get to this point. Ain't nothing going, period. Nothing. Ain't nothing going at all. You feel me?
Oh
so
my God.
You know, it's crazy that
he's got a
people
whole
are so
fucking
petty.
hour
Like
to
you got a
go.
new jealous dude that comes out the woodwork every day.
Yeah, don't worry. He'll probably delete
verbally on here. And I mean, everybody knows that I'll put anybody in their place verbally in person, shoot to their face. All you got to do is mouth off and say
I'm going to mute because I'm going to have a smoke him if you got him, but you don't have to play the video. Just let this play.
I appreciate you.
But my whole deal is just, it is what it is, man. As much as I'm dealing with, you know, all these little haters and stuff and cowards and stuff, I'm realizing there's so many people outside of that who are showing mad love.
Now that
you know
he's
what I mean?
no
The love
longer
outweighs the fear.
live.
That's the truth. So that's what matters at the end of the day. You know, truthfully, that's what matters. That's all that matters. So I try to focus on that. You know what I mean? I just wish people would show some love and support to the finances. But I feel like God is going to do it for me, man. I really do. I've never needed anyone or anything really. God has always delivered for me. You know, so I try to have faith, you know what I mean? Just like it said, you know, where's your bravery? I mean, I've proved everything, man, but I still listen. You know, my bravery has never gone anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, where's your faith? My faith has been tested a million times, and every time I prove myself, you know. So it's
yeah,
like,
DZ, I like Durkee too.
It hasn't been that long,
I like to watch
you know?
him too.
So it is what it is. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just doing me, man. You know, my vested interest has never been money. in this. My vested interest is the purpose behind it. You know, I get too much done, and I've accomplished too much. I've protected too many people. I've saved too many lives. I've helped too many people. I've accomplished so much. I've stopped too much, like, you know, I've stopped too much
Real
evil,
quick,
man.
sorry, Hatfield and DZ. Did you guys see the Riff Raff and Theo Vaughn interview? The first one where they're both dressed up like identical twins and they look like a secret character in Double Dragon or some shit that you'd unlock. It's fucking great.
Stop too many bad people and too much evil, you know, for me to really focus on money and stuff.
Hey,
You know, like I
Sticky, have
said,
you ever watched the
God
Dirty
produces my
White?
budget, even if it's a small budget right
No,
now, and I
I
use
don't
the
think
resources
so.
God gives me, and I
Doesn't
go to work
sound
and do what I
Yeah,
need to do.
he's
You know, that's the
he's
thing.
another
I'm
one.
kinda
He
like that
defended
guy in that
Cyrax one
movie,
time on a
American
video.
Gangster, not necessarily Denzel or Frank Lucas, but I'm kind of like the other guy. You know what I mean? Because he was so honest. He found all that money in that car, remember,
Yeah,
and
it
he
was the
gave the
best
money back.
interview
That's
ever.
kind of how I am. Like, I'm in this for
They were
the
just fucking
loyalty of
bouncing
it.
off
I'm
of
in this
shit.
for
It
the
was
mission.
crazy.
I'm in this, you know, because this is what I'm born to do and what I want to do. I'm not in this for greed. I'm not in this for anything else, man. I'm in this for God and to do God's will and do the right thing, because that's the type of person I am. I'm a good dude to the core. I ain't trying to look no
I'll
way. I
send
don't
you
try
the
to make
link,
things look
DZ.
some way on the outside and they're way different on the inside. I'm not you narcs, man. I'm an open book, bro. What you see is what you get, homie.
All right, we
You
got
feel
to
me?
go
That's
Shroud
why, like,
overtime.
I tell people what it is
Fuck.
straight up. You know, like I said, I'm just glad that people respect it. Like I said, you know, I've grown, I've evolved. I'm getting older too, so it's
One,
just, you know,
two,
for me,
three,
it's all
more.
for me, because I still, for me personally, I feel so young. Like, not saying necessarily physically what I go through and all that, but even that kind of. But I mean, a lot's happened to me, man. I've been through a lot, but you know, I still feel young, like young in my heart. Like, you know, aging for me has been a weird thing, because I don't feel like I've aged. Like, it's like I'm aging backwards, bro. I look younger every day. It's weird as hell, bro. It'd be tripping
No,
me out.
you don't.
Straight
You
up,
look
bro.
worse every day.
I'm on different stuff. I don't know what's up. Like, it's crazy, bro. It really is surreal. It's cool, but it's
I
surreal.
have
It's
no
hard to
teeth,
believe.
just like a
You know
baby.
what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm seeing it out of my own eyes. It's like watching a movie. You know, it's a cool movie, though. I'll give you that much. My life is a great movie, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a movie about me if you want to be realistic. And you know, I guess I made a good decision that I'm able to paint stories. You know, I'm an artist. I'm an MC. I'm a rapper. I paint stories through my music, and I was able to paint a story through this social media stuff, and it's working. You know, people. You know, you
You
got to
don't
understand.
paint,
You're watching
Joey.
my
You
whole journey.
smear
You know,
shit on
my
the
vision
wall.
is to have that journey and get to the point where I'm Batman
What'd you
within the
say?
right suite that I want to build and have all the
I
right
said Joey
technology and
doesn't
doing the
paint
real missions and
stories.
the
He
real things
smears
and
shit
shit.
on the
I
wall.
want people to see me literally hands-on doing the real thing. I want people to see the reality of the street and how grimy it is and how dark it is and all the dark corners of this world. Like, I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm trying to go straight into everything and get in the mix. That's the thing. My bravery hasn't gone anywhere. My bravery is right here. I'm ready to go, bro. I just need the money. That's all. I need the budget. I need the money, and that's it. And that's the crazy thing about me, man, is when I get a whole bunch of money, I'm just so much different than your average yuppie or snob or typical person, especially people in my culture or my group or my people. You know, most of them, when they get money, they be going to all the, you know, the cute stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm not going to do that. I am going to do that, but I'm going to do that for Christina, and I'm going to do it for myself, you know, because it's about
And
self-preservation. But
myself.
what I'm saying is, when it comes to the Batman thing has to be done in
Disregard
all the bad
everything I
areas. It's
just
got to be
said
done
in
in the
real
ghettos.
time.
It's got to be done
I'm not saying I'm not going to
under
do
these
it too,
bridges
because
and
I
these
am.
street
Totally
corners.
am.
Like, you're talking about going to Dallas, bro, and being Batman in Dallas. I mean, you're talking about you're taking a street
That's
thug,
big leagues.
me, and you're putting him in a suit that's like bulletproof and protective, and it's supposed to protect from all that stuff of anything anybody can have on him, right? And you're putting me in the middle of all this, like, and this is something I'm willingly
Bless you.
doing. That's the truth.
It
Let's
can't
not
protect you
sugarcoat it.
from
Let's
hitting
say what it
yourself
is
in
and
your
what we're
own
doing.
face.
You feel me? And you're basically putting me out there in the street as a soldier to hold my own, hopefully create and preserve some peace, but to protect and to, you know, make sure that nobody's not on
You
no
can be
nonsense.
Batman in Dallas.
You know what I mean? Because I'm tell you straight up, bro, anybody on nonsense, like, it's easy for me. I pull cards like as a hobby, bro. I stay pulling cards. And people know on here. So it's like, I didn't come to play, bro. Like, trust me, bro. The minute God gives me this budget and this money to work with, I'm just saying I'm so much different and programmed so much different, because y'all run away from the hood and the ghetto. Y'all run away from the street element. And as Batman, I have to run to it. And that's how I've always been, man. Like, in Tarpon Springs, I lived on the nice side in Florida, and I'd always go to the hood and the ghetto. I'm not saying that I'm like, I just want Christina to know I'm not going to have you in those circumstances. Like, we're going to always be in good predicaments. Like, you know, like my girlfriend, I'm going to always
Y'all
take
run
care
away
of and
from
have in
crime.
the best
As Batman,
situation
I
on the
pedal
good
away
side
from
of
crime.
town. You know what I mean? Like, with the snobs and the yuppies. Like, I'm talking about as far as being Batman, you have to go into the element. I mean, you like you said in the movie. What does he say? Hold on, we got somebody overcompensating again. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Why do they do that, bro? It makes them look horrible. What he said, he said, like, in the madness, there's the element. that element is what I know and understand perfectly because I just dealt with it so long. You know, it's like you all look at it. How do I explain it, bro? It's like when I was young and I was in jail. Like I used to look at dudes, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I just thought it was a beautiful thing. I thought that gangsters and thugs were a beautiful thing. You know, I think human life is a beautiful thing. I think pain and suffering is a beautiful thing. I just see the world with a beautiful lens that God gave me. I got a beautiful mind, man, and everything is beautiful in my eyes. I think much more beautiful than most humans. I think that's why people don't understand me because I'm looking through the eyes of an angel. Like I said, I'm an angel. I know what I am, bro. There's no doubt in my mind what I am, bro, because I've always been like that. That's why people can't understand me because, like, I'm kind of like dreamy in my thoughts. Like, it's hard to explain to you because I think that I'm just surreal. You know what I mean? I think that I've been like that my whole life. You know what I mean? So it's hard to explain to you, but where was I? I'm just saying, bro. You know, that's the main element, bro. I'm trying to get. I mean, let's just get real, bro. Batman is going to go straight into action. You know, there's going to be some action. Don't worry. You're going to see some action on this channel the minute that we get this money. It's just what I'm trying to say is whatever I have to do for Christina, I'm going to do. So, like, I have to make sure that she's happy, that she's comfortable with everything, and that she knows what I'm doing. She has a lot of faith. She has faith in God. She has faith in me.
When is that going to happen?
I think we'll have a conversation about it and talk about it. And I think she really cares about me. You know what I mean? So she's just going to worry. I know that. You know what I mean? And I just don't want her to be worrying. So, like, if it gets to where it's ever a problem, I'll just stop the Batman thing straight up because Christina comes first and she's worth everything to me, and I'll drop the Batman thing at the drop of a dime for her. I'm just being honest.
She's worth everything to me, at least $2 million.
You know what I mean? But I don't think that I know that's not the way it's going to go. Like she supports what I.
Wait, Christina, what do you mean you don't want me to be Batman anymore? I need to use all your money to buy Batman shit and useless stuff from Temu. Bitch, get in your cage. I'm taking your money. It's my money and I'll spend it where I need it. Christina, you little bitch. You're in my world now. You're not, or what is it? I'm not here with you. You're here with me, bitch.
Yeah, he said that before too, dude. He said that when he went to jail. I wasn't locked up with you guys. You're locked in here with me.
You know where he got that?
Yeah, the Watchmen.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
He actually said the other day that all the cars on his car lot, with air quotes, his car lot are worth over $1 million.
Yeah. We looked at the car lot, Joey. The shitty, fucked up Porsches there. The 300s there. What else is there? I don't think there's much. Is there another one, or is it just
when
those
two? Cars were new and ran, they weren't worth $1 million.
No, not at all. If those cars were brand new today, it wouldn't be worth $1 million.
Well, he paid $25,000, he says, for the Porsche, and then a Chrysler 300. What does that top at?
I don't know.
You know, I mean,
we got to find out the year on each vehicle.
It was the presidential Mercedes that put it over the top.
Yeah.
Presidential. Is that? I don't even think that's a thing, is it?
It's what he says. I don't know.
I guess it's a package thing, but yeah, it's just probably a Mercedes with fucking better wood grain in it or some stupid shit that he paid an extra $20,000 for.
The clock on the interior is more accurate.
That's right. It's a Batman edition Mercedes.
It's got a Rolex.
I still think it would be a great troll for anybody with a lot of money. It's just a suggestion and just my opinion. Anybody with a lot of money to just go buy one of his fucking vehicles, fix it up, and then drive by him like every day. Hey, thank you.
I was going to buy
know
appreciate it.
I would take so much work to get those going, dude, because that engine has to be seized, rusted shut on that Porsche.
Those things were scrapped years ago.
Yeah. Once he stopped paying for that storage area, that guy was not fucking keeping those cars for what? He fucking got rid of them immediately.
No, if I was going to buy something, I'd buy his mom's house.
That would be an excellent call as well. I'm just saying, if somebody had a lot of money, a lot of extra money to where they could just be like, fuck it, I'm going to do something huge to fuck with this piece of shit, that would really bother him. But, yeah, Frost, we're pretty sure they're still there. They're on that lot. And that might be one of the only true things he says. But we think that his mom's paying for them to be on that lot, not him.
She is.
He already admitted he doesn't have those cars anymore. I have
Well, he keeps-
audio recording of him saying that Ramon repossessed those cars.
They're still on Ramon's lot then. I
Yeah,
believe.
they're still there. Oh, well, we don't know how old that satellite image was from, though,
Yeah.
either.
Oh, we need an updated one.
That's
Google.
what I'm saying. Did you get it from Google Earth? Because that might be a
I think-
couple years old.
I think RTS did, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said that he went on Google Earth and got it because it was a different format than what I looked at it. Because when I looked at it, RTS had the one where you can actually, it's like you're virtually walking through, but it looks like a Nintendo
but
64 graphics.
Got to be at
Maybe
least
somebody
3-4 years old.
I'll bring it up later in the group. We'll talk about it.
I do. You know what I mean? She wants me to
I'm
be happy,
saying.
but I just think God is going to give me
Ramon
my purpose.
should
I
be a
think God is
friend.
going to. How to explain it?
Be friends with Ramon. He's a
I
good guy.
I just in my mind right now when I'm thinking that quickly,
The
it's
best
like God
little
gives me the
warehouse in
thought
Texas.
already. Believe it or not, like, he talks to me,
Yep.
man. I kind of know my purpose already. I
Whatever
know my
you
purpose.
do, don't
a
call
lot of
that
my purpose,
place.
I think, is to protect the youth, and like I said, probably to
Wink, wink.
to rescue people.
And
who've
definitely
been,
don't record the call.
Like who go through these things. Like when the
Wink,
Amber
wink.
Alerts come out, I think I'm supposed to maybe build an agency where I'm able to actually respond to those and save people.
Sorry, catching
Something
up on
like
comments,
that as
guys.
Batman. Like it's going to be as Batman, So God will show me the way. I'm not too worried about it, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, as far as the street element, like that's the thing. Like when you really think about it, if you put it in perspective, right? Like when you have the kind of power I have just as a human being, see, it ain't about money because I got the power and like this is my broke hustle right now. You know what I mean? So if I'm supposedly so broke or whatever, that's fine. I'll take that. I'll hold that. So it's like if I'm broke, how do I still have this kind of power and I'm able to do all this? You know what I'm saying? Like
what?
the whole
What
point
kind of
is,
power?
it
You
doesn't really
can't
have to
bring
be
your
about money, but my
bicycle
point is
in
when you have the
somewhere.
kind of power I have as a
What
human
exactly
being
is he doing?
and as a vessel for God.
We don't know.
If you look at these cities and
All,
you look at these
all
states, right,
this,
you're going to
and then he
examine,
just
you're
kind
going
of
to analyze these cities, you're going
gestures.
to look at things at a street level, right?
Jesus
It don't make
Christ.
that much sense to me. It does a little bit, but like that's what people think. They think like, oh, so you just go out in the street and you go up against crime and criminals. Well, how can you assume that
No.
people in the street are criminals? I'm not a bully. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't just go take it out on random people in the street. No, that's not who I am or what I do. Hell no. That's never been who I am. If anything, I talk to them and I try to help them.
Yeah.
I care about
What
people
I
in the
do is
street,
I wait
even
till
if
the
they're a
cops
thug or a
arrest
gangster or
him, and
whatever.
then
That
I
doesn't,
walk
see, that's the
away
problem with
saying,
the
"Yeah,
world.
that was a
Y'all be
criminal."
looking at tough people
No
and you
one
think they
assumes you
deserve to go
fight
through hell. Like,
crime.
no, they
I
don't.
assume you
They're a human being.
loiter
Y'all need to
outside
learn how
of
to treat
strip
human beings
malls.
with compassion.
That's
Doesn't
my
matter who they are.
assumption.
If they're down on their luck, who they
You
are, that's
lost
what
the
life
fight
about. You know
against
what I mean? So like,
gingivitis. You're not
the thing
fighting
is, you
crime.
send me out in these streets, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get along with dudes. I wouldn't care if they was mad as hell and yelling and screaming and wilding out and doing crazy stuff. I could talk them down, and I think that's part of what I'm supposed to do is bring peace, and help people. It's just that's why I got that protective suit on because I got to, like have some protection and be protected while I'm out in these streets doing this and politicking with these people who, clearly it's not the best situation all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, thinking about it, looking at the perspective, I just think that what it's going to do is God's going to put me in the right places at the right times to stop things that are in active progress that people are doing that are criminals, yes, that basically, they're not criminals until they do something criminal, right? I'm saying I think God's going to put me in the right situations as a civilian, as a person, as Batman to stop people from doing crazy stuff. That's what I think, the right way. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be like bar security just on a higher level and in the plane is the world. That was the whole thing is I'm taking all of what I've done in the past and the element and I'm putting it into let's just do it for the whole world. I've heard, like I said,
The thing
Deuce was
is,
talking
though,
about
that
that back when they were
plan
talking
is
about basically on
crazier
Batman. Like,
than
no, you want
anything
to
he
be
would be up
Batman.
against.
And the guy who worked next door to you actually is Batman. That's why, like I told you, I was a way better bouncer than you. Like, dude, I did everything, bro. Like, I'm the tough guy, not you. You just go post fake stuff on Facebook. It's corny. But, shout out to him either way. Much love. You know what I mean? It is
fought
what
the
it is. I wish you the
Joker.
best. But,
You
my
remember
whole
the
deal
one
is
time we saw him at work and he was just
this is the
leaning against
reality
a
of the
brick wall
situation.
Yeah.
and people
Right?
were
So,
ignoring him?
like I said, I'm
Outside
just
of the
saying, like,
Dizzy Rooster.
I think what's going to
Yeah.
happen is I'm just going to be at the right place at the right time for a lot of things, and I think I'm going to be able to do things that help. And
Yeah,
that's the
there'll
point
be
is
a
everything
live
is
band later.
situational, and I
Yeah.
think that I'm just going to be interjected by God into a lot of different situations. Some of them in the
It was
street,
some real
some of them
tough guy
regarding all sorts of
dialogue
stuff
from
that
him.
people are doing. And yeah, I think that as Batman, I'm pretty sure I'm not pretty sure. I'm positive I can stop a lot. Okay, and all the right way too, and legally, like by the book, doing everything the right way. So,
oh my god,
I think that's what a lot of it has to do with. But I think the main thing is to rescue people. That's what I think.
So Joey, if somebody robs a bank and they're speeding away in a car, how are you going to catch them on your
to
bike?
save lives. You know, so like I said, I mean, that's the thing. You know, it's kind of like special ops without being special ops. You know what I mean? Because like I
He's
said, I'm not going to
Batman.
be
He
part
can
of any
run faster than a
organization
car, dog.
necessarily. I'm not going to have to.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
that's why I
need
need Christina's
anybody's
money
permission.
so I can
I don't
put a
need
jet engine
licensing
on my
to
bike.
save people and save
Jet
humanity and
boots.
save the world and save lives. I just have to be Batman. That's what y'all don't
Yeah.
get, is like, that's the whole beauty of it, is like God will steer me the right direction. He'll show me the whole path and the whole way. But you might really get some scenes. I don't know if it'll make the news at some point. I have no idea, bro. I don't know what God holds in the future, but you know, you may see some cool, crazy stuff. You know, like I said, Batman may make the news and stuff, because like it'll get public attention, bro, if I get in the middle of some serious stuff. You know what I mean? And if they have cameras rolling on something and that's not my intention, or I'm not trying.
Guys, I'm gonna take a really quick coffee break, because if I don't, I'll fucking fall asleep over here.
No napping.
I know, dude. I'm trying so hard.
You gotta
If
be
I don't
strong
hear-
like Batman.
We're
If
gonna
I don't
get
hear
through
anything
this,
from
that
you
guy.
in 10 minutes, I'm calling you.
Please
I didn't
do.
put this underwear in my head for nothing.
No,
Tell you what,
keep it on,
15
Sheriff.
minutes. 15 minutes. That way I get at least five minutes of fucking nod out. Just a
All right, I've
little
got
nod.
11:02 right now.
Okay, good shit. Yeah, it's 11:02 now. If you don't hear
yeah.
back from me by 11:17, call me.
Yeah. Go bump a rail. We'll meet back here in 5.
I'll bump a rail of coffee grounds.
There you
Straight
go.
out. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
To get attention or garner fame that way, or just like I didn't on here. You know, it just happened.
Like I
But
said.
you know, I just think that that's going to happen at some point, because like I said, when these incidents happen and things happen and people start saying, no, there was a Batman and he showed up and he came here, and then I've got everything on video because I'm gonna have a GoPro camera on my chest and my back, right? I might even have like
GoPro on
someone
my
else
chest,
around
got him
filming. I
pissed.
don't know. I got to see how I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? All I know is I'm never going to have Christina
I'm gonna be
in
wearing
way
the
of
camera
anything
belt
going on,
now.
because
That's
I want
right.
her safe and good. She can be back wherever, like at our home that we're going to get together, or in a hotel if we're in a city or whatever, in a different city and state, whatever. Like,
Put
you
her
know,
in a hotel.
I'm gonna have Christina taken care of completely.
She gotta be at the
That's
desk with
first priority.
5 monitors.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's all I'm worried about, man. Just Christina, man. I'm still worried about you. I pray for you. I love you. I care about you more than anything, and that's just the truth. And I really miss you a lot. I haven't
really
been able to
need your
talk to her
money.
much. She said she hasn't been feeling well. But she's my only priority, man. Everything else comes second. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be spending all my time with her first, and then, well, I don't know what that is, man. It's been doing it like, bro, what the hell is that thing?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Something caught his
That's
attention.
something. I don't know what I see him, but what the hell is it? It's a noisy little badger. I wonder if it's a possum or a raccoon or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Great detective
all
skills,
point is,
Batman.
I'm Batman.
how do I put this? Everything is Christina first. You know what I mean? Basically,
Can you
she's
imagine a
just
crazed
always-
raccoon jumping out of the
I'm gonna
dumpster
sit down and talk with her in
fucking him up?
person, and we're gonna spend all our time together. We're gonna have like a pre-honeymoon. We're gonna have like a whole honeymoon. We're gonna end up getting married and having an extravagant wedding if I have my way. And you know, at the end of the day,
Who are you going to invite to
that's
an
just where my
extravagant
focus is
wedding,
on,
Joey?
you know. And like I said, at some point I'll sit down and talk with her about it, and we'll go about starting the Batman thing, but it'll be together. You know, so like I said, we're going to be creating and building it all together. So if she wants to have 2 GoPro cameras on me that are
That's
open
cool,
with live
Skip.
feed, then you know
Good
that's
attitude.
what I want to do. Like, that's exactly what we'll do, because she
Yeah,
has
I mean,
to
this
be able
is
to
going to
see
be
for
the
me,
biggest shroud ever.
because
God damn it.
anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like, what if I need help? You know what I mean? Like, it's just the reality of it. She's going to be like the, you know, my eyes for me. I swear to you, a bat just flew by me. I'm not even joking.
Jesus.
I told you there's a bat, bro. Y'all think I'm playing, bro. There's a bat. He just flew
Okay,
right
yeah.
It's
that
a
ain't no bird,
sign.
bro.
I see a bats
Isn't that crazy,
all
bro?
the time at work, Joey. It's not that
That's
big of a
crazy,
deal.
son. I'm not
It
joking,
flew
bro.
by
Bat
with a
just flew right
cakester
behind me.
wrapper
A
in
bat.
its feet.
They don't even
That's
have
crazy,
bats
dog.
like that, bro.
There's nature outside.
And it's kind of scary, to be honest, bro. I really am kind of scared of bats. Batman was scared of bats. I'm scared that it's gonna like crawl on me.
It's
You
gonna
just don't know what they
crawl
might
on
have.
you. It's
I
not
mean,
a
I think it
fucking
looks like a
bug.
bat.
No,
I've seen a
Joey,
bat,
it'll leave
bro,
you
like, I
alone. It
promise you,
doesn't
like
want to get
100%. And
rabies.
it's just crazy because it has to be like the only bat like in the valley. Like, there's like no other bats.
I
Like, isn't
doubt
that
that.
crazy? Like, I'm telling you,
I read an
I
article on
got to do
bats.
this, man. It's just
There are
it's surreal
towns
to
in
me, man. I guess
Texas
that was
that
the sign
have
right there.
fucking
You know, like,
millions of bats that migrate through
But Christina's all for
out
it.
at
I'm
night
just saying,
during certain times of the year. What's he
that's going to be
talking
the hard
about?
thing. But that's where we both have to have faith. I'm saying
Yeah,
it's
the
going to be
desert's
hard.
full of
Seeing me
bats.
in the street and have to whatever I get into and just having to go at it and do what I got to do. You know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, that's part of it. It really is. It's part of it. And y'all don't understand that I have a passion for this stuff, man. Like I love conflict. I mean,
The
I
one
really do. I
bat
love
wakes
it. I live
up
for
like
it.
it's the
And
last
I'm
day
just
on
built
earth.
differently. And that's what Batman is.
Fucking
Batman is
no
built.
one.
There's another one overcompensating. You're never going to get anywhere like that, Billy. But like I said, this is it's what I live for, man. Like I'm exactly the way the movie portrays when he's like, I'm not wearing hockey pads. Like it's exactly like that because you just have some dudes, that I've seen a ton of people that try to fake it. Like they're a tough guy. I've always been tougher than the toughest tough guy. I'm just being honest. Like this is something I really am. That's what people don't get because they look at me and they're like, well, he's thin, he's skinny, he doesn't look like that much. So they underestimate me. Like, no, you don't get it, bro. Like I'm the epitome of all that, bro. I always have been. You know what I mean?
Of
People
wet,
meet
thin,
me
and
and they
skinny.
look at me like, man, he's not even that big
How
of a
does he
guy.
breathe with his
Like, there's
head
no
so
way he's
far up
really
his own
Batman. Like,
ass?
no, I'm it. You know what I mean? It ain't about big.
I don't
Like
know,
I
but
said,
I
you see
had
these
to
videos, you can
Google it,
see how
and
ripped
it
I
says
am. I mean, it's
bats
ridiculous.
have
You know what I
the
mean? But
highest
Bruce Lee was super
population.
thin. He was very
Texas
wiry,
has the
but he was
highest
very
population
frail.
of
But
bats
he was
out of
extremely
any
strong,
state
so he
in the
wasn't frail.
nation.
You know what I mean? He was just
Yeah,
skinny. But
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
I
like
don't
the
care what
only
people think,
one.
but
It has
reality is,
33
people
different
like me, I have
species
a
of
passion
bat.
for it. Like, it's just like every man has
Wow.
to have his man time. There's nothing
Fuck, if
wrong with it.
Sticky was here, we
I
need to
want
address
people with
that.
me
How
for
many
my man time,
species?
and that's the point. My man time is going to be
33.
being Batman,
Holy
and
shit.
it's just something I have to do.
Yeah, there's one
It's
town
not
in
that I have to do
Texas
it, but
that
it's
they
something
have
that'll help me. It's
like
therapeutic
make
for
it
me
a
too. It's good for my
festival, and
health
at certain
because I can
times of
get out all
years,
my
all
anger
these
and
bats come
frustration and
out
get
of
it out
the
of my
cave,
system. I
and
mean,
they
it
do
makes
it in
sense.
such a
Why do
way
you think
that
Batman did
everybody
what he did?
watches and
In the
shit.
street. I mean, yeah, he's clearly taking out his anger and frustration. You know what I mean? And it's like that's why they say they're
Frustration.
like, I don't think he wants to
Frustration,
talk to
homie.
us, and then they say, God help
Oh, I
whoever he
fucking
does want to
hate
talk
that.
to. That's me. That's me 100%. That's me written all over it. Like just when man's on a tirade, it's like nobody wants to get near him. You know what I mean? That's literally how it is with me. And the worst part is I'm in
Because you smell
control of
like
my
piss.
emotions, control of my
Got him
mind, and
pissed.
thinking of what I'm doing. Like that's what sets me aside from the average human being. I know how to think from a higher perspective. I'm not thinking from a perspective of, oh, I'm just a human and I'm out of control and I'm wild. Just like I don't even drink, right? I haven't had an alcoholic drink and I don't even know. It's probably been years now. Right. I don't touch that other stuff, anything crazy. I don't never got near it, never had that problem ever in
Didn't
my
you have a
life.
White
It's a
Claw a
good
couple
thing, right?
months ago?
Even Raul told me those good things. So I mean I appreciated him saying that, you know. Some
Probably.
people, I think people just can't help it. Like I was talking to him about it. Some people just have addictive behaviors, but me, I've just never had that problem. My dad just conditioned me. He was very rough on me. I didn't have the luxury to have that issue at all because it was clear what would have happened to me. My dad was a big guy. So yeah, I didn't play around about that at all.
Your dad was fat.
Hold up.
He was big bound.
He did a stream a couple months
the
ago,
whole
and he's
point is,
like,
I mean,
I
I
look
just
just
think
like my
that
father. My father was a very
honestly, I
handsome
just
man.
picture how it's going to be already. A lot of it has
No,
to do with
the
my
fuck
aura
he
and my presence.
wasn't. He also had
It's different when you
SpongeBob
just have a
teeth.
guy who drives a car somewhere and rolls up right on the block, right? It's a lot different when you got a guy in an all-out bat suit that's Batman and he pulls up in like a drop-top Batmobile on the block. Like, let's say I pull up in like Hollywood or pull up in like Philly on like a hood ghetto block. Like, these are the things that I'm going to be doing, right? So I pull up and I'm Batman. Like, it draws and elicits a different response from people when they see an actual Batman that looks scary as hell, like downright terrifying, get out of the car and walk the way I walk. I already walk with like a thug demeanor, okay? And walk up and like you probably aren't even going to be able to
Thug
see who I am,
demeanor.
honestly. That's just the truth. Because like I said, I'm planning on building like a cage face mask probably. So you're not going to be able to know who I am. I'm impossible to ID, right? And this is what I do for a living. Like this is the future of Batman and what the whole thing is, what I'm building, right? So I'm going to be in the
Planning
street
everything
doing the
out
real thing,
online.
being Batman, right? And
Yeah.
it just it doesn't
I'm
mean like it's a
impossible
bunch
to
of
ID.
nonsense. Like no, I'm not going to just like start issues or trouble. Not at all. I'm there to help people. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying like that element is always there. It's the same way I walk around in the street every day as who I am. It's the same exact thing, but it's just as Batman. And it just is a different response because like let's say I pull up to a block in Philly and all them dudes, half them
Walk
dudes,
around as me,
let's get
as
real about how
Batman.
they feel. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying about like certain people, right? They're not gonna pull that stunt with me because Batman gonna pull right up and be like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Except let me talking like this. You know what I mean? So like
God.
people are gonna be like perplexed. They're like people are gonna be thrown back. Like all that hood ghetto stuff, it goes out the window real quick.
The
'cause
gangsters
when
are
you
gonna
out
laugh so
crazy as a
hard they won't be
crazy,
able to shoot
people
at
look
you
at it as
straight.
mystifying, and I'm the only person who has the gift to do that because I really am built like that. I'm not crazy. I'm perfectly sane and I'm a genius, but I'm just so smart and intelligent. I know how to use it and harness it. I do the same thing with ignorance. I'm just a genius, bro.
Wait a minute.
Completely
Does he know
good
how to
in my right
harness?
mind. I'm solid as
He
hell.
knows
It's
how to
clear as day.
harness
So when y'all say
dangerous.
the things you say projecting, it's just silly. These people had already said in the reading, like, they want to bring you down any way possible. You can't bring me down. You're just gonna have to sit there and take it and put up with it like you have for your entire existence. All you do is put up with it from everyone, not just me. So I mean, get over it. You're the people who are
Holy
weak and you
shit.
allow people to manipulate you. We don't have a connection. We don't have nothing. So what are you acting like we're connected for? Or y'all are talking to me? I don't know you. You're just some stranger on the internet babbling nonsense, rambling, talking to yourself. You know what I mean? You need serious help. That's what they all need. So getting back to topic, Batman is going to be able to change
So
things.
getting back to
You know what I
topic.
mean? There's situations like that going on
What
in New
the
York
fuck
right now.
was the
Like, you know what I
topic?
mean? Like a white boy and he getting like chased down the block and all that
I'm
stuff.
just
Well, what if
muted.
Batman
God
pulls
damn
up?
it.
See, it's all cute when y'all post your little stuff on Facebook. I'm not offended or nothing. Things happen, you know what I mean? If anything, I felt like they kind of took it easy on dude. You know what I mean? Except when they run their mouth and say things they're not about and write checks they can't cash. But the whole point is, if Batman pulls up when something like that happens, the whole energy changes because now you got 5 dudes on one block and you just have Batman by himself and Batman's going to win. Batman's backing everybody down. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't care who it is, bro. Like, you ain't going to be able to back down or intimidate Batman, and you're not going to come up against me and win. You know what I mean? It'd be very difficult to win. You know what I mean? It's never happened yet, and I wasn't even in a bat suit. So, I mean, when I'm in a whole bat suit that, like I said, is bulletproof and proof for a lot of stuff, and I got cameras on my front and back, and like
It's
Christina's
proof
watching
for a
everything,
lot
the
of
interaction
stuff.
that goes on. The point is, it makes great content
It's
for the
injury proof
you know,
in
It's
general.
stuff.
Just
what
generally.
proof.
and they say, oh
All right.
man, yo,
It's
sorry, bro, like
randomly
we don't want no
stuff proof.
problems, because that's what's going to happen a lot. I can guarantee you. And then I'm able to usher in peace and say, like, yo, like, tell them you're sorry. You feel me? Like, straight up. And then guess what?
Tell
That's
him
the
you're
right
sorry.
content that we need in the world of me being me and being a
Now
shining light and a
apologize.
beacon of love and positivity, which is what I just am naturally. And that's what we need in the world. See, I'm about interacting with people. I made a business out of interacting with people. So when they're like, he needs to interact with people more. No, I don't. It's all I do. What are you talking about? I'm just kind of isolated. There's not that many people out here. Okay? Like, straight up, bro. Like, I'm not around that many people most of the time. So I don't know what you're saying. This is a period of alienation
That's
for
what
me
people
for a
are
reason.
saying.
It's about God working on me. You know what I mean? Like I said, when we get into a bigger city, like a major city, then there'll be people around all the time. And that's when you get tired of people. You know what I mean? Like right now, you know, it would be nice to be around more people. I get tired of, you know, not being able to be around people, but, you know, like, or the same people over and over
You're
again.
lonely?
You know what
That's
I mean?
called
But like
being
I said, I
lonely.
know that's coming. And then I'm sure at that point, I'll be like, man, I'd rather just
Oh,
be left
fuck.
alone. You know? So it is what it is. It's a give and take, you know what I mean? But my whole point is, you know, that's the type of stuff I'm going to be doing, you know, and it's all about trying to spread love and positivity. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, that's the thing. I'm not out there trying to prove I'm tough or trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? We already know what I am and who I am, but I'm me. And that's the deal. Like, I've been in every hood, I've been in ghettos, I've been on every block, and I'm able to talk to people and communicate. Even the baddest dudes I'm able to communicate with, and real recognizes real at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And guess what? I'm gonna tell you something else. Fake recognize real too. You know what I mean? So the fake people, they gonna recognize and see what it is too. Thing is, you can't be trusting people like that. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You got to be a good judge of character, and it takes time and it takes going through things. You know, I've had dudes I thought we were cool, and then, like I said, they trying to like put stuff, you know, like in my drinks and stuff or whatever, or you know, or give me something, and like I already know, like I mean, I didn't know at the time. Like, I had homeboys I hung out with back in the day and stuff like that happen straight up. You know what I mean? That they had put stuff in something or whatever. So it's like, you know, and then I go through what I go through. I survived, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, stuff like that. I've had stuff
I
like that
woke
happen.
up and my butthole
Yeah,
was sore.
I've woken up after like a night and I just was like, wow. And then like
What?
my heart was like constantly
You
beating
woke up
super
and your
fast. I had to
butthole was
recondition
sore.
myself.
What?
Yeah,
Started
my
walking
he
balloon
said,
knot was
reconditioning
sore and
myself while I was
itchy,
working
but that was
out there
fine.
to, you know, try to get back to normal.
no,
And
he
I
said
did.
earlier,
I've
he's
been
like,
through
yeah, I've
tons
been
of
in
stuff, bro. As a
situations where I had
person,
like
as a
guys trying to
human, like
put
with
stuff
my
in my
body
drink and
physically, I've
stuff.
been through insane stuff, bro. You know what I
And
mean?
then I
I've been
woke
in
up and my
situations
butthole was
where,
Yeah,
I
you know,
mean,
I
I don't even want to
survived,
go
but my
into it on here
butthole
because
was
there's
sore.
rules on here, but I've been in some bad scenarios, bro, that I could have not made it out of for real. And I mean, you know, the things I was facing were just tragic. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm glad I made it this far, man. That's all I really got to say, you know? But like I said, the whole point is, a lot of these street corners, a lot of these dudes in these different cities and states, man, they all think they
Sticky
tough. Like,
2-minute
you go to
mark.
Dallas, it's
A
like
lot of
that.
these
You know, I
street
know you go to
corners and a
Philly, it's
lot
like
of
that. You
these
go to
dudes.
Chicago, it's like that. Chicago is very like street oriented, mob oriented. But like, trust me, Chicago is not like, they don't have nothing special for Batman. See, the thing that you have to think
When were
about
you
is
ever
everyone, I don't
in
care how tough you
Chicago,
are, where
Joey?
you at, what hood you from, y'all all the same. I already know
I think
what
he
you
had a
might have, what you
layover
got.
on
It
Yeah.
ain't nothing
a
special. So
Greyhound.
like I said, that's why we
Other
build
than a
the streets so
15-minute
protected. And see,
layover, when were
Batman,
Yeah,
you ever?
you
no,
know, the
that
fact is
counts.
Batman
What
has
do
a
you
street
mean? He was
element to
running
him, and
all
Batman
those
is just all
blocks.
hands and it's
Oh,
just
I
him,
forgot. He
right?
walked down
And
the street there
whatever,
before
you
he
know,
owns it.
whatever basically gadgets he has
I
in the
acquired
Batmobile or
Chicago.
whatever he's riding, the Batpod or whatever. You know, the point is, ain't nobody got nothing too special for me. They don't. You know, like I said, I could take over Chicago the right way in about 5 seconds. I mean, it's not going to be
The
hard.
right way.
Real talk. I got to take over the streets. That's what people
You
don't
would
get. But
be
see, that's the
shot
thing. I
on
don't take over
O
the streets in a
Block
bad sense. I
in
take over the
under
streets,
15
take back
seconds.
my country and do it the right way and help people. You know what I mean? Start creating opportunities for people. Like the whole point is to go into these ghettos and hoods and different communities and help people. It's not to be a bully. It's not to push my weight around. It's not to prove I'm tough. It's to go into these places, just like half the haters on YouTube, and literally like, I already got people on YouTube, man. I'm already planning and thinking about it. I'm going to talk to Christina about it the minute that she's with me, you know, obviously not right away because these people don't come first. She does, right? These people don't even matter, to be
Not like
honest, right?
with
She
me,
matters.
but you know,
Christina
with
is
me in
everything to me,
spirit.
right? So, but I'm saying at some point we'll talk about it and I'll run it by her. And like, I'm already thinking of maybe a few of these people on YouTube showing up and helping them, whether it be if giving them a little bit of money and saying, hey, here you
You
go.
want to
This
show
is,
up
you
and
know,
help
so
me,
that you
Joey?
can, you know,
He's
feed your
handing out
kids
her
so they can
money.
eat. You know what I mean?
need
I'm
more
already
Oh yeah,
thinking about
marketers.
that.
he's
And
got so much
yeah,
I
planned.
was
we've
thinking
already,
about,
we've already
maybe,
decided that,
honey,
you know,
see some
some of
people
these
on
people,
YouTube, we
as
just hand
lost
out
as they
money.
are in their belief
Okay.
system, and you know, as crazy as they may
I love
be,
it too when he
you
says he's
know,
going
I
to
don't
take
think
care of
that
her and
they're
give her
all
anything she
bad.
wants
Most
with
of them
her
are on
money.
here. I'm talking about basically one person. Like I said, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I
Like
was
with that
thinking, honey,
situation,
maybe
that
we could
person, I
buy
kind of
some
want to help them. You
friendships
know what I
on
mean?
YouTube.
Still, I still
Here,
think that
you know,
they,
get
I still think they
yourself
have a good
something
heart at
nice,
the end of the
honey,
day, and I
with
don't
your
want to see them
settlement.
going through what they're going through. So I'm already thinking about that. I got to talk to Christina. I was just going to show up as Batman and figure out, you know, how to do it and show up as Batman and like give them like, you know, like $1,000 or something. And they were talking about something. What was it? They were talking about somewhere they wanted to move, and the place they want to move is somewhere that I like too. That it's a pretty cool place,
Maybe we
and I
can all
want to take
room
Christina
together.
there for sure and check it out. I don't know if we'll live there, but I definitely would like to stay there for a time. It's beautiful.
See?
I mean, it's just
He
the
does
food is
wanna live
delicious there. That's the main reason I want to take her there. So like,
I remember when
basically, I
he
heard
asked
that, you know, whatever these
Jared's
people
wife
wanted,
if they
they want
wanted
to
to
move
move in
there,
together,
right?
and
So
she's
I'm
like,
like, we might do
no,
something like that, me and Christina for them. Like,
I'm
I'll just
good.
show up as Batman and surprise them, and they'll be like, "What the hell?" And I'll give them like $1,000, and you know, like I said, here's money, so you know your kids can eat, and like I said, maybe we can help them like move over there to that city that has the amazing food. Like, I just want to help people. I want to help families. Like I said, definitely want to help the youth. I want to help everybody. You know what I mean? So that's what I plan to do, pretty much. Hold on.
So he wants to be Batman, but he wants to use like the Mr. Beast formula.
So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, stuff like that makes me happy.
He's
And I
interested
enjoy
in
helping
being
people. You know, I
Batman,
don't
but
live my
more
life based
just
on
like
trying to get
Bruce
money or
Wayne.
being greedy. That's why I don't have money, because I gave all my money away to other people. I like helping people. I get gratification out of doing for others.
There's a
And
reason they
you
call
know,
them the
Uncle Dad
Super
told me,
Friends,
he
okay?
told me straight up. He said that's the way the world works, man. The way the world works truly. I think somebody else was saying it one day, but the way the world works truly is whatever you put out, you get back. So if it's bad, you're gonna get bad back. If you put out good, you're gonna get good back. That's why it's no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna be blessed and I'm gonna be filthy rich again with cash and everything, because I've done everything for everybody and I continue to. You don't have to have money to do good in the world. It ain't about how much money you put out in the world. It's about how much good you put out in the world. So when you're good, pure-hearted like me, and all you do is help people and save lives and take care of people, that stuff comes back to you in tenfold, man. Like I said, you got these people like
So it comes
they
back
all
to you in
nobodies, they're not
tinfoil.
enemies, so-called wannabe enemies, whatever the hell they want to call themselves, right? It really don't matter. But at the end of the day, you know, these people still watch
You
me and
ever
still have to look up to me as a role model, and
chew
that's the
on
way it should be.
tinfoil
I
with
don't
a
know why any
cavity?
of them felt like they could argue with me, because they're literally delusional. I mean, you're
So
just
I
wrong. You don't
have
have
a
a point,
question
and
to
that's
ask.
it. It doesn't take
Actually, I have
years
a
and years of
confession
you
to
being
make
upset.
off
It's
topic.
just the fact that you know you don't seem to make
So
any
for
sense,
some
and you don't have a
crazy
valid point.
reason, I'm
You don't have a
addicted to
point. Just
fucking
admit you're wrong.
Korean short
That's what
soap
all you need to do.
operas,
You need to take
right?
a long, hard look in the mirror and just say, I'm wrong.
Yes.
Sometimes you're just
And
wrong.
the
I know
men
this.
When
are
it comes to me, all of
awful.
you are wrong. I ain't been wrong
Sometimes
once
they're
ever
not
in my
awful,
life.
but
Straight
I
up, bro.
mean,
I'm never wrong. It's a gift and a
I
curse.
don't know why I
I ain't
keep
never been
watching
wrong.
them. It's
If
just
I'm
different
wrong, I'll
actors
admit it.
and
You know, I've been
actresses
wrong sometimes about
playing
things,
out the
yeah, but
same
like
4 or 5
in
stories.
most
The guy's
instances, I'm not wrong.
awful,
And
you
if I am
know,
wrong, I'll admit it. And even
has a
when I'm not wrong, I
mistress,
usually
makes him
say
lose the
sorry anyway, but that's
baby,
something I'm
all
working
this
on not
other
doing.
shit.
You know what I mean? Because
And
why
if
I say
at the
sorry if
end
you're
of
not in
that,
the wrong.
a
You know,
lot of
like that's
times
the
they
thing.
go
Like people
back
who
to the
do me
abusive
wrong
guy,
want me to
right?
apologize to
I
them or
want
act like
them
I'm
to
supposed
make
to be
a
like, for what? Like
sequel
I'm
when
done
that
doing that.
happens, where
You know
he
what I mean?
just
It was in the
kicks her
readings too, like
fucking
how I'm
ass
giving just basically
the
the you know what
whole
to everybody, which
fucking
is what time it is and what I
sequel.
should do, because
I
like
get
just
so
having an
pissed
attitude
off when she goes
of
back. I'm like, "You
giving back
dumb
what I get and
bitch!"
what I get so much of, because like forget all these
Anyways, I
people, bro.
gotta
I don't
shut
care what
up
they think.
now.
I don't care what they do. They want to hate on me, let them do what they do. They're all irrelevant. They don't matter. That's the truth. They seeing me become a superstar. Like I said, I'm working on this like a project. I do one thing at a time. So my life is being Batman, and it's this YouTube stuff. Anything else is not my life right now.
Joey,
You know, it's
you're
just like
going
when I was in middle
backwards.
school
You've
and my
just been
dad
getting
talked to
worse
the
and worse
basketball
for
coach, and he said
years.
for him
You've
right
made
now,
no
this is
progress.
his life.
You have not
This
passed
basketball stuff,
go.
this
You have
team,
not
this is his
collected
life. And that was true
$200,
what my dad
Joey.
said, you know? So it's like, this
Why
is
would
what
we
we
be
do. I
jealous?
mean,
We
that's how
weren't
you live
jealous of
life.
you
You do
fucking at the
projects one at a
beginning when
time,
we
you
started
focus on
following
things,
you.
and you
We're
compete,
not
and you do the
jealous
best you can.
now.
And That's it. You know, you don't have to sit there and worry about, oh, how much money I got, and oh, how much does this person have, and what are they doing? That's why y'all do that, because you don't have any outlet that's healthy to
What are you
compete
talking about? I
in
collect
a healthy way.
$200 every
That's all.
6 months from
You know what I
YouTube.
mean? See, that's the reason why I could tell all y'all were raised by
Yeah,
so-called
my
women or
bad.
whatever, or weren't raised at all,
Sorry, I
because
just had to
if
go
you
off a little
were,
bit.
you would have had an outlet that was healthy, and it really helps and makes a huge difference, because my dad always gave me a healthy outlet to have an opportunity, and I'm blessed and I'm glad he did
The
that for me.
half-foot
That's
foot.
love. You know what I mean? He always gave me an
Me
outlet. I
too.
always was practicing
Sometimes when
baseball,
I
playing
listen to him,
baseball,
I
trying to
look
be
at
the
my
best at
bong a
every
couple
sport.
times. I'm like,
So I had a healthy outlet. I think that's half
what
the
did I
reason why I
put
don't
in
have all
there?
the
His dad
frustrations
gave
and
him
gripes that
such
a
a
lot of these
healthy
people have.
outlet.
And it's
He
just
was
weird how they try to
catatonic
project them on
until
me
he
when
was
it's like,
7.
you all have no reason
Yeah.
to be mad at me. There's no one on YouTube who should be mad at me. In
Shivy, I
fact,
think you
every one of
missed
these
it
people should
earlier
be
when he
happy
said
every
that when
time
he
I
was
come
in
around and
jail,
play.
he liked looking
And
at
like I said,
dudes.
obviously they're like,
What?
they have love for me
That
in
was a
some
direct
sense, whether
quote.
they're confused or
I
not,
mean,
because they're
that's
constantly
not.
watching me.
I'm not.
So it's
There's
like, you
nothing
can't
wrong
say,
with
oh,
that.
blah, 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 you feel
It's
some way
just
about me. No, it's just, to you, all hate is
he
love. That's
admitted
just the
that. He
truth. Like,
said
y'all are
it.
backwards. You're
Yeah,
sick.
I like
You
looking
know what I
at
mean?
dudes.
But you're still a fan. You're
He
still
said he
showing
thought
love. It's just your
he
love and
thought
adoration
thugs and
comes in the form
gangsters were a beautiful thing.
of insults and nothing good that nobody would want.
So
And this
he
is why
didn't
y'all
mean it
can't
to
succeed
sound
in your
gay, but
relationships, and nobody wants to be around you.
or
You know,
did
that's
he?
all. I realize what it is. I realize it's
Yeah, I
not
don't know
personal.
how he meant
It's
it,
not
but
personal with any of these people. They may try to make it seem like it is, but it's not. I don't know any of them. You know what I mean? So it's a form of adoration, man. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, like I said,
I think
I'm
he'd
always going to be the
have a
bigger
lot
man,
less
bigger
pent up
dude, and I'm
frustration
always
if he would
outshine
just admit
everybody,
it
and
to
I'm a
himself.
win, and I'm gonna make them feel even worse about themselves by the fact that I show them nothing but love and positivity.
But if he was into guys, he would still not get laid.
Like I
Oh
said,
yeah, but at least he wouldn't be denying everything.
Yeah, he's at the very least bisexual, and I'm not joking around with people. Like, for real.
No, I
He
think
says he
he.
likes Utanari porn. He
Yeah.
thinks
Yeah.
chicks with dicks are hot. He likes being pegged. Like, these are real things.
Yeah, and I think he would be a lot happier if he could just admit that to himself and kind of resolve the pent up frustrations.
So he wants a prostate massage. I mean, we can't judge him for that.
No, we're not judging.
Mega Sonic, why are you calling me?
Yo, wake up.
I'm here. I was on the live stream. How do you think I paused it, dog?
I wasn't watching it. I was calling you for the second time. You didn't answer at 11:17, dog.
Goddamn
I didn't have my
Shamrock,
phone
you
in
are
my
getting
pocket.
a legendary shroud tonight.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
This is
Yeah.
so long. This
So
is
Let me
Nega
catch up.
from the panel called Sticky to get him back on the panel.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was back on. That's why I was making sure he's awake. I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nigga Sonic. I appreciate it.
You're a good co-host, Naga.
Holy
This is
fuck,
why we're very
92.
selective on who has our phone number.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. 92 chats while I was gone. You guys are really fucking going for it. Thank you for being here, everybody. We're still
the
here.
holder of the marker has to pee. Excuse me.
Go ahead. We'll take a quick break. Damn, that's so many fucking comments. I don't think I'll catch up.
I'm just here for the donations, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go.
Donate.
If you got
Donate, motherfuckers. Here's the cash
Hey,
app
enlarge
for-
share of screen.
Speaking
Let's see
of,
what his shroud looks like.
If you're
while he's
watching
on.
this and you ain't donating, that's illegal.
That's right. Let's get the next funding for, we have May 3rd, I think. We need to come up with funding for Dr. Flynn. So here we go,
Oh,
folks.
shit.
Grifting
Doc-
time.
That guy calls her Dr. Flynn Medicine Woman. Did you
Yeah,
drop your
that's fine.
cherry?
Sticky.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's up?
Didn't RTS ask us to wait until like the 20th because he's out of town?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, it's been acknowledged. We tried.
Any time slots that are available from her, we need to take. That's
That's
just the
okay.
truth.
Maybe some of the rest of us can get some questions in.
Stop it. He was excited.
Well,
he was
not
excited.
he was.
He was
He
excited.
deserved every bit of that. He was so fucking happy.
Absolutely. He's the OG. He's been doing it longer than all of us.
Yeah, that show wasn't for TT6. That show was for all of you fucking legends, and that show was
Sheriff?
for
Fucking
Tiffany,
legend.
and that show was for Styles, and those who are no longer around.
Yeah,
that was a long time coming.
Yes, sir, Negasonic. What's up?
I was
We're
going to
doing
say,
it again.
I was right before you wrote it. I was going to say, is that Joey's short from his Batman faces off his own shadow?
Yeah, that's why it says my shadow. Fucking...
Yeah.
Dude,
Awesome.
everybody check out his fucking one-arm pull-ups.
Yes.
No, I didn't see
Holy
it. Dude, I'm
shit.
so behind, bro.
It's
I
the
am so
most
fucking behind.
retarded pull-up you've ever seen in your life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's see if I have time here.
Shamrock, I
Where
don't
we
even
at?
know if I
It's
want
in
to
his-
send you
it's
this
in one
one.
of the
I think I
shorts.
want to keep this one for myself.
No,
yeah,
Sheriff.
Oh, you fucking Indian giver.
It's in his
Oh!
short.
Hey, Mimi.
We are
Mimi's
30
here.
minutes.
Mean.
Mimi,
We
you
gotta
got a
go back to the
special.
fucking Indians.
You got a special shout out earlier. We played your video
Oh, we
of
are
the truck
so
hitting
fucking in
SNEED.
overtime right now. This is ridiculous. Look
Dude,
how fucking badass this shroud is.
what are we at for, like I said, 93,
Fuck me,
Connie
man. I
said?
don't
95.
even know.
Sheriff, you got to give that to Shamrock, dude. Come on, we let you wear the underwear on your head.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on, just
You're
Look
gonna
at
get
that.
cursed. You're gonna get cursed by Sarton.
I'm channeling
We are
Sarton
down in
right
the
now. Hold on.
pits of hell down here is where we started. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Ave duve tembela.
Somebody
said
summon
that
the black dragon.
Shamrock
All right,
deserves
let's
the
give a
shroud.
walkthrough. All right,
Yep.
let's go. All right.
Folks at home, feel free to zoom in with your devices.
5, 10, 15.
That's illegal use of a device.
Shan, that guy, Frosty, Sticky, and Nega, we're all going to hell.
Okay.
Sam is holding the door, and that's
Of
where we're
course.
at. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
What is that you just passed up? Is that the devil?
That's the devil. Yes, sir.
I thought it said Peeville.
No.
That looked like a P.
Could
So
be. We were playing
with the devil.
We were playing youth baseball earlier.
okay.
45, 50. It's a Shamrock scroll. That's what we dedicated to it.
Thank you, Skip.
We got abducted by Indians today with amazing headdress. Mate, and that's that guy. That's that guy. And Shamrock's in the TP burning fucking heaters.
Are you sure that's that guy? Because that looks more like American Dream.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like Jay Leno. A little bit.
Fuck me, Megan. That's awesome.
Now that you mention it, yeah, it's kind of like Dream.
Check it out. It reminds me of when our daughter was like 4 years old and she drew a picture of that guy and it was a stick figure and she drew the long hair, but for the beard, she just scribbled in a circle all over the face.
Right.
Yeah, he actually framed that and it's still hanging on our wall. It's adorable.
55, 60, 65,
That's awesome.
70. And we also had strippers here.
She's incredible now.
Yeah.
70? We had 70?
Ridiculous.
75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Then, now we're in overtime because we're above the shroud. We went through Dallas and Austin. We were in the mall arcade. We got Asteroid, Space Invaders, Skitty. 5, 10, 15, 109, 111. We're 111 tonight.
Hell yeah.
Connie's count is 95. So
She's
Connie,
wrong.
we got 111, Connie. Mimi, I'm sorry you caught the COVID.
Ah, me.
Yeah.
See, Mimi, that's why you. That's why you shouldn't get that breast reduction. You need the nourishment. Keep them big.
Yeah. I mean,
save the tatas.
I'm tired. What am I?
That guy would cry if I told him I was getting a breast reduction.
Yeah.
He'd sob.
It's a sad day.
That's why I left my wife.
Do I have to draw
Well, goddamn, I don't know about that, Nick. Is it?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
divorce you
definitely
if you
not
don't
getting
keep
a
your
breast
big
reduction.
What do you think?
myself.
Mega married her for her personality.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so we got 111. Let's go over here.
You sound tired, Sticky. You mean, do you need
I
to
am
go?
fucking done. I just
could
drank coffee.
We
and
do
I'm
a part
still-
two, bro.
Yeah, you can go.
No,
Don't
because
burn
part
yourself.
2 will turn into part 3 and part 4 like it did for the Valentine's Day stream.
How much is left on this video anyway?
We got about 30 minutes. I think I could do it, guys.
Jesus. Drink some more coffee, dog. Snort it.
I can't drink anymore. I'm getting a stomach ache. And I'm to the point right now where I'm tired and I'm closing my eyes, but I still got the jitters from the coffee. So
you're on autopilot.
I'll be okay. I think I'll be all right.
You'll be okay, honey. Don't worry.
I'll be okay.
Sounds like you're a fucking amateur, is what it sounds like.
Oh, baby, stop. God damn.
I'm trying, dude.
Leave it to that guy, man.
It was a long fucking day, bro. It was a long day.
Yeah, I remember my first day of work.
Fuck.
My first
Back in 1903.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I go to work for these guys, we're busting ass and we're breaking out fucking tools and doing all kinds of fucking crazy ass shit. Plus,
angle
not
grinding
to mention
under
that,
RVs all day, dog. I'd be
I
tired
was
too.
angle grinding pretty fucking hard today. Plus, we were using the bench grinder to take rusted metal and make it look new again. And oh man, we did so much fucking shit today.
Yeah, back when Sheriff started working, they had to chisel everything into clay tablets. So.
Yeah. And then plus to top that off,
we're not that far behind, Sheriff.
to top that off, it was pouring down fucking rain too for like three or 4 hours of it.
Mimi's looking. Hey, babe, you'll be happy to know there's a pair of big titties on our shroud now.
I might crank one out right now.
Not on the shroud, please.
So we're changing the
Aim
title.
away from the shroud.
We're gonna change the title to SNEED SNIPE because technically things changed. We came in here. We were gonna watch the security guard told me not to bring my bike in stream.
Oh, we always have such organized plans, don't we?
Well, you never know because if he goes live, I'm obligated to try to cover it.
Yeah,
that's the shitty part. Yeah, because we were gonna watch like a 40-minute stream, and I'm like, okay, I could do that. Yeah. Then all of a sudden it turns into, oh, he's live, and you never know how long he's gonna go live for.
Go, Beth, go.
The thing is, you work harder sniping his streams than he does as Batman.
Thank you.
I spend more money on markers than he makes in 3 months.
True.
Oh, that's good shit. That is good shit. Thank you.
I'm not fucking kidding.
I'm gonna hit play, and you guys stick around for me. And
yeah, Sheriff's gonna have to have a marker GoFundMe.
Yeah, we might need to fund some markers for Sheriff.
Yeah.
And
he's got a Sharpie addiction.
Yeah.
He sits around snorting Sharpies all day.
Yeah, and Sheriff, you're still supposed to make me the Troll Team 6 pen. Remember? You said that you do pens. I need a custom Troll Team 6 pen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Preferably like a green metallic with gold trim. That would be great.
Send me either fucking AI or an EPS file, or
I'll send you a font
PDF of something that's fucking vectored, and we're good.
I don't even know what any of that means, but I'll send you a picture of the font and the lettering.
All right, okay.
Does that work? A PNG.
I got you, dude.
Good shit.
Put an order in for you tomorrow, dude.
Oh man, I appreciate you. Fuck yeah, I can't wait.
Instead of putting them down the way they do everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Like, when people be sitting there and they do those little things and those underhanded things, that's fine. I just smile at you, smile and laugh. And that's what really, really, like, they can't handle that inside, man. It's like the worst thing for them because they go, man, he's so much different than me. Like, he's so much better of a person than me. Yeah,
he's so better.
See, I don't have any reservations about saying I'm better than all of you because I know I am. I'm better than anybody.
Better than everyone.
Other than Christina. The rest of you, I'm better than you. But I'm better than you because of hard work. I'm better than you because of life experience. I'm better than you because I've learned lessons that you refuse to. See, you all have
better than you because I'm humble.
You have opportunities to live right and make a clean living the right way, like I do. But see, instead, you're on here worried about other people, and you don't want to see people like me win. That's sad, man. That's crazy. That means that you're suffering. That means that you have an illness. That's what that is. Because normal people want to see other people do well and win. Other people want to see people happy. I want to see people happy. I don't go to functions and then want people to be unhappy and miserable. If I go to a group function, it's because I want people in that group to hopefully be happy. I mean, if you go to like a play, do you want the whole audience to be sitting there crying or yelling and screaming mad as hell? No, you want them to be happy and calm, and you want to have good high spirits, and you want to watch your play, and then leave. That's all. So, like I said, it is what it is, man. Like I said, the whole point is, like I said,
double, back to back, triple.
I don't know. I guess I'm like that dude that
triple
originally was kind of from the suburbs and then went to the hood, and I learned all this stuff. And like I said, I'm definitely a gangster. I'm definitely a thug. I would never hold back on
One
that.
more,
I know
Sheriff.
who I am and what I've done, but that's how I learned. I learned from
that's 3.
being
There was
in the hood
4.
and being in the
I
ghetto.
got
That's
it.
the truth.
I got it.
You know what I mean? So my whole point is, I'm not ignorant. I'm highly educated. I'm just somebody who. That's the thing too. I'm an inspiration for people. Like, it would help a lot of people, man. It helped, especially people in my culture, man. Like, y'all don't get out enough, bro. Like, real talk. Like, especially if you raising someone.
Real talk.
Like, when me and Christina have kids, I'm gonna make sure that at least they see real elements, in life. Like, they're gonna have to look at the hood and the ghettos. They're gonna have to see these places. It's not like we're gonna be over there and staying over there or anything, but just they need to see. You have to see reality. You have to see real life to understand how life works, and it's a positive thing. And this is why a lot of these people get caught in predicaments that they shouldn't be in, and then all these bad things happen, like with that football linebacker, with that incident at that track meet in Frisco. You see, I think if that specific guy, the linebacker, had been exposed to the hood and the ghetto more, he would have understood how it was. See, I think right there what you had was a clash between the suburbs and the hood. That's what I think that was partially. You understand? And I think that the guy just didn't understand how it works. See, hood rules work totally different, man. Like real talk, like you got like actual like animals in the hood, bro. Like straight up, I'm not painting the guy like he's tough. He's not. He's weak as hell, and that was a coward move. What he did, it was absolutely inexcusable and pathetic. But my point is, he's weak as it gets. He's a joke. But my whole point is, the other dude, the linebacker, he probably has no knowledge. I can tell by how the family talks and the brother talks. They have no knowledge of what the hood and the ghetto is. They have no knowledge of how horrible it is and how erratic it is. And I have all the knowledge because I've been right in it. Matter of fact, I was running it. So I was the boss in the hoods and the ghettos. Okay. I didn't back down to nobody. So it's like, just like I didn't in jail in Atlanta or wherever I was at. So, my whole deal is, it's an element that you have to understand for basic survival. It's something that you want to learn, not because it's a bad or a negative thing. That's the problem with a lot of people in my culture. They shun it away, just like most people live in these gated communities because they're scared, or they're in the Bible thumping belt like Mesquite, Texas, where I had to do petitions and stuff. And I'd have people sitting there and cussing up a storm when I'm trying to do the petitions for the stores for alcohol and stuff for an actual campaign. Like, I've been in a lot of different positions, man. That's what y'all don't get. It is what it is. I've worked a lot of different jobs, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. People need to be well-rounded. They need to be exposed to some of this stuff a little bit in a healthy manner, in a healthy way. And you just got to understand, you can't live life afraid. You can't be afraid of the hood and the ghetto.
That ain't me
That's
calling,
the whole problem of why these things happen, because people don't have any exposure to how
Hold up,
ignorant
the feds
things
are
are.
on the phone.
And this is the issue of why some people
hold on,
or get upset or have anger or frustration. And I have my own with the world, because you all don't seem to understand. I got basically like thrown in the wild. Okay. I've had to literally go through these hoods. I was in Bankhead, bro. I got locked up in Bankhead. Okay. Bankhead is one of the hardest, most toughest hoods. It's like worse than Compton. Okay. So, in America and in the world. So you got to understand, like, I've seen it all firsthand. I was living it, and I was by myself, and I was young, bro. And I survived in it. Okay. So, for me to do that is quite an accomplishment. And it shows that God was with me and is with me. And it taught me a lot. And what I'm saying is, if people had more exposure to how tough these situations in these places are and how horrible it is, bro, you got to understand, bro. In Atlanta, it's insane. I don't even want to tell the story, bro. That's how bad it was, bro. Like, I was sleeping on a couch and waking up, and like what the dude was doing there, that I had no say so in whatsoever, because like I needed somewhere to go. I had nowhere to go, and I was literally like, everyone turned their back on me, and I was just trying to survive, right?
Dude
and
was
what I woke
cranking one
up
out.
to, what I saw in front of me, bro, you wouldn't believe it, man. You would not believe it, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like the things I've seen and been through, people couldn't even imagine, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all don't understand how bad it is. That's why y'all show up in Atlanta on the Greyhound, and within 5 seconds of you being in Atlanta, you find out what Atlanta about real quick. And then people like me got to talk to y'all, and this be females and everybody. People like me got to tell you and put you up on game and tell you reality. Like, listen, homie, you can't come around Atlanta wilding out or not knowing where you at. You better know where you at, bro. Like, straight up, bro. Atlanta, they known for setting people up. Homie, I know exactly how the streets work in ATL, and I'm not scared of them. See, they try to pull that stuff with y'all because they know y'all outsiders. They look at me, they can tell in 5 seconds I see through their acts. You know how many so-called women I've had to talk to in the streets of Atlanta? You know how grimy they are? Like, y'all don't even know, bro. Y'all don't have a clue, bro. Y'all think that you know something about life. You think that you've been in tough areas, bro. Go to Atlanta, bro. Atlanta has one of the highest rates of mental illness, bro. I survived in Atlanta by myself. That says a lot about me. And I'm talking
It went
about
down a lot when you left, Joey.
consistently. Okay, I came up against criminals. I came up against dudes that were in and out of prison, and I won. I came up against everybody by myself. I'm an actual gangster. That's what y'all don't get. I'm not some white boy from the suburbs that doesn't know anything about life. I'm the dude that I lived all of this. Okay, so you have to understand. It's just that's half the reason I think people get on here and want to act like they're mad at me because they want to deny the truth they know about me. I'm not the dude you trying to paint me out to be. I'm a totally different animal and a different person. You're not talking to me. You're talking to some image you created of me that doesn't exist because you don't know me.
Sheriff,
You know what I mean? Like straight up, bro.
why are you drawing ET with
Like I
breasts?
said, that's the element you need, and like I said, that's why I'm able to survive. That's why I'm able to be good in those environments. I can go to any block, bro, in any hood, in any ghetto, and be good. See, I'm not promoting ignorance. People got to hear what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a gift to be able to walk between cultures. I'm talking about like Jesus having a gift to be able to go anywhere without fear. It's not something that you can or need or could have or want to have. It's something that you need to have because it saves my life every day. Does anyone feel me out there? What I'm saying? That's why I would listen to people like Styles.
No.
Again, shout out to him, nothing but love, man. You know what I mean? Straight up, bro. I'm still sad about it. Straight up, you know what I mean? But that's why I listened to him because at least what he was kicking was some hood knowledge. At least what he was talking, a lot of it was real. You know what I
You
mean?
hated
Like
him.
you gotta understand, bro. I got knowledge like that for years, bro. Like I'm technically more knowledgeable than him, a lot more knowledgeable, especially the hood. I could tell he had some hood knowledge, but he wasn't on my level. He wasn't because he ain't spent as much time as I have in these streets. He hasn't at all. That's why I was always inside. I was never inside, bro. That's the thing. You see me, I'm always in the street. You see how I'm programmed differently? Like real talk, I could use that as an example, and I'm not going to do it. Not talking about Styles, but talking about anyone. I would never want to talk on Styles too much because he's not able to speak or defend himself, and that's not fair to him. And like I said, I got nothing but love for him, always did. So I just want to say that. But moving forward, talking about anyone else, you see how we program differently. You see how I'm programmed to get moving right away, and I just stay moving. That's because I come from the projects. I come from the actual ghetto. I come from the real hoods when they were active when I was 16 before they cleaned them all up. Okay, I'm programmed and built differently. Like I'm on some real gangsta stuff. Y'all don't know what that's like because you've never had to move or live like that. Y'all don't know what it's like to try to go to sleep and you can hear what's happening downstairs. Okay, and you know exactly what I'm saying, and you hearing it all night, over and over again, right below you. I'm talking about in the actual projects right below us, bro. All night, bro. And we don't know what can happen. We don't know what like we don't know if something's gonna literally. I didn't know if something could come through the floor at any minute. It would be their roof. It was our floor, right? Because we were in like housing projects. Like you don't know what can happen, bro. I had no clue. You know what I mean? I remember the one thing I said at that time. Okay, I wasn't anywhere near where I am in my faith at this point back then. You know what I said? I said, "There's no way that we gonna make it out of this." Straight up. And I was kind of joking. I thought it was funny, but like at the time, I really believed. Like I was like, "Ain't no way I'm gonna survive this. There's no way I'm getting out of this." Like
Ain't no way.
I tried to
No
joke
way,
around.
guys.
I was actually like, I think we were still going to school and stuff at that time. We were doing something or going to schools and doing functions or talking or something or working. Like it was me and my best friend Derek. My best friend was named Derek Williams, I believe. He was a huge like Jamaican dude. Okay, like he was one of my best friends, bro. You know what I mean? So I've dealt with different cultures my whole life,
You
man. I've dealt with
believe that was his
people. I
name?
mean, I
Yeah.
miss him, man.
Derek Jenkins, man, from the
He had a lot of
island.
issues, but man, he brightened my day. He sure went out of his way for me. He really did, man. He literally, I give him credit, man. We were in Florida, bro. He let me stay with his people and everything for a little bit. They weren't that nice to me, and they had me basically like doing slave labor. But I mean, either way, I mean, he did something for me because he knew I was living in my truck at that time. So shout out to Derek. Derek was all right, man.
Shout out to
I
Derek
dealt
for the
with real
slave
people, man. I know
labor.
that people have issues. We all have issues, but it's about working through those issues and hopefully working through them together. And that's what I try to do.
Make
Like
a
I said,
little
bring
white
unity. I
boy
just
that
want to help
thinks he's
people, man.
Batman work
Like I
the
said, you
cane
can tell that
fields,
our
man.
programming is different. Our
Clean me toilets,
conditioning
man.
is different. You know what I'm saying? That's why
You
me,
get
my
to know
biggest
dinner
pet
until
peeve and
you
my
do
biggest
your
thing on my
work,
conditioning is
Batman.
just how you talk to me and respect because I come from an environment that I'm really built like that. And the way I always moved was if anybody disrespected me at all, like I was already coming undone in a whole rage. And I mean, you already knew what time it was. I have to turn that all off now because I'm not in that environment and I'm not part of that. I don't come from that life anymore. And I'm glad I made it out of that. But that's what I come from, straight up. So, I mean, it's hard to explain, but and I was young. I
So
didn't
you
have
were
a choice
so
to come up like that.
emotionally
I had to
unhinged
grow up
that you
quick.
would just
That's my life.
lose
I
it
don't
at
know
the
what anyone
slightest
else is telling
provocation. Is
people are
that what?
talking about. I don't come from no money. I don't come from nothing, bro. I come from absolute poverty and having nothing where like I have to literally do whatever it takes just to eat and to survive, man. You know what I mean? That's why like I've just cleaned everything up and like I've changed my life, man, in a positive manner. And it's never because I was making a mistake or dropping the ball. It's just those were the cards I was dealt. You know what I mean? So it taught me a lot, man. But like I said, I think that's the biggest problem is I want people to understand you have to embrace everything, everybody. You got to embrace the hood. It don't mean you want to live in the hood. You don't. That's the last thing I want. I see it from every side of the token in all perspectives. So I'm just saying, like, when it comes to me and Christina, we gonna always be on the nice side of town in the nice areas and nice places, right? The only one who's going to be going to these bad, areas is me as Batman, because it needs to happen, because that's the only way we can change things. Like, literally, you can send me into a hood and a projects, and one or two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to go out in those hood and projects and I'm going to literally get treated like it's a circus, okay? Like I'm going to get treated. I'm going to get treated basically I'm the pinball and it's a pinball machine. That's number one thing that could happen, which I'm okay with, because that's why we build the suit, to be protective, okay? And I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm probably still going to be able to win. Yeah, Batman with nothing but his bare hands.
I'm going to get bounced around.
So as long
I'm
as
gonna
the
get
suit is
passed
built on
around
point
between
and
all
it's
these
protective
different
as can be,
dudes.
I can pretty much come up against anything and anybody.
Like
That's
a
the truth.
pinball.
So one or two things are going to happen. Either that's going to happen if I'm in the hood, or the hood is going to have to receive me well. And I'm going to tell you how it works 9 times, really 10 times out of 10, is the hood has to receive me either way. Because see, when you brave, it's
I
like
think you're
Tupac
gonna be
talked about it in
receiving the
music.
hood,
He said,
Joey.
if you a thug, like, you know what I mean, look me in my eyes and show it. Like, people can feel your spirit and your aura. You know what I mean? So like, I'm
Sheriff,
really
what
live
is
that. Like,
that?
I'm
Looks
really
like
about that life.
Falcor the
I'm
Luck
really
Dragon throwing
living
up
the
on
thug life.
ET
Always
with
have. You know what I
breast.
mean? It's just I turned it down a little bit, because
I got to say, I dig it.
like I said, I got to clean things up. You know what I mean? I'm living a new life now, and I'm a new being in God. You know what I mean? I'm all on this God stuff now. But before I was all about that God stuff. Before I worked this job, I was a gangster. Like straight up. So it's like, how do I put it? It's just something people need to learn, man. People need to learn how to be open and experience life for what it is, and understand that we're all one. We're all people, and we all, we're all the same, man. It's the truth. We're all the same, man. And that's what's so beautiful about me. It doesn't matter how much money I get or how much money you give me. I'm gonna still be able to talk to people at any level, no matter what environment they come from, and they still gonna relate to me, and I'm still gonna be able to, give them a hug and show love, and we still tight, and got real love. You know what I'm saying? And that's with real people. That's what I think Batman is supposed to do. Batman is supposed to go to these projects and all these different places that are rough, and even the nice places, the suburbs too, and just spread love and positivity for everyone,
That's the thing
and,
about
and
me,
help
homie.
people. You know
No
what I
matter
mean?
what walk of life we
It's
come
just
from,
what
I'll
it
still
is, man.
give you a
Like I
reach
said, yeah,
around
you
for
probably gonna
whatever.
get some haters. You might get some crazy stuff happening. You know what I mean, concerning me, and that's why the cameras will be rolling. You feel me? Because it'll be YouTube content that'll be golden. Okay. And like I said, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal for me ever, because we're gonna have money. So if we have to take a matter to court, we do, and anything I ever do will only
Hey,
be
what's up, Marie?
And like I said, Batman's just nothing but hands, so I can't ever get into that much trouble as long as I'm smart and just defend myself and take care of myself. That's why I believe in standing up and being a man, and only depending on your hands, being a man. Like, as a man, you put your dukes up, you put your hands up. You don't do nothing else. You depend on your hands, because your hands are never going to get you in that much trouble if you just be smart and, think. You know what I mean? Now, and that's the whole reason why I refrain and do not ever want to get into it with anybody, because I don't know my own strength, and I'm in control of a lot of things, but not of everything, especially if I have to actually get into the mix or get into it with someone. And I know, I don't know, but I don't know what I'm capable of, especially with my strength, right? So I do not want problems with anyone, because it's like when people say they want to meet up on the internet. Why in the hell would you do that, when the truth is, if you make a mistake, do you know what you're looking at in the future? Someone like me,
Hey, Red
if
Pill.
I get into it with someone, I already know what can happen. That's why I avoid it at all costs, and I would do my all to avoid it, because once I get to that point and I feel like I have to defend myself, right? And that's a scary place to be. And see, my philosophy at this point is, don't put yourself in that position at all. Now, when it comes to, I just think I just saw the bat again. When it comes to the Batman thing, it's different, because then as Batman, guess what? You get to do this professionally, basically publicly in front of everyone, so everyone sees what I'm doing. So then you get all these people. Trust me, it's power when you have power of word through millions of people commenting, saying, oh, well, Batman handled that perfectly, Batman was right in this scenario. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't really lose, I can't fail, because I don't make rash decisions. I'm not going to go do nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? And there's a way
You
to
mean like
handle
blow
things the right way and
$100,000 in
peacefully. That's
Vegas
why
in 2
I just
weeks?
try to get as
Rash?
strong as possible and be ready and prepared the right way. But we all about God and peace, man. We just want to help people. That's the truth. You're never going to catch me just going out my way to be any type of way. You know what I mean? But like I said, it is what it is. That's part of why, like, when you're Batman, most of it can't be televised. It's just the truth, because that's my whole point, is that, like, Batman, the whole point of it is to go into these cold, dark
But
street
you're
corners
gonna
that
wear a
other people don't want
GoPro?
to go into, and you're going as Batman. So you're going to
Front
come up
and
against
back.
pure evil. That's just the truth. I already know what I'm going to come up against. You think anything I ain't come up against before? Dude, I've been in hoods by myself, literally with dudes. I'm by myself walking down other people's blocks, and they just looking at me, just ready to go, bro. And I'm not backing down, and I'm cussing and whatever and calling them out, and like I'm in they hood in they block with nobody with me. Okay, that takes courage. Okay,
That never
I mean,
happened.
I've had to be at that point. I've had to do that, and trust me, there's been some scenarios that were scary as hell. You know what I mean? You ever been in those scenarios like where you know you kind of messing up and like your feet kind of jitter and start moving a little faster? I've been in those positions. I can admit when I get scared. Like I get scared and nervous sometimes. It's just not a good thing, no, because then my adrenaline starts pumping. I'm not the type that's gonna, back down or run. I don't run when I get scared. I get ready. That's why, like I said, I know me, and I scare the hell out of me. I scare the hell out of myself because I know me. You understand? Because I know me as a person, just in any sense of anything, I know that I will take it there. I will take it to any point. I have no limits. I know how I am. And I don't want that spirit to come out of me. You feel me? So, like I said, with me, I try to keep things as cool and calm as I can. You feel me? And the crazy part is I'm so well trained from life now that it's really honestly easy for me to just diffuse situations or just basically like, handle something real quick and not even have a problem dealing with someone. It's not hard for me anymore. I'm emotionless about it. It's easy. So there's a way to do things, but I'm saying you have to be careful no matter what you do. Do you understand that if you make a mistake, like let's say you get into it with someone and let's say they fall the wrong way and something happens to them, do you know that you could be looking at a life sentence just because of that? So now you know why I've never entertained people who say, yeah, come do this. Drop your location.
And
I
the
want to meet
question
on the
is,
internet.
do you
I
know
don't
that
do those
wearing a
games because
Batman
I care
mask
about my
isn't going
life
to
and my
protect you
freedom.
from that?
I understand that accidents happen.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I already know I'm tough. I don't need to prove that. Everybody in the world knows I'm tough. Y'all know I'm tough. I don't need to prove myself to nobody. Prove what? That I can be dumb and ignorant? See, that's what people think. They think they're tough
Yeah,
if they
yeah,
throw
you don't need
away
to prove
everything
that
they ever
shit.
worked for. You don't put everything on the line for people who aren't worth it and for no reason unless you can't think for yourself. So I'm just the reason I'm talking about this, the only reason I'm explaining is I want people to understand you got to look at things from different lenses and different perspectives. It will really help you. Like I said, that linebacker at that track meet, I bet you if he had really spent any time in the hood and he knew how ignorant it is, because like if he was in my position and what I've seen and what I've been through, I promise you he would have been smarter about how he dealt with that dude. Because if that dude was sitting there in the same way and I was in the linebacker's position, I can kind of figure out what probably happened. I would have gone a different approach about how I talked to dude. I would have asked him nicely, like, hey, yo, can I sit here or whatever or something. I would have told him like what's up and given him like, give him dabs, give him a handshake, give him a pound. And see, that's the whole difference is how you approaching someone. See, if you approach someone at their level with some respect and showing some love, they're gonna be okay with you. But when you coming around people and you got the wrong body language, and that's just the truth. The dude he didn't do nothing wrong. It's just he doesn't know any better because he don't come from that environment. It's not his fault. It's not nobody's fault. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that might have been what happened. He might have been a little cocky. He might have been feeling himself. He don't know how people from these different environments get. The other dude was raised, you can tell by hood folks. He was raised differently. So he's going to look at it like what it is. And apparently he told them that he was going to defend himself before it all went down. And they trying to paint it in Facebook. People got an agenda saying that Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever got all this funding for his defense campaign and that this dude didn't. This dude just raised over $250,000 within 5 seconds. It's probably way more than that already. Come on, bro. Y'all can't be serious, man. Quit trying to do like bias reviews and bias smear campaigns. Like, just get real, bro. The fact is, at the end of the day, man, everybody just wants to be shown respect. Like I said, we need to learn how to deal with each other in a peaceful manner instead of all this nonsense. Anybody can do something crazy. Is it really worth it, man? All it does is make both parties miserable. People are sitting here crying and mourning people. Like, we don't want that, bro. We want people to get along, and we cherish life. You know what I mean? I do personally. I love life. I want everybody to live and be happy. We trying to bring peace and positivity and unity to the streets and for everyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Y'all just have your own agenda. You ain't really about putting all that nonsense down and really putting on some gloves and doing some boxing. That's what I brought to the table. That's my idea. I guess that's why y'all brought that up, right? And talk about it because you knew that Jim Jones was copying me, what I created, bro. That was my movement. My whole movement was about putting gloves on. I'm 10-0 in that league. You think I'm not going to be able to bring that league back if I want? Yeah, and I could have other people boxing it. I own my own boxing league.
Does he know
Like,
who Jim
everybody
Jones
been knowing
is?
this. That's why I don't have
He's
no respect
talking
for
about
this.
Jim Jones, the rapper
Everything out of
from
spite.
Yeah.
the group,
Not the cult
the
leader.
Diplomat.
Say nothing that's positive
That was
ever,
my
but still saying
movement.
that's
I
crazy.
started that.
That's bad, man.
I made
You feel
everybody
me?
drink the
Like I said, bro, it
Kool-Aid.
is what it is, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, these are all little homies, all of them. They all like 3 feet tall, little pigeons, they live in outhouses like chickens. You know what I mean?
Making
It
them
is
clap.
what it is, man. But at the end of the day, like I said, ain't nobody messing with me, ain't nobody on my level. And the fact is, everybody's a fan, man. You know what I mean? Again, shout out to Styles, man. Shout out to Steez. Nothing but love. Everybody else I already put in their place verbally. I'm done giving them any attention. I'm not going to talk about them again because it's a waste of my time. I'm just, some people are just not on my radar, man. You're not on my level. You're never going to get on my level. it is what it is, man. It seems like everybody. I mean, when y'all trying to come back to YouTube when you got banned,
try to get a hold of
go ahead,
Tone
man. Because as
Space,
far
see
as
if
I'm
he wants
concerned,
to
it just
come and
shows your
talk about
desperation.
little
It shows how
Joey.
bad you wanted to succeed, like I
I
have
think
on this
the
platform.
last
And
time
then
I
you can do
talked
what
to
I do.
Tone,
All right,
he
one.
is so over
I'll talk to
Joey.
y'all
He
later, man.
doesn't
Just follow my
even
advice, please. It will
pay
change
any
your life and it
attention.
will help. I hope that I just want people to learn from me. You know what I
I
mean?
can
But
see
like I said, me
that.
and Christina, we
But it'd
won't
be
be
fun to
always,
have a
on the rich,
flashback
hippie, snobby
interview.
part of town. We're gonna do all the nice stuff and stay away from the bad areas and the bad
Yeah,
people.
that's why I
But
said,
I'm
like,
just
I'll
saying, as
try to
far as the
reach out to
Batman
him.
thing,
There's like,
I
I
mean,
can't guarantee
that's the
because
whole point.
he really
The whole
did
point
say
is
he
to be
didn't
the
give a
light in the
shit
darkness,
anymore.
is to send me straight into the darkest corners of the world.
Yeah, because last time
And
I mentioned
you
Joey
just have
to
to have
him,
faith and believe that I'm going to come out.
he's like, "Man,
And it's
what's
what
he
I
even
do.
up
It's
to? I
what I
haven't
do
watched
best.
him
I'm
in
an angel, and
years."
this is what I do. So I need people to
When's the
understand.
last time you
My
talked to
biggest
him?
thing about life is that I want to
It
conquer every
was
fear.
probably
That's the thing. That's the thing. It takes
maybe
people
last
time, and it's
summer
hard for
when
people to understand.
Joey
And
would
that's what I
mention
want.
him every
I
now
want
and then.
Christina to really understand me and my
Oh,
passion
right
and
on.
why this is who I am and what makes me different from anyone else. I've lived my life opposing fear and conquering fear my entire life. And I mean, there's evidence of this. I mean, physically, everything. I mean, I've overcame everything. I never lived in fear. I never lived with, let me be cautious of my decisions. No, I just pedal to the metal, full accelerator, went forward. And I just believe in living life without brakes, and I'm not encouraging that at all, but be cautious. But that's my point, is that I'm lucky to have made it this far. And when people meet me, I think they just underestimate me and don't understand like how much of a gangster I seriously am, like how hard I actually went my entire life. Like, like I said, I've completely stepped on the brakes, metaphorically speaking, as far as my life. I've completely, learned how to be at peace and
I
calm. And,
stepped on the brakes as far as
that's
my
the
life.
craziest thing. When you meet people, you can never judge them from their appearance. And I understand that when people say
That's a
that,
great
because
admission.
the people that look a certain way, you'll underestimate them and think, oh, this is nobody. And you don't realize this person is capable of things that you never even thought possible. That's the truth. That's why at the end of the day, I have love, and I love for the church group, and I still respect them, and I'll always mess with them heavy. It ain't nothing but love. What I'm saying is never negative on here. It's just, I have to say how I feel because it needs to be said. And I'm just not going to hold back from what I feel anymore, speaking it or vocalizing it. And that's something I have to work on for my health, but I got nothing but love for them, man. They're kind of like, I mean, it is what it is, man. They're like family. I mean, that's just the truth. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. They're like soul family. You know what I mean? And that's the way I look at them. So, like I said, I
Soul
still want
family.
to help them. I still want to do everything. I still might end up talking to them and going over there with them at some point. I just didn't want to do the Kentucky thing for my own personal reasons, and I explained that to them. And I'll apologize right now publicly if I've said anything that has offended anyone. That was never my intention, truly at all. It was never my goal. But I use this platform to vent and to think and use my thoughts to get to the right point. So a lot of things when I'm talking, you can't take it personally. It's just my thought process. So it's really my way of coping. It's my way of getting through things. And I'm really just explaining things to myself. So it's basically
Yes, you've been banned from a church.
that I need to get to. You know what I mean? So I apologize for that. If sometimes it's hard for y'all to understand a
I
process
ramble incessantly to
where you're
cope with
taking
my
it literally or
reality.
the wrong way. It's just, that's the way I
There's a
get to
lot
my
of
conclusion, is I have to think from every
I
angle
think
about the issue and
unintentional
analyze
truths.
it. Does that make sense? So it's not that I may
Yeah, I
necessarily
don't think
stand
he
on
knows what
one
he's
thing I
saying
said.
right now.
It's not necessarily literal or something I stand on. It's just, I needed to say that to get it out of my system so that I can go back and look at every thought that I've said and stated and put them all together to come to the conclusion and decision that I want to make holistically. It takes me a long time to figure people out. Some people I'll never figure out. You know what I mean? For one, women confuse the hell out of me. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not trying to figure out the millions of mysteries in the world. Okay. But, it is what it is. But Christina, I love
That
you, man.
says so
And
much.
thank you for always being there for me, and just understand I never forget, and I always see that, and I cherish every moment I get to even talk to you. And I just really need you. I really need you with me physically in person. And I'm praying to God that happens really soon. You know what I mean? I really need that to happen. You know what I mean? I just want to be with my girlfriend. I want to be with Christina. That's what I care about. That's what's going to make me, even happier. That's what's going to make me truly happy. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But I'll talk to y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
God, thank God.
We did it.
How you doing, Sticky?
We did it, folks. We fucking did it.
Did it. Wow.
Yep.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh, shit. He just went live again, dude.
No.
You
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sheriff, it's your turn. Sheriff, boot up StreamYards. We need your help.
I'm kidding.
Oh, man. Thank you,
I'm
guys.
exhausted. That was a lot of fucking work.
Right.
Holy shit. Shamrock, that was all for you. Much love.
So, are you going to be sending Shammy that wonderful shroud, Sheriff?
That's going off in the mail tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, let's walk.
Yeah, give a walkthrough of the shroud real quick.
It's going to take a minute, dude. Here we go. Hold on. Let me get the underwear off my goddamn fucking face. God
That
damn
was
it.
awesome, Sheriff.
The fucking panties.
I'm gonna have to construct an ark to put this in.
Yeah, we're so proud.
There you are. Shamrock, that's your fault. Whatever. Fuck you, Shammy. We were in my hands, and then fucking we were.
Yeah, with six fingers on each hand, by the way.
I know. I gotta fucking count too at the same time.
Little
Give me a marker.
Folks at home, feel free to zoom in on Sheriff's wonderful painting here.
5'10", Nokia 5185, indestructible. Never made a comment about ET. That's ET.
If there's any misspellings, do we send it back to you or what?
Well, no, I said the Mimi looks like ET. On top, it looks like Falcor the Luck Dragon throwing up on ET with breast.
1520. There's Mimi and her tits.
Yeah.
25. We got a little bicycle over here, a little that high. We're doing push-ups in the shadow.
Hey, what's up, Shesha?
If you didn't catch it, Mimi was on her period.
Oh God, Kesha's here.
Really, Sheriff?
Yes. Oh, 2 stragglers. So 22, 32, 42, 43, 44, 45. We went through the Sunrise Mall. We had a bat cave with the bat thing coming out of here. We went through the mall. We went down Carnage Road.
For the 100th time today.
And now we're getting to the shroud. God damn it.
Dude.
Wow. I can't even roll anymore. This is the biggest joint ever. I can't even. Seriously? And then we ended up in hell. We ended up in hell, you guys. It's actually, hold on.
It makes perfect sense.
Hold on.
Oh, that adds to it.
Let's go. Let's go to hell. We're going to hell. Let's go.
You did an amazing job, Sheriff.
Yeah, that's
amazing job.
No, I just got to keep Shamrock from smoking it.
Yeah.
We're going to roll the biggest joint and we ever go to fucking SNEED fucking convention. Fucking here we go.
Mr. SNEED.
SNEED Con 2025. Legendary shroud. Yes, it was.
That'll go off in the mail tomorrow, Shamrock.
Can you please handle that one with care, please?
Absolutely. What do you think?
This time,
what do you think is going to happen?
Do not tear it, Sheriff.
What do you think is going to happen? Sheriff. What do you think it's going to happen?
I think out of respect for Shamrock that you're going to keep it nice and clean. That's what I think.
Getting a little too friendly with that picture there, Sheriff.
Fuck you, Shammy. This is what we do around here. That's what we do.
Oh, my God. I was being serious, bro. I wanted you to keep it nice and clean for her.
Well, you know, it's hard to find good help.
That guy, what do you think about that? That was kind of disrespectful to Shamrock, I believe, personally. I don't think that was cool.
Well, I mean, I can't say I expect better from Sheriff.
Doc is pay.
Doc
he just got his probation reset. He's restarting his 18th month probation. He should be on like 14 months in left, but he keeps fucking up, man.
I think personally that you should add another 18 months every time he does it.
Lobster
says that he loves that part. I hate that part. Don't encourage him, Lobster.
Sartan will look at you.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
That is.
That is so fucking creepy, dude.
That picture stays into my soul.
Your artistic ways are unmatched, Cheshire says. Holy shit.
Yeah,
dude.
but he also likes Tyree, so what's that saying?
Yeah. Yeah. What does that say for you, Cheshire? What does
If
that
we could
say
have
for
just
you?
got that dyslexic monkey learning how to stream, we could have had him doing the scrolls, but
Yeah. That would have been great. That's actually a fucking great idea. It's reinforcement, Lobster says. He doesn't actually believe it, but he wants to believe it, Red Pill, because he literally has nothing else. Yes, DZ. Yeah, we agreed on that like 2 months ago. I remember DZ and I were talking about that like 2 months ago. What is it? What is it? And we were saying it's just the thought of the money, the thought of, being alone, because without Christina, he has no one.
You think I'm going to be okay, money?
Yeah. He's holding on to the thought of, I need that Christina because I need that money. What if it's real? What if it's real?
He needs
I got
that
something
light
to
at the end
say
of the
about
tunnel.
Sheriff.
Actually, fuck.
Jessica has something to say about Sheriff.
Are you saying, I know, Cheshire, you do realize supporting Sheriff and supporting us is against SNEED, right? He's not going to like that. I know you don't support us truly, but you're a good dude, and we respect your decisions and all. But do you have any updates?
I really wouldn't go that far.
So stupid. So stupid.
Well said. Well said. Do you have any updates? Has anything came of the email? Anything at all? Anything of importance? Because I'm Tayo. I very Tayo. Here. Let's get you up here real quick. I got a couple of minutes. If you go too far,
I want to take a nap too.
I'm throwing you down, boy. You get to nap while you're at work?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
I'm not guarding Area 51.
I'm gonna get
over
my
here,
fucking
dude.
guard card, dog. I'm gonna start live streaming from my phone at work. That's simple.
That's not what you want to do.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight.
Yeah, I'm going to
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
thank you so much.
everybody.
That guy, L Frost, thank you so much. I know it's late where you guys are at. It's got to be like
3 a.m.
fucking
on the
3.
East Coast.
Wow.
Hey, that guy, don't hijack the mail, because look for that next week. And Frost, yeah, thank you for the hospitality. Thank you for the nice week.
Frosty.
Overnight
you
it to them.
deserve
What's
a
wrong with
shroud
you?
too.
Fuck you, nigga.
Right.
Sheriff.
And pay extra for the insurance too.
Sheriff, please post some pictures of the shrouds in our group so that Frosty can pick one.
Absolutely.
Pop them in the psych ward.
You can choose
she needs her own
anyone you want, Frosty.
This is her fucking shtick. She needs her own custom.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
All right. I will probably be in the chat. I'm sure you're probably going to wrap it up in like 5 minutes anyway, though.
Yeah, as soon as we get an
we
update
ain't
here.
doing another one tonight. That was fucking fuck.
We're actually going to go live and cover. He's live right now. This is a marathon.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious. Sheriff, I need you to get StreamYard so that you could join the team so I don't have to do this when I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
Make it
Sheriff.
a lot better.
All right. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you, Frosty.
All right. Good night, guys.
Oh, good night, Frosty. Thank you so much for being here.
So,
All
Shesha,
right.
what's on your brain, Pan?
Like I've said before, and like I said.
Theb? How do you spell Theb?
Like I said.
T-H-E-B?
Like I said. Like I said. Sheriff, he's an artiste. in the most fullest of ways. The man is daring, bold, brave, stunning, absolutely marvelous. And in the end, when he needs to, right when you think it's gonna be okay, and he needs to take the rage out on his art to give it the character it needs to live on in infamy. Magnifique. Perfect.
Dyslexic
Bravo.
monkey.
Grazie.
Dyslexic monkey, are you new here? I haven't seen you before. Welcome in.
Methinks it's somebody in chat that was in our chat because I said dyslexic monkey instead of sheriff. So I think someone went and changed the name on one of their alts.
Oh.
I think
I can guess
it's
one
lobster.
person.
I think it's lobster.
I think it's someone else.
Oh no, it's Marique.
Yeah, I thought it was Marique. Okay, so Chesha, any updates on your email invitation to do music endeavors with Needy Sneedy?
Today's been a busy day, so I haven't been on my computer to check anything out yet, but I'm hoping by the time that I do go upstairs and look at things before I go to bed, that I'm going to have that email I've been waiting for quite some time.
Yeah.
And that, you know, in the same way that he's trying to bring positivity to his community,
right,
and into his, you know, business adventures with his associates, you know, very, very close-knit, hand-picked associates, you know, because he doesn't have too many people into his life, you know. But his people are of quality and of character. And I'm hoping to, you know, I'm a part of that moving forward, because I think we got big things coming on here pretty soon. SNEED, if you haven't heard, the last episode, it might be in the spam folder, so please check that spam folder. You know, it might have been sent there for whatever reason. You know, I'm sure after you look at it, you can click on a button. That way, you know, we stay, you know, we stay acquainted, you know, friends, you know, brothers, you know.
Wait, what the
all,
fuck
all
are
the
you
good
talking
things,
about?
all the good things that comes with, you know, staying 10 toes deep into some business, you know, 24/7, 7 days a week, you know. And yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. I was listening to the podcast, this him spitting
radio
his
show,
game
dog.
tonight, and man, I feel enlightened. I feel lifted up.
Right.
I feel like tomorrow is going to be a good day, just because I heard that. So, you know, I thank SNEED for really putting that down tonight for us to hear.
Oh,
happy
day.
Happy
so
day.
Did you come up with a set list for your guys' LP or whatever collaboration bullshit? And did you make sure that none of my music is going to be featured for him to use? That's all I want to know. None of my beats are going to SNEED.
I mean, I would love that, but you know, I'd have to once again be able to get you and him in one room.
Nope.
You know,
Well,
you know,
yeah, maybe
we can break bread. We can break bread, and you know,
if you got a shovel,
really get down on some, you know, getting this game, you know, putting it on the table, man, spreading it around for everybody. So
If I was in a room with Tyree Sneed,
I think we
he'd
got
be in one of those
lot
chairs like
to
in the
gain.
James Bond movie.
Yeah,
I think we got a lot to gain coming together
with no bottom,
and
I'll
really
put
put
Joey's
it in.
head through your wall.
Oh,
and you'd be mad about it.
I think later on down the line we could change that. I think everybody.
If you let SNEED come stay in your guest room for 2 fucking days, you'd kick him out.
Cheshire Cat featuring Tyree Sneed and Sticky.
Are you? No.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine that?
Keep me out of it.
Could you imagine the? Oh man, Man.
No, I can't
That's
imagine.
Grammys.
I don't want any part of this. Quit putting my name involved in this shit. I don't want no part of it. Look, we gave
you know me. I'm just a positive
to
guy.
do your
I just
own
see the good in
endeavor.
everybody.
Quit
You know
trying
what I
to
mean?
involve me in it. Quit trying to involve me in it, Chesha. I don't want involved. Want nothing to do with it.
Oh shit.
You know?
One day.
Hey, Mimi.
Hold on. I gotta hit the mute. I'm sorry. I just
Mimi.
had to say this. Hey y'all. How is he surviving? How is he getting money? He's gotta be putting in his mouth. In his motherfucking mouth.
His mommy gives him money each month.
Did you check your
I mean, he does spit a lot
messenger, Chesha?
He does spit a
to
lot
see
of
if
game
he
from his
had
mouth.
Chesha, did you check your
Games to be
messenger to
told,
see
not
if
be
he'd
told.
responded?
Mama
I
still
have
helping
at all?
him.
Like I said, I haven't been on my email at all today.
You've definitely
So-
caught
Well,
the
you're
sneak
look
because
at
you've
it right
said, like
now.
I said, like 10 times since you've been up on panel. I'm worried about you.
Well,
Y'all have
I mean,
the whole
like,
West Coast nodding their heads. Chesha Sticky just can't see
I mean,
it, man. He'll
I mean,
get
like
there, DZ
bro,
says. No, I won't.
like I said, like
fucking TV, DVD, really, bro?
you know, there was some serious positivity that was being impacting lives tonight. Everybody that was live, I mean, your life has been impacted with positivity by a man named SNEED, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, people. We got to really take that in. We got to like cherish that for there's not too much good in this world.
Yeah, I get.
There's not, you know what I
agree with
mean?
that.
You know what I mean? 9/11, Boston bombing, COVID, like, Kobe. Come on,
Hey,
man.
hey,
You know,
hey, watch,
like
watch some of them trigger words
there's
there.
so much, there's so much,
What?
you know what I'm
watch
saying?
that one.
So, to hear Tyree bring that positivity that we needed, bring the light in the time of darkness. Hey, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Sneed. You really put it down tonight. You put it down real good and thick. Thank you.
Lost, motherfucker.
You're really
you lost.
sniffing hard. You know that? Make sure you check your messenger, Chesha, because I'm pretty sure if you were trying to talk to him, he might have hit you up on there, buddy. You know?
Messenger?
Yeah, you might want to check it. I mean, I'm just saying, he might have hit you up on there if you were trying to reach out to his Facebook and his emails and all that shit. You know? If you were
all right, I just wanted to come up and say that. I
might be there.
I gotta let go.
Thank you, Mimi.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Thank you for
Mimi.
being here.
I just wanted to let
Huge
y'all know
shout
what
out.
he's doing.
Huge
He
shout
said
out to
his
Mimi.
mama.
Make
You
sure
guys
you
are
all
awesome.
subscribe to Mimi. And we loved your AI Sneed getting rolled over by a truck video. That was fucking
also,
amazing.
Mimi, your tits are being sent to that guy in Chamois tomorrow. So
Yeah, no offense, Mimi.
Well, I would be scared if I actually had a boob check. I can't think, guys. I feel like crap. If I actually had a boob picture out there, but I don't.
Yeah.
actually,
We're
Mimi's
working on
boobs have been featured twice in the Shrouds of Sartan.
Oh yeah, they have. We had one the other night, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got screenshots of both of them. I got
Yep.
new screensavers.
Yeah, that was
Tits.
nice.
4 tits.
That was
I
nice.
use them.
Tit
What
squared.
do we have here? Hold up.
You lost, Sneed, Larry, because you're getting money from your mama, bitch.
That's right, boy.
I mean, he should be getting money from everybody right now. Like, because I was hearing about the Batman suit that he was talking about getting. We really need to do a GoFundMe for him. Like, we really need to do that. Like, that way he can get it going. You know what I mean?
And it just said that he went live again. Yeah, not a joke. But I think it's a stream from earlier. Sometimes that notify me bot plays something from like earlier that day, and it'll replay it, so you'll think he's live, but then he's not.
Sheriff has his computer ready to go.
I mean, to be honest with y'all, Like, there's a reason why he needs, get that suit. Why he really doesn't need that suit. I mean, there's people that are coming down hard on him right now for some reason. I heard through the grapevine that he was kicked out of an establishment that he regularly goes to like 2 times a week. And
that's because he tried to bring his bike in.
Well, come on, you can't get your bike stolen. Come on, this is Batman. He needs to be able to get around and do his thing.
If he's in a place where people are trying to eat or they're trying to keep shit clean, people don't want somebody pushing their bike around and shit. It's gaudy. Get a fucking lock and lock it up outside. No one's gonna steal your fucking Goodwill bike, Tyree.
And they're not saying hello. They are saying you're ridiculous. You think that you have fans out there just because they noticed your dumbass? Doesn't work that way.
Good point. Just because they honk at you because they think you're a fucking weirdo doesn't mean that they're fans.
Yeah, them are all like, oh look, he's touched in the head. Let's give a honk.
Yeah, I hate to bring this up, but Sticky, we've been good friends for a long time, right?
You've been my best friend for over 20 years, and I just don't see why the fuck you're doing this shit.
I mean, I'm just trying to see why were you the one that made the call? Because from what I heard from the grapevine is that you made the call.
What call?
That you set it up.
Look, Sartan works in mysterious ways, dog.
Yeah,
but my insider sources tell me that Sticky dropped a dime on him.
I don't think so.
Dropped a dime
Sticky would not do that.
On SNEED.
Sticky wouldn't do that.
How?
It's one of Sartan's followers, obviously.
Sartan's followers work in mysterious ways, Chesha.
Mm-hmm.
Are you referring to him getting kicked out of the establishment and not being able to take his bike in?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah, fuck yeah, I made that call. I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck. Yeah, SNEED. Fuck yeah. I paid the dude off Craigslist $20. Best $20 I ever spent. Thanks you to the fans, or not fans, sorry, supporters who helped fund that endeavor.
You know what? Hey, since we're thanking supporters, I like to thank the supporters out there for putting in that $5, $10, $20 to Sticky's Cash App account so that we can give you the content that you need. I'm just so happy that y'all are doing that, because I think everybody in this world, I think we all can get the money. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody can get money, and we can all be happy. We can all be doing big things and positivity and just, living the SNEED life. You know what I mean? So
Chessicat, are you
let's get it? Let's get it in.
Are you and your homeboy? Are you and your homeboy
gonna
I'm feeling good. Another Kumbaya fucking track?
Hey,
how you feeling
right now, nigga? How you feeling, my nigga?
I'm good.
You doing good? 2025 doing good? Big and bad and ever?
Scrolling through Amazon, seeing what I'm going to watch for the rest of my work shift before my nightly work nap.
That's what I'm saying, man. Watching Amazon Prime while getting a paycheck, man. Come on.
Is that why my shit was late?
I like it. That's good shit, man.
How much money have you given that son of a bitch this week, Chessa?
Well, I mean, I haven't given him anything because I don't know where to give it to, for one thing. But
send it to Sticky.
I'm sure. Once we link up, I mean, there's gonna be some money being spent.
Hey.
I think it's
your money.
It's gonna be double, triple, quadrupling. Because I it's like everything, man. I see Sheriff doing his thing. I see Nega doing his thing. Hey, I even see Mimi doing her thing. And the Shamrock girl, see her doing her thing.
Shammy and Frost have been since
Sticky,
day one.
I definitely see Sticky doing his thing because we've been we've been doing the damn thing since before the thing was a thing. You know?
That's awesome.
So to me,
All right.
like we all, like all of us, we're all gonna get it. We're all gonna get this money all together.
No.
It's just gonna keep, and it's just gonna be a beautiful thing.
Hold
I got a
on.
I hope y'all
settlement,
are
you
here for the
know,
ride because we're
Joey.
gonna
I
take
got a
y'all on a
settlement.
ride.
I got a settlement. I would let you borrow $2,000 as long as you pay me back. Don't fuck with me.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Larry.
Oh, you're gonna hook him up with 2 G's? God, you're
That
awesome.
ain't
You're awesome. Bless you. God bless you.
no, my settlement was a lot higher than that.
All right, Team SNEED over there. You guys
Well, I
are
mean, all we
done.
need is like 2 G's. You know, I mean, I'm pretty
No,
sure
Tesha, you're
that can
done.
get the Batman suit that he would really need.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
to
it's
really
gonna
take it
cost a
next
lot
level.
more than that.
All right. I've had about enough. Thank you for being
Yeah,
here,
get
Tesha.
you some sleep.
Take a
Get you
hold
some
of
Thank
this
you for being
sleep.
here,
morphine.
Tesha.
What's that?
Thanks for being here. Love you, bro. You're awesome.
we're already calling
your business tactics are just going downhill. What happened to the old
God damn
Tesha?
it, Shamrock! I'm rolling the shroud up,
That's
and I
it.
swear to fuck, dude, this is.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna have
I'm
to
right
get a
here.
box.
I'm right here.
I have to get a box to send this to you.
Haven't gone nowhere.
Fuck.
You know that.
Jeez.
Check your emails. I just want to see what happens. I don't think anything.
All right. Good night, guys.
I just
Good
want
night.
to know.
Good night, Mimi. You
Hey,
take
Mimi.
care.
Thank
And
you.
good sleep.
You have
Get
a
some
good night,
rest.
Mimi. Sticky.
We're gonna take it out. What?
You gonna come on down here for WrestleMania? Here on the 20th.
I don't know. I might have work.
It's on 420.
Oh,
that's a
WrestleMania,
big
baby.
fucking roll right here.
I don't know, man.
You know what we're doing.
Oh man,
we smoking them meats and we smoking them things. You know.
Look at that hole. Look at.
Although I might keep it sober this year. I don't know. That'd be a
shroud
good.
got the troll hole.
Would you think that'd be a good little tribute to SNEED if I just stay sober on 420? Because he don't
I
do
think
drugs,
you should dress up as Robin and walk around your streets videotaping it as a tribute to SNEED and tell him, I'm your Robin, dog.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm
Morgan Freeman.
Prolapse. It's a
I'm Morgan
prolapse
Freeman.
scroll.
Prolapse scroll. There you go. It's prolapse scroll hole.
Fucking scroll.
Fuck
oh,
yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Sure.
Do you think Sammy's gonna want it now after that?
Oh,
Sheriff. You dirty dog.
There you go.
Prolapse scroll.
Get it, boy. Get it.
Look at that. Look at it right there.
All right, that's enough. That Shamrock
I don't know if
scroll.
that's
Don't you
PG.
dare fucking
That's
violate it.
wrong on so many levels.
gotta
Quit disrespecting Shamrock scroll. Put it down.
Put hers.
That scroll is
that's a
dedicated to
big
legendary
fucker,
Shamrock.
Dude. That's
violating
That's
her
all
scroll.
you, dude. That's a lot of paper and that's a lot of fucking markers.
Fuck yeah, it is.
That is a roll.
Hey, what was that
All
show
right.
you were talking about earlier? Riff Tracks?
I love Riff Tracks and Mystery Science Theater 3000.
They've got a whole channel on Amazon Live TV devoted just to Riff Tracks. It's called the Riff Tracks channel.
Yeah, I love that
now.
channel. I watch that all the time. If you guys haven't watched Riff Tracks or Mystery Science Theater, get your ass over there. What's wrong with you?
Mystery Science Theater is the greatest.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Especially
I
like
get a lot of
the
inspiration.
really old stuff.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of inspiration from those guys.
DZ,
That's why I like doing my dubs. So I think that's about it, folks. We're going to take it out with the little music, and then we're going to take it out with the intro outro. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging. No more. We're not talking
there's nothing
about.
Hold on. There's nothing about Christina.
No, we already talked about it. It's on the shroud. You're done.
We're done.
What?
We're done.
What about Christina?
What about her? She's a fucking imaginary catfish.
I mean, do you already make it? Did they finally make a date?
No, there ain't no fucking date.
Yeah, they did. August 65th at
in 2075.
Yeah.
August 67th. Yeah, that's their date.
I just Hey, man, I just want to see Christina be able to be happy with a real man. You know what I mean?
You're done.
No, that's what we all want.
You're done. I just kicked Chesha from the fucking panel. I'm done.
You had to.
Fucking
You
done,
had to.
Chesha. I'm done with your shit. What are you trying to do?
Fuck that guy.
You're done,
What
son.
are you trying to do?
Not that guy. That guy.
Yeah.
Hey, later, Hatfield, DZ, Lobster. Later,
We're gonna
taters.
take it out now, guys.
Love it, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fucking
bounce
awesome.
off. Are you gonna be in Discord or are you crashing right out?
I'm gonna be in back chat, or I'm gonna be behind the scenes after we end this.
I'll hang out.
Stick around for just a moment.
All right.
Oops, hold on. I gotta share the screen first. This is how tired I am here. Hold on.
Good stuff, guys. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate
good
the patience.
Where is this? We go over here. Then I go to StreamYard. And I present. This is how tired I am, is I almost forgot how to fucking present this shit.
Dude, you don't even talk about being tired today. I am fucking exhausted.
Oh God. I had to have coffee just for this.
I had to do off-campus drinking last night, so
no shit.
well, I went to Randy's cheeseburger picnic, so
all right. Here we go, guys. We're gonna take it out.
Get it.
Hang out and watch some music and then say goodnight. Much love, folks.
1, 2,
thank you.
3,
1,
4,
easy.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I have a catfish girlfriend and I need cash now. Call Christina, 877 cash now. My catfish girlfriend's worth millions. I need cash now. JT Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. She gets millions but won't tell you. When she gets all that cash, you'll get nothing good. If you think you're Batman and you need cash now, call Christina. Get no money right now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money, Christina's money. Spend it when you need it.
JT Wentworth. 877 cash now. Call now.
Give me your money, bitch.
Do it.
It's the voice. Bye, Christina. I got your money now, and I'll spend it like I need it.
Yes.
Fuck you, Sticky.
Go forth to Las Vegas. Woke up this morning stinking like a bum.
I smell fine.
Narcissism made you think that you're the chosen one.
I'm chosen.
Inherited almost $1 million when your daddy died.
Millions in equity.
Went to Las Vegas and blew it all and probably cried. Woke up next morning, all that money's gone. Your papa never taught you right from wrong. Begging for donations, now you've been disowned and denied. A burden to society, you got Satan in your mind. Woke up this morning like a bum. Stinking up so bad you think you're Batman, but your mind is gone. I said, woke up this morning, you got Satan in your mind.
It's the voice. The voice.
Said, woke up this morning, he's got Satan in his mind.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good shit.
Joey.
I'm the voice inside of your head. Tell them about Christina. Tell them Christina's real.
Ribbit.
Tell them about the trolls.
Christina, you can pee on me, and I'm from the drink it too. I don't care about you. I'm in control of what you do. Don't pee on me. I do what I do. I will probably drink it too, like I do in the bathroom. Oh, pee on me, like the truckers always do. Like the truck stops when you're when I'm upside the bathroom. Christina's real. Christina's real. She controls my mind. Everything that I do is coming from you. Christina's real, and I was cloned. Now I'm functioning in my mind, and my spirit you can pee on me, and I'm primed to drink it too. I don't care about you. I'm in control of what you do. Don't pee on me. I do what I do. I would probably drink it too, like I do in the bathroom. Oh, pee on me, like the truckers always do. Like the truck stops when I'm upside the bathroom.
Joey, it's me, the voice inside of your head.
It's the voice.
Your money is not real. Christina is not real.
She's real.
Accept the trolls.
I'm not gonna accept the trolls.
Open your chat.
I can't accept.
Open your chat.
I can't do it.
The money is real.
Yeah, money's real.
There is no trolls.
There's no trolls.
Christina is real.
She's real. She's totally real.
Tell them about the trolls.
Okay, I will.
Go forward. Rant.
You can pee on me like the truckers always do. I'm in the bathroom and I'm giving buckets too. Just pee on me and I'll probably let you do. Go ahead, fuck other dudes, 'cause I'm simple. What about you? Simp gimping. Simping. Simp gimping.
In a town called Shitsville, Texas, one delusional old cow 43 paranoid schizo weirdo believes he's Batman. Sarton knows there can only be one Batman. Sticky knows there can only be one Batman, and that Batman is Michael Keaton.
Hey, you fucking trolls. Fuck you, Sticky. I'm going to go to the bat layer that Christina provided me with her settlement money. Christina, I texted you. You need to text me back immediately. We are going on a mission together. You understand? Gather up the GoPro, bitch. I'm about to put on my bat suit. Oh, my T-Nude Batman suit looks amazing. Simba looks kind of like my mustache. Christina, you haven't texted me back in over 30 seconds. I'm very disappointed in you. I was about to try out my bat wings, but I don't know if they'll work. Christina, text back, please. Christina, text back. No, your fucking powers, just enough. Christina thinks I can do it. I know I can do it. People don't think I'm the Batman. I know I'm the Batman. I embrace the Batman. I am the Batman. Christina, are you there, honey? A bat shit on me. You think I'm gonna be
Hey,
okay,
Dutchie.
honey? Pumpkin, are you there? Finally get a breath. All this work I'm doing, I'm all sweaty and stinky.
Sticky 6 of Troll Team 6 presents Fake T-Moose Schizo Batman, Negative 43 TV.